All right, we're live. We're live, guys. We're live. It's live. Cause why not?
We're
Uh,
alive?
yeah, we're live. We're ranking all the cartoon dads from worst to best, and it's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna have a fun show. Um, um. Yeah, I wanted to do this because it's Father's Day, and my dad, he can go fuck himself. But I wanted to talk about cartoon dads, the dads who are there for you, um, even when you're even when you're like when you don't need one. I guess I don't know. Fuck it. We're celebrating dads. It's
Celebrating
dad.
pops.
It's Daddy Day. Although like I can't say daddy on the internet anymore because the internet is awful and ruined it.
Because the internet is full of degenerates.
Yo question marks. That's what will happen.
You guys remember when that like one clip of like Caillou saying "Daddy" went fucking viral? It became a meme.
Yes.
Yes. That was something else.
Daddy.
That was something else. Like, bro. All right.
I'm sharing this everywhere real quick. You guys share it too if you can, wherever you can. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't trust me. I don't want to share this.
Yeah, I'll retweet everything. 1 second.
What? No, that's not the right thing. Delete that.
All right, let me go find it.
Okay. Where is it again, dude?
What do you mean?
Oh, the link. To share this.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Let me just share it with you real quick. Peter Griffin best dad.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun with that one.
I mean, he's best in terms of meme material, I suppose. If we're counting best dads by that, put him at the very top.
Family Guy is funnier out of context and as memes than the actual show at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it really is.
No,
Yeah.
Don't be sorry. I would say that's a very true opinion.
Yeah, I haven't watched actual Family Guy in years, which is weird. But yeah, I haven't sat through an entire episode of Family Guy in years.
Same.
You
Not
have
even
to
like,
this from Ninth Grade
Good
Ninja.
instinct to have.
I don't think anyone cares about Ninth Grade Ninja enough to put that on there. But I guess we can later if we got the time. I'll put it on there for you, buddy. Don't worry.
I think
We already have like what, 69, 68 dads?
70. We have 70.
Damn it, we're one number off.
one number off. I was gonna say two. I was like,
I was gonna be like nice, but no, we can't do that now. We can't have nice things. Thanks for that, Slim.
What the hell was that?
Baseball 1. They've gone to plaid. Ooh.
I heard like a blood curling scream coming from outside, but that's none of my business.
I mean, again, you live in New York. I don't know what you're expecting at this point. At this point, it's your own fucking fault, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I didn't ask to be born here. I didn't ask to be born here. I want out. I need freedom.
I didn't ask to be born at all.
Go live with Go live with Rom in the Netherlands already.
I need money.
Oh, don't we all?
I wonder how much it would cost to be able to get citizenship in the Netherlands.
It doesn't cost much, apparently, to be honest. The money I need to save up is just for living costs while I'm there until I get on my feet.
So, I hope your art takes off enough so you can I hope all of our art careers take off because then we can just not worry about money.
Exactly. I'm not even worried about the career. I just need to take off so I can have good money.
Okay. Where should we start? There's I forgot. I'm a little.
I thought we were just gonna go in order. I mean, it just seems appropriate to start with Homer Simpson, the dad of all dads. the first dad
Yeah, let's
people
go
think of
modern.
when they think of animated dads.
Okay, I guess we'll go in order. Why not? Homer. Okay. Well, first of all, we know for a fact. Okay, I can't put him above like try. He tries. Like I'm sorry, Homer tried.
No,
Even
dude, don't be. I mean, when I think of Homer Simpson, the first thing I think of is all those moments like where he's choking Bart, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what's funny at the time does not age well.
well, even then, like especially like recent episodes, they like made Homer less of an asshole because he was an asshole for years. For like
Oh, yeah.
years, he was an asshole. He treated
True.
everyone badly. They made him a little bit better, played more into like the classic Homer, like he's a silly kind of a nitwit trying to be better.
Yeah, see, I was gonna bring that up because I was like, when you think of Homer, you gotta like ask yourself which Homer, because like, you know, when
Yeah,
the
we had
character
that
is that
discussion
long,
earlier, actually.
yeah, when the character
Well-
is just that long, it's it's bound to cause like it's like damn, this character is just too long, like it's almost
But,
a different person.
But even then, like even back then, he wasn't great. Like even in his Tracy Ullman days, he wasn't great. But
Yeah.
like the thing that really gets to me is like even like the recent ones that make him a little better. One consistent thing that they always make clear is that this like recent Homer really doesn't like Bart. Like he really doesn't like Bart. Like
Yeah.
like there are multiple moments where he admits that he didn't want Bart to be born. He plays clear flavors to Lisa now, and it's just kind of uncomfortable sometimes. It's uncomfortable how many times he's like,
I
"Yeah,
can only imagine.
I don't." Yeah, like, it's like it can only go so far as to be like funny. Like, yeah, you can have like a joke about like, "Oh, maybe I had like freedom or whatever before you were born," but like, no, like even modern Homer, ironically, even though he doesn't choke at Bart as much, he treats Bart somewhat worse, like emotionally, and it's
Yeah.
funny, and it gets uncomfortable. Like there's some episodes where he's like, yeah, where Bart's like trying to connect with him. He's like, oh my god, you ruin it every time, and he's like, okay, yeah, the reason I'm such a bad dad is because like I felt like I was giving up my freedom when you were born, and I kind of wish you weren't born, and all that stuff, and it's terrible. It's awful.
Yeah.
I
I
get
don't
that
like
it's a
it.
little. I get that it's trying to be like somewhat realistic. But like, no, that's terrible.
Not in my opinion. That's not for Homer, and that's for other characters. Like, see, that's like characters you do for like that one show, Extra Family. Like that's the kind of show you do that kind of stuff for. Not really Homer, in my opinion, because like
And even then,
Yeah, like-
Homer,
and even
he's
then,
an
in
old,
Efforts for
but
Family, at the very least, like he's like it's a lot more nuanced than that's what makes it good. It's a lot more nuanced. Like you could have easily had
It
like
is.
Frank be like this typical dumbass dad, but like no, he just has a bit of a temper, and like life doesn't go his way, and like yeah, he does
Bitter.
try his best.
he's bitter. He has a temper, and just like it's also like the setting actually makes the character. I think that's one thing about Extra Family that works. It's the setting too, because like that time period and jobs at the time and the kind of stuff. Yeah, so like Frank's like, damn, he's that dad that wants to try, but he's admitted multiple times that like everything nothing was planned. The kids weren't planned. The house wasn't planned.
Oh,
Even
I
getting
actually
married
want to
wasn't
put something
planned.
into consideration for everyone here. Do you remember the episode where Homer helped deliver a kid in like an elevator or something like that?
Yeah, and he treats
And-
that kid better than his own kid.
Yeah, and like when he was
Yeah.
actually, but he actually wasn't forced to be there, but he had the choice. He actually was a pretty decent dad. Isn't that kind of messed up?
Yeah.
Kinda. I guess this is what puts Homer low key kind of low. Like I won't say terrible, because terrible means
I would
like
say deadbeat. Definitely deadbeat. Because even when the kids do go to him and like try to say their issues, like he's just mentally absent. Like he just doesn't really seem to be there for them much at all.
Like it's mostly just Bart, especially nowadays. That's the main thing. Like anytime it's Lisa, because Lisa's creator's pet, obviously, but like it's like, yeah, he'll do anything for Lisa, but like Bart, and again, like I said, yeah, Bart's a problem child, but yeah, they make it clear, like even in earlier episodes, like he just treats Bart a lot worse. I'm sorry. He just treats Bart a lot worse.
Right.
If it was just Lisa on the show, he'd probably be like in rad dad territory, but like no, he's there. He's got to stay there. I'm sorry, I can't put him any higher than that.
Right. You're right.
I would say
Yeah,
you're right.
I wouldn't say deadbeat. I wouldn't say deadbeat because like the problem with him is that it's favoritism. I'd say deadbeat if he really hated all his kids, but like it's definitely bad to treat one kid better than the other. But I won't say deadbeat because like he definitely like still works hard for like Maggie and stuff like that. And,
Oh yeah.
And sometimes him and Bart can get along. To be fair, they can get along. They can be amicable. So yeah, I'm gonna put him there. I don't like, and that's a good spot for like general cartoon dad consensus.
Yeah,
that's like most cartoon dads.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Has
All
the
right.
potential, but yeah, it doesn't.
Oh wait
Anyway,
a minute.
all right.
Oh, Slim. I just realized. Dang.
Yeah.
I don't know if you did put him there. We're missing a rat.
What rat? Which rat?
Let me see.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Remy's
not
dad.
there. Nah, not Remy's dad. What's it called?
Are you talking-
Gumball.
If you're talking about Splinter, I got 2 on there.
Nah. What'd you call it?
Lord,
Richard's dad. Richard from Gumball.
Oh, Richard's dad. Oh,
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun one. But we'll.
I saw the rats and I was like, I feel like there's another rat I remember. Like in my head, like, wait, was he a rat? Yeah, no, he was a rat.
Okay. So anyway, we got Hank Hill. Got Hank Hill here, and that's a little harder. That's a little harder.
You know what? I'm putting him at least real dad.
like Rad Dad.
Rad
I'm
Dad.
sorry, Rad Dad. I'm sorry. I thought that said Rad Dad, not real dad.
Like here's the thing though, and again the show does, and I will say like Hank's not a bad parent. He's not a bad parent per se. It's just he's so emotionally stunted that he doesn't know how to be a good emotional parent on an emotional level.
Yeah, I sometimes think like because when it comes to good parent, I don't think like you have to be 100% emotional parent all the time to really be a good dad. Because like
Oh
being
my
a
God,
father
but
does not mean you gotta always have your kids smile all the time. It's just like being a good father is like, just raising them up right instead of just
But,
like
like-
if your kid's not smiling once, they're bad. Like.
But here's the thing. There are so many times where like Bobby like gets into something that Hank just disapproves of because it's not something Hank's personally into, and like he just puts Bobby down every single time, and then the story like writes it so like Hank's right. Like when for instance when like Bobby joined the soccer team, and they made soccer look frou-frou and sissy and all that other bullshit to like justify Hank saying, "Oh, you should like football more," and he ends up liking football more because he realizes that soccer is for sissies. That's one of the worst episodes of the show because it doesn't really do the nuance thing right.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Did I really forget?
Point.
Did I really forget this dude? Hang on, hang on 1 second. I really forgot this dude. Unbelievable.
Are we all gonna try to guess which dad you forgot?
Uh-oh.
I mean, you
Let's
can
see.
guess.
Okay, well, while he's getting them up, I do want to plead a case. Even though he might not exactly be so great at the whole emotional thing, and sometimes he puts his bias in there, in the end, he'll always support Bobby no matter what he does.
No, he doesn't. No, he does not.
Well, rephrased. 90% of the time he'll do it, but the 10% maybe he doesn't do it as much. In some cases, it's for his own good, and I know that sounds bad in many cases, but let's face it.
I'll say that too because it's not like. Sorry.
Yeah. Remember that episode where he wanted to get into acting, and that one teacher who was trying to get him in more sophisticated humor and that kind of thing, but it wasn't going to work.
I forgot my guy. I forgot my guy. I can't believe I forgot him.
Oh wow, now that's gonna be fun.
I didn't even realize you forgot him. Ah, for shame.
Yeah, well,
Same.
we all have our off days. But like I said, I mean, that's one of those situations where he knows that Bobby is not going to be in a good place if he goes that direction. It was the same thing with those Dungeons and Dragon guys that were just way too much into it, and he was trying to steer Bobby in another direction because once again, he knows Texans, he knows the people around him, and he
Yeah,
knows that he's going to
and
be in a tough time. So yes,
I
being a
I
good
kind of
dad. Oh, sorry.
I
I
kind of
get what
agree
you're
with
saying. Like,
Joseph though, because I'm like I agree with Joseph because of this reason too. Is like yes, I also like I know like a lot of times he does put his Bobby down or stuff like that, but it's never it could be like a bad dad would be worse in my opinion, right? Because like for instance, the soccer example. While yes, he put Bobby down and soccer sisters so this and that, but like in a situation where a bad dad would have done it, he could have and just would have straight up just pulled Bobby out by force, force him to do something else and whatnot. You know, like he complains about these things a lot, but he never like forces his hand on Bobby to do these things. Like, you know,
the
even
only
if the story
the
writes
only
it where
time
he's correct, you know.
the only time Hank seemed like he might like be physically abusive towards Bobby is when Bobby like says he thinks charcoal's better than propane. That's literally the
Yeah,
only time.
see that
Well, in
that's
that
good.
case,
That's for fun humor sake, you know. But like,
yeah.
see, that's why I can't really say he's a bad dad, just because like a lot of dads gonna always every parent's gonna have that moment where they're like, "Are you sure?" You know, like every parent has this, because as parents we always have our biases, and sometimes we are gonna, you know, go, I don't know if she should do this, you know, like
Yeah, but that's
and
one
whatnot.
thing, but like, and I think this is more like a flaw of like King of the Hill's writing. And don't get me wrong, King of the Hill is still a great show, and I don't think Hank's a bad dad at all. But like, my thing is like, you got to understand that the reason he's probably not higher than Rad Dad is because he like refuses to understand Bobby, and unless
Oh, you don't need to be
Bobby,
hiding rad dad.
but like, unless Bobby is into something Hank's into, he either ignores it or has like active contempt for it. And like, I get it. Like sometimes, and that, and he's got to do that sometimes for Bobby for his own sake. But a good chunk of the time, it's just because Hank's uncomfortable with it and doesn't want Bobby participating in it. That's it. I think like you said, he could be a whole lot worse. But
he could be a whole lot better
Like,
too.
he could be, yeah, like because I think he's better than Homer in my opinion.
Oh, way better. But like, my thing is, I think personally, like they're gonna do like a revival soon, and I think Bobby's gonna be like in his 20s. And I think personally, like, yeah, I can see Bobby like holding some resentment for Hank.
Oh, Edgy's here.
Now that
sorry.
oh shit, my bad. He's gonna
No,
be
he
mad at me.
literally just came here, so no worries.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Okay, let me get fucking scroll down. Don't unmute my mic. Scroll down, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. Okay, there we go.
Hey, there I am.
Hey!
Hey, how much did I miss?
You missed Homer,
really-
but we're right on King of Hill.
Yeah, we're just talking about Hank right now. We're debating whether he's in Rad Dad or below that. But I think me and Jay are putting Hank in Rad Dad. Yeah, we're like Rad Dad.
I would say, okay, which version of Homer Simpson is on here? Is this like early Homer or late Homer?
It's general Homer. It's Homer generally.
Composite
I'd probably
Homer.
put Hank. I'd probably put Hank either in Rad Dad or above or just above Homer.
Yeah, we can put him and tries their best, but like put him above Homer.
No,
no,
he deserves Rad Dad because like at the end of the day, like he's not trying to actively be abusive. So you know what? That's good
enough.
He's never strangled Bobby. I don't think he has.
Yeah. Again, that one time like Bobby insinuated like charcoal was better than like propane. Like
Bobby
Hank
shouldn't be saying that around his dad. He shouldn't be saying that around his dad. That's it. That's Bobby's fault. Hank had put hands on him for that.
He might as well have just said that I hate you and I never want to see you again, and say propane is better. I mean, he knows his dad. He knows how much he loves it, and it's basically
that's looking at your dad.
Now,
looking at your dad and saying you wasted your entire life.
Now we're going to sit here and pray.
That's the idea. That's the equivalent of looking at your dad, like getting up in his face and say, "You ain't shit."
and you know, I do like that. I do like that. Hank does always try to teach him stuff, but like like it's always like because King of the Hill always plays on like generational humor, so it's like I'll teach you the things that like in my eyes makes a man, and then Bobby be like, okay, and stuff like that, like classic any father and son thing.
That boy ain't right.
I'd be like this.
Like
Okay,
like trying to make
okay,
him grill.
okay, Dad.
I'm okay, Dad.
But Dad, I can actually do Bobby's voice pretty well.
Dad,
You do.
But
I gotta
Dad,
get Connie back, Dad.
I can't
Like I'll say this,
I
I'll
can't be a
try.
cuck like Mr. Gribble.
I'll try not to be like a
Yeah,
Hank
Mr.
Hill
Gribble's
type
fair.
parent, but I already know I'm definitely gonna try to like do it like what Hank Hill be trying to do is like, all right, Bobby, this is good anime. Not that mumbo jumbo from the 2020s. Just okay, you want to watch the good stuff, and he's just like,
What?
that's
Like,
gonna be my
like,
kid.
you'd be like, but Dad, I want to watch Reincarnated as a gardener. This is literally,
Now-
and you joke, but that is literally a
Now,
fucking
see, son-
anime going out right now.
I mean,
swear
there's
to God.
one where someone gets
That's
reincarnated as a
series.
vending machine. I'm not surprised.
See, now,
Right.
see, son, what we don't do in this house is any of that reincarnated bullshit. We watch good anime, real anime, like Cowboy Bebop. It's just
I mean,
bullshit.
based.
No, I think
Then
like,
son asks, you mean the
There you
Netflix
go.
version of hell no? Get that shit
now
out
he's like, there's no such thing as good isekai. Except Konosuba, but that's dumb.
Konosuba, yeah,
That's because it's ironic, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But see, if your son's like Bobby's like, I don't like Konosuba, Dad, and you're just gonna look at him like, oh, that boy ain't right.
No,
Alright,
you just demand the DNA test right there.
All right, so we gotta
Oh
Anyway.
yeah. This is gonna be a
Cotton
good one.
Hill. Okay, first of all, like, yeah, like,
Yeah, I think this is the
You
first
know,
like
like-
genuinely bad one.
like,
Easy.
here's the thing.
Easy.
Here's the thing about Cotton Hill, though. I will say this, like, and this is again kind of like it's weird because at the end of the day, like, this is kind of a problem with the writing because they kept going back and forth on whether or not he hated Hank or not. But I would say generally, Cotton to some degree did care about Hank. To some
Mhm.
degree, he did love him, and he did. Because remember, like in the Christmas episode, he's like, "Hey, you want to go out and shoot a Christmas tree down?" He's like, and like that's something they do consistently, I guess, as a
See,
father
but
and son.
that's the
thing.
thing, and that's what I'm saying is a pattern with King of the Hill, though. King of the Hill is literally like one as a show where it's like it's always about like the generational gap between these parents and children and how they try to, relate despite, I don't like this thing because of my age. And then then you go down a generation, it happens again. You go down a generation, and it happens with other characters too in the show. Like it's kind of like
Yeah.
something that just happens a lot in the show. Like it's like
Yeah.
Also,
like
this-
it's just like the younger youth annoying.
Something I-
I mean, like the fact that Hank turned out as somewhat put together as he is, considering who Cotton is.
Yeah,
That's
It's
a
amazing.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think it's more to his mom than his dad, but I do
Oh
have
no!
more
Like I
evidence.
will argue this though. I will say this. I will say this. Cotton was more involved in Hank's upbringing than Tilly was, because
Yeah.
if you remember the show, Tilly was very like, and I get it to an extent. Like, oh, she was married to Cotton. That's a full-time chore of its own. And I'm not saying she wasn't there for Hank. But I think one of the reasons that Hank is so emotionally stunted is because his mom was kind of neglectful. Like, think of it like remember that one episode where she had like the little figurines or whatever, and like it showed like Cotton was out of control and she just kind of ignored Hank and what he was going through or whatever.
Hmm.
And I'm like, again, I'm not calling Cotton a good parent. Far from it. He's awful. He's a terrible piece of shit. But like at the same time, you have to understand that it's his emotional abuse and Tilly's general apathy towards Hank overall that made Hank the emotionally stunted adult he is today.
Well,
I got some
yeah, someone could be a
evidence
bad
against
character, or someone could be a bad person, but a well-written character. Like, you can at least understand why Hank turned out the way he did because of Tilly and Cotton. So,
So
Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
something I want to add into there too. This is going to be very controversial. I think Cotton's a great parent to everyone else but Hank. If you think about how he was with Bobby, He's actually not bad.
I'm not laughing because I disagree. I'm laughing because that was just a funny observation.
Okay, all right. Maybe not to everyone else's kid, but I say that he actually treated Bobby very well. He was very supportive. That one time Bobby burnt down the church, he was willing to take the bullet for him.
Yeah, because like he said, like
that follows the like that follows grandparents' logic. There's a thing where grandparents, once they get grandkids, it's like, yes, this is my child now. Completely. Grandparents will just go, I have a son? No, I have a grandson.
I mean,
that's it.
It's fun. It's funny because like that's kind of like how Bart and Grandpa are in like The Simpsons.
Yep.
Bart is closer to Abe than he is with his dad. But like even
I think it's just a very common thing that happens in families.
I think it's because with grandparents, they get when you have grandkids, you can just do all the pros of raising, because you don't got to discipline them as much. You don't have to like actually raise them as much. You can just spoil them all you want, like as kids. You can just support them.
It reminded me this
24/7 either.
It reminded me this one TikTok I saw where it's like, it was a girl. She was recording her dad's reaction every time she comes to visit, and he'll just open the door and just go, just, open door, just go, go back to what he's doing. But then, like the moment it's his grandchild, he's like, "Oh my god, my grandkid," and then she's like, "Hi, Dad." He's like, "Yeah, whatever." He's
like, "Okay, what are you here for? You want money?" Yeah, like so, like should be put up to deadbeat because, like, to some degree, he did help Hank become the person he is, or is he still like, is the bad still outweigh the good?
I think the bad outweigh the good on that.
Yeah, agreed.
There's also something to consider too. Jim mentions that he was actually decent with GH, Good Hank.
I mean, I guess.
But is it true?
Well,
I'm gonna keep him at terrible. He's high terrible for now. Like there are
I think high terrible is fair because like because you're nicer to one kid doesn't quite counterbalance you being a dick to the other one.
All right, that's fair.
For no reason, you know what I mean?
Okay then. Okay, so we have Bob from Bob's Burgers. All right.
I don't know too much about Bob's Burgers, so I'm gonna.
I've seen enough.
So I'd say he. Maybe he means well, but
no. I'm gonna tell you.
I gotta put him high up.
Like here's the thing. I love Bob's Burgers. I will tell you, and Bob is one of the best animated dads of all time. Like
he is.
Like the dude has very weird kids that actively make his business worse. His dream job worse.
You know what he has above the other dads? Simply one thing: patience. He has just way more patience.
He has the patience of a saint. He's like, yeah,
Gene would not last if Homer was his dad.
No. Screw Gene, Louise. Nah, you got to deal with fucking Louise too. No, Louise.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Gene is just weird. Yeah, Gene is just weird. But Louise, yeah, you can't keep your eye off her.
I'm sorry.
This is the younger one, right?
Louise is the one who causes all the trouble. Louise, in my opinion,
and Gene just follows along. Gene just follows along because like she usually tricks him into it.
And Tina just doesn't have a spine, so she just goes along with it anyway. But here's the thing:
she's just down.
Louise needs
Tina the enabler.
Louise needs a whooping. Like, not even a spanking. She needs the belt, the whole ass whooping. She needs a whooping.
Beat her with the metal part. That's a joke. Don't actually do that.
We do not endorse physical abuse.
We do not endorse child abuse.
I'm looking at
I mean, a little abuse builds character. I mean, look at me. But
he said, I mean,
but like,
I mean, emotional abuse is fine. Doesn't leave any marks.
But yeah, like Bob.
That was a joke, also.
But Bob is like also super accepting of his kids, despite them being very weird. And
very accepting.
And the dude has done some insane shit to protect his kids too. The guy does love his kids. You know what? One scene that I found really cute though, actually, that it's probably not seen in any other cartoon dad. Like there's this one little goofy scene where like it turns out like Gene's like allergic to lobster. And he said, and like Bob said, and Bob and like everyone says like, oh, I always look like they said, yeah, he's looked like this since he was a baby, and like Bob like gets out his wallet and like sees a baby pictures of all of his kids, and then like he says, oh, I guess you do look like that. But the fact that Bob has like pictures of his kids in his wallet, like he like baby pictures of his kids in his wallet, like yeah. Like, no, I'm sorry. Like, that's great. Also, he's, like, thrown down. Like, he's lost, but he's thrown down with niggas for his kids. He's lost horribly, but he's thrown down with niggas for his kids.
Bob gets to fights. The thing is, Bob do for anything that is just part of him. He goes the extra mile. This man got himself into a damn hostage situation. And, I think it was not his own restaurant. The guy was holding people hostage. Then they sent Bob in.
Wait, what?
It was the bank. It was the bank across the street.
It was the bank across the street. There we go.
And then, like, all of his kids
sent Bob in because the guy was Bob.
And all of his kids, like genuinely love and respect him too. That's also another crazy part.
You know what it is? Like, it's just that Bob's a good person because it's not even just his kids. Look at his friends. look at some of Bob's friends, man.
Yeah, like the kids' friends like Bob more than their actual parents.
like I forgot Bob's friend's name. He's the funniest one too. The dude with the hat. He's like, "Hi, Bob." I was like, "Oh," and like stuff like that.
Are you talking about Teddy?
Yes, Teddy. Teddy's a handful, and even Bob is sometimes patient with him too. Like, well, I said that one time and kicked him out. That was funny.
All right. Yeah, I think Bob deserves to be like up here. He's like one of the best cartoon dads ever. Like, period.
Okay, you convinced us that Papa Wolf. Well, you convinced me anyway. I'm not sure about everyone else. Sorry about everyone else.
No, I think you convinced me. I always remembered him being a super awesome dad. I mean, I think Jay Step was the one who brought up his patience, and yeah, that can go a long way.
That's Bags, actually.
Oh, that was Bags who did that. My bad. Bags.
There's an actual Bob's Burger cookbook on Amazon. Oh yeah, I heard about that. You know.
Yeah.
Cotton is like Joe Biden. No, Cotton is genuinely Cotton is like Joe Biden's mindset with like the energy of Trump. it's a cold combination.
Oh nah.
The energy of Trump is
Trump and Biden's love child.
I do not no. I do not want that mental.
You're welcome.
All right, so
Sailor, you and I are gonna have to speak about this later.
she's like our second white girlfriend to keep bringing up gay sex, dude. I don't know what else to tell you. There's a pattern. There's certainly a pattern.
There's a weird pattern here.
On.
Oh my.
All right, so now we got Kerchak.
Kerchak. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be so fair to Kerchak right now. That ain't his fucking kid.
I mean, yeah, it's not.
But like, okay, here's the thing though.
Not only is it not your kid, he's not even the same species as you.
Okay, here's the thing though. Kerchak, I'm not gonna put him as terrible because he does protect Tarzan. He does care.
I'm not gonna put him terrible.
He does protect Tarzan, and he does go out of his way to protect the other gorillas in his tribe too.
Mm-hmm. But, the dude was a real dad at one point, and listen, that kid is crazy. That can make you a little bitter. It can make you bitter.
Nah, I'm sorry. Like, nah. The thing with Kerchak is he's just such an asshole. Like,
he is an asshole. I agree.
But like I said, right? Watching your child get dragged off by a jaguar, it can do things to a man.
I mean, yeah, like that's some real PTSD shit right
Jaguar.
And then your wife, barely like a day or so later, like, oh, I found a new baby. Like, bitch,
what is
our kid died like 2 days ago.
What is supposed to do?
Died 2 days ago.
I was even supposed to process that. Like, I gotta be fair to my guy here. Most men would I mean, he's not a man, he's a monkey, but a primate. But like most motherfuckers would be like, I ain't staying for this shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say most of you probably been like, well, our kid just died, and you want to take this little naked ape as our kid? No,
little naked, ugly. What the hell is this ugly creature?
What the hell is this thing? He's annoying. He's screaming.
Nigga.
Right? Like, Why
Gross.
are his fingers? Why are his fingers short? Ew. Where's his hair? Ew.
Yeah.
Like I'll
I
be
definitely
fair.
think it's better than.
I'll put him in.
and the gorilla is
try their
was
best
the villain in the
because-
chart. Yeah, because he had like two different. That was two. Basically, they're the same character in the show now. B Master reviews. Yeah, I already did that. I already did like a mom one. Go look at my live. We did like a mom tier list already.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
So where did you guys want to put him again?
At least try their best at the very least.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
put him in the
wouldn't put
same
him in-
rank as Homer.
I'll put him low. Try their best. Like I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I wouldn't put him
The
in
nigga,
terrible.
the nigga,
anything
the
like
nigga
that.
was like, I ain't gonna let the nigga die. But that's it. Like he's on his own.
Yes.
Other than that, I ain't gonna let the nigga die.
I just love that one moment. where
Again,
he's like,
to be fair, I'm just keep defending my man. You don't just drop a kid off his doorstep days later after his kid was eaten alive. Okay, like
Nah,
it's a miracle he's gonna try his best.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
Kerchak,
it's like-
Kerchak is just like, it's just like I tolerate you.
I tolerate you.
no.
Literal monkey.
You know what he's like. He's like that one dude who's like, damn. You lucky Colin got it going on, man. I swear to God, like
Right.
shit, man.
You
You
know,
are lucky. You are.
I do like that the movie did have like tiny glimpses where you see him low key like impressed, but he ain't gonna admit it. Like I see him swinging from
Of course,
the
of course he's not. He's a stepdad. He's not gonna fucking praise you for anything. He's like, yeah, no,
He's like,
Nigga,
my.
I don't care. Nigga, I don't care what you
Tree.
like. I don't care, little only two hands looking ass nigga. Fuck you.
Can't even run. Can't even run on his hands properly. Looking ass.
Right, like naked nigga.
Can't even beat on your chest properly. Looking ass. Get out of here.
Then he brought them damn humans over here talking about
Yeah, he brought them
Look.
down.
guys, more
Decently-
humans.
decently sized dick looking ass.
You know he had to stop hating after he saw Tarzan smoke that Jaguar. You know, bro couldn't hate. He had to
Yeah, he
keep it on
kind
the
of had
inside.
to get like, all right, I can't hate on him too much after that.
I got
Nah,
to keep my
like,
mouth
yeah,
shut for the rest of the film now.
People who don't know, people are like, oh yeah, maybe we should have like we could go at it like gorillas. Gorillas have infamously small penises. Infamously
Yep.
small.
Yeah.
So, maybe
Okay.
change that up. Yeah. It's because all the testosterone in their body. They have infamously small penises.
That's one of the
Was he-
hilarious things about. Because I remember Cat Williams did a thing about steroids. Oh, these are amazing. He says it makes your dick smaller. What? What kind of shit is this? You get more muscle, but your dick gets smaller. What?
Too much
Some
testosterone.
bullshit. It's some old bullshit. And I just laugh. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird that it works like that.
Okay, now we got.
It is.
I don't know. We got Geppetto from Pinocchio.
I'm
Alright,
gonna be
so
honest. I
Geppetto,
barely remember Pinocchio. It's
I
just like,
remember some of the Pinocchio. This man went on a fucking rowboat to get his son.
Oh, that is a good
He
point.
didn't know where. He didn't know how. He just knew I gotta go find my boy. I gotta give the man props for that. Was
Yeah,
he naive for
okay.
his first child? Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I would probably say
Well-
either Dad of the Year or Rad Dad. Here's the reason why. While he was willing to do this stuff for his son, he didn't exactly teach him common sense. So, like,
Oh,
the
he
whole
did
thing
not.
About the whole thing about him getting approached by those guys to potentially be used as an entertainer or something like that. He may have wanted to give his son a heads up. It's like, yeah, don't trust everyone you know or everyone you see because they
I
don't
mean,
have your best intentions.
I
Yeah.
guess that's kind of the moral of the story overall, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's what happens when your child is literally born yesterday. So
I
I can't blame him too much.
So he may
Yeah.
have wanted to take maybe like a month to say, okay, here's human society. Do this. Don't do this. I mean, again, you didn't want
I do like-
to send your
I-
you know it's
to
funny
school.
because the
I do
world is
like I do like the
Go
Del
ahead.
Toro version, the Del Toro movie where it's like, oh yeah, everyone thinks it's like some cursed possessed puppet. That's not
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
isn't
because-
that what people would actually think, though? Especially
yeah,
back
but
then.
you gotta remember in the Disney one, it's like that world is already weird. They literally have talking animals and islands we turn to donkeys. So like it's already weird. So like I don't blame Geppetto for just
Fair
going, all right,
point.
wooden boy, go to school and like just
Also,
send
there's
Benito off his merry way.
There's a lot of Nazis in that movie too. Yeah.
Yeah, I
talking
mean,
about
it was
Del
except for
Toro
the
one?
time period.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Also, really fun fact. You watched the movie, right? Back the Pinocchio movie.
The Toro one, yes, I watched it twice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
You know the monkey, right? Spazzatura.
Oh yeah. The monkey.
Guess who the monkey's played by?
Who?
It's you'll never guess in a million years.
I don't think I will because I forgot the monkey. Of course, I have to tell as a voice actor because gotta make the monkey noises. I don't know who it was.
The monkey was played by Kate Blanchett.
What?
Really?
Yes.
What?
Galadriel herself, yes, played the monkey in that movie.
Galadriel returned to monkey?
I'm not joking. Look that up. I swear to God.
I'm gonna look it up. That's crazy.
How did they?
Forgot
How did they convince her to do that? It's like, hey, we need you to voice a monkey.
Well, it was a
Slim,
very
do you not
good
watch
monkey.
Kamen Rider? Sorry, no, I don't really get into that. Sorry. I heard it's pretty good though.
What?
He asked if I was into Kamen Rider. I'm not into it, but I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, not everyone's into tokusatsu stuff.
I watched like 4 or 5 episodes of Kamen Rider Kuga. It's not bad, but I'm just like, I don't know if I'd watch all 50 episodes of this. Like, it's okay. Like, it's like, this is fine.
All right, so now we got we got Randy Marsh here. Okay.
Randy can range from terrible to like
try
their best. Like
Yeah,
he's like the
Randy-
weirdest one.
Randy,
Randy
yeah,
is an idiot.
I'm gonna have to agree with Edgy here.
Like, Randy could
that's his
really
biggest
be in
flaw.
both
Randy's
tiers.
an idiot. He loves his kids. He gets
Sometimes
sad when
he's
the
a
kids
really
don't love him
good
back. Like he
Sometimes
gets
he's
so
a good
sad in the
dad,
first
other
ever his
times he
kids. Like
dresses up as Lord and makes a music career in the garage. So
Also, guys, you got to remember, like, this is also kind of a joke on like the creators forgetting like some characters they made or whatever. But he
That happens a lot.
periodically forgets that Shelly's his daughter.
Yeah.
Like, he genuinely forgets
Yeah.
that.
true.
And again, I
Shelley?
think it's kind of a joke that like Shelly kind of became like a background character over time.
But let's not
that was
forget,
definitely
Randy is
that was
such
definitely
a
the joke that was playing into. That was definitely the joke that was playing into because, like, yeah, she literally just kind of just fizzles in the background, like Shelly. Oh, Shelly.
Shelly.
I always love the way Randy says his name, just Shelly Stan. It's just so goofy.
Let's not forget that Randy was so self-centered. He gave himself testicular cancer to smoke weed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
said, Mom said to stop giving yourself cancer. He said, just get a little cancer, Stan. It'll be fine.
Like he does
you know
everything.
something,
A lot of things he does because he thinks it doesn't really affect his kids. Like he does a lot of stuff he does like for his own self-interest without like making sure it fucks up his family stuff too much. And a lot of it is just habits.
That's why he
Randy has
was
bad
so
habits.
keeping up his
Like when
integrity.
she was
He
like,
do.
Randy, when she was like, Randy, you're not watching the Food Network again, are you? He's like, no.
No, I will say
Dude
that-
was legit getting off to watching people cook food. That is
I
the
will say-
weirdest.
I mean,
Hey, I
that's
mean,
like
that's
Actually, you know what? He's
right off.
ahead of his time because remember that anime Food Wars?
no,
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's
Oh
like,
my
like for a lot,
He
like,
was
no,
ahead
like,
of his time.
like here's the thing, like that's an actual fetish for some people, like unironically,
It is.
like they get off.
That doesn't
It is.
shock me.
Yeah.
It is. I forgot the
I heard-
exact
I heard-
name
I
for
heard-
it, but like,
I heard like for women to see men cook like dishes is like aphrodisiac or something. I don't know how true that is.
well,
but-
I'm pretty.
I
It's
think
just
it might
men doing
depend on
chores
what
in
you're
general.
cooking too.
It's just the act of men doing chores. Women like watching a man who just works. Nobody likes watching a bum who just sits all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
Yeah, like, women
my
love, when a man
Oh,
when
there's
a man
a man
just
who's
has
doing
a
the bare
child and is a
minimum.
little strict.
Do me now.
Yeah.
yeah, my
Listen.
my grandmother really likes seeing her friend come over and paint her fence or whatever.
That boy working. That's why that boy working.
Yeah, I would put Randy in deadbeat because it's more like he doesn't really care about his kids' well-being unless it like benefits him most of the time. He does care. He does care about them occasionally, but for the most part, it's just all about him, and he just kind of puts them.
Yeah.
He puts them
Yeah,
aside.
like helping his kids is kind of an afterthought. Whatever he does is mainly for his own.
Especially Especially when he started that damn farm.
Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Terrible is actively abusive. Okay, deadbeat is like, okay,
Yeah,
you're
terrible.
kind of putting stuff aside. You're putting stuff aside for the sake of your own self, including your children. I think that's more deadbeat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a solid understanding here. Yeah.
Yeah, because Randy, like, you got issues, brother.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Jane's
Dr.
dad.
Porter, Jane's dad. He's in terrible for one reason. What kind of man says, "Oh yeah, Dad, I met some rabid, crazed man in the forest. And I want to fuck him." And
I met a
okay.
white, stinky, itchy bamboon, and he got muscle.
Would that be more like a deadbeat than terrible though?
No, like here's the thing though. Here's the thing. She like when she first started talking about Tarzan and drawing him stuff, the bitch was horny. She was horny as fuck.
Yeah, she was into it immediately.
She was
His
like,
eyes are like something. Oh my god, Dad, you seen these shit? He's like,
oh, he's like, oh, Jane, what did this puddle come from? What the fuck?
All that tells me is Jane must have been a fucking loser because her dad's like, finally, someone.
Her dad's kind of a loser too, isn't he?
I mean, like,
any longer she would have hit menopause.
All I'm gonna say is if Jane got together with Tarzan, which obviously that happened, but they got together, that's gonna make them the biggest losers in England, which knocks Jane's dad down to second. So maybe he wanted it to happen the entire time.
I mean, like, to be fair, like they faked their deaths. They faked their
Yeah.
deaths.
True.
You know, and if you go by the cartoon, like, didn't he stay with them? Again, the cartoon version.
Yeah, no, like he stayed with them in the movie too. Yeah, he said like, "Oh yeah, just tell them we died or we got lost. People get lost in the jungle all the time," and went back with
That's
her.
hilarious. That's hilarious.
But in all serious, yeah, I'll give him Dad of the Year.
Okay.
Well, he did fight. He did fight the Did he fight the trappers or the?
He tried. He's old. He tried. His hip gave out.
His hip gave out.
I'm not sure if I give Papa Wolf, but yeah, maybe.
Like again, you tried. You get Papa Wolf status. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, we could say he's very supportive of Jane's decisions.
Okay. Okay. Moving on. Do we really?
Yeah, exactly. Really good elaboration needed.
Terrible.
Like, are we really gonna waste everybody's time on this? Like, let's be real.
Good.
Okay, well, we know what Peter is. He isn't terrible.
Peter.
Basically, the fight that's gonna come later is who's worse, him or Stan?
Oh, Peter, by a long shot.
Peter.
Wait, who was worse?
I don't know.
Between Stanley and Peter?
Here's the thing about Stan. We'll bring him up later, but like Stan, say what you will about him, he does do like. As fucked up as it is, he does do what he does for the sake of his kids, and sometimes he is right. Like when he calls out Steve for being a wimp and needs to face his problems, he's not wrong. Mm-hmm. It's just he has the worst.
His methods are like questionable.
Very fucked up method.
Like from what Peter does to Meg, he just does it for the sake of
just for the hell of it.
He's just a sadist. This guy,
he's a sadist.
This guy's worse than Griffith from Berserk, and I stand by that.
Woof.
I don't know if I go that far, but he is pretty terrible.
No, he outright said he wanted to rape Meg at one point.
Wait, what?
Okay,
yeah,
wow. That one.
Yeah, it was the redneck episode. It was the redneck episode.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember. Was that like a recent episode?
It's an older episode. That's the worst part. It's like an older episode.
Yeah, it was. I think when he got a truck.
And, he became a redneck. Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Wow.
Yeah, he did.
We don't need to talk about that anymore. He's just I don't think it'll get lower than Peter, honestly. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think Peter is like the only saving thing with Peter is that he still is around.
2 and 3 more things.
No, I can't even say that because here's the thing. Like Peter, if anything, I think his kids would be better off if he wasn't around, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Financially, maybe not, but
Brian's a better father than Peter. And he's proven that. That's fine.
Oh, yeah. Remember that one episode where Peter was lost and Brian was basically keeping the family together and things were actually better off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah. What you wanted to say something, J-Step?
Oh, I just was gonna say, with Moral Oral's dad, that's gonna be a fun fight. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
I don't like. Oh well, yeah, fun fight between him and Peter. Like that's a good one. Yeah.
That's gonna be an interesting fight.
I'm trying to think who is legitimately worse on this list than Peter. And the
Yeah,
only one I
Moral-
can think of is we got Ozai in there, and it's like Ozai might be worse.
No, Puddington. Like, well, we'll get to. He's coming up in a second, so we'll get to him in a second. But like, all right, Django from Ratatouille.
I would actually put him in trying their best because, like, yeah, he's kind of mean towards Remy, but it's like he's trying to tell him, like, dude, like, what you want is not realistic at all, bro. Like, it's probably not gonna happen.
He was trying to remind Remy that we're fucking rats, Remy. Stay your ass
Yeah,
in the
like, bro, we're
sewers.
rats. Humans are gonna kill us on sight.
I'm gonna say a hot take. Remy was wrong for most of that goddamn movie, and I stand by that. Like, he was.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna disagree. He's too much of a dreamer.
He literally said this. Like, why don't we steal the good stuff? And he's like, we're not stealing it because it's garbage. We're stealing garbage. Like, nigga, we are rats. We are eating something no one else wants. And then you're going out anyway, but stealing is wrong though. Except when I do it when it's the good stuff. Nigga, fuck you.
Yeah, also it's like it's not stealing if the person literally threw it away.
Yeah, like no.
Remy just wanted an excuse to get he just wanted an excuse to get good ingredients to cook.
Yeah, because he
just
wants
say
to
that,
cook,
Remy.
which is
Just say,
fair.
yo, Pops, listen. Just say, Pops, it's so true, Remy. Just say, I want to cook. Don't shame that nigga for being a rat.
Here's the thing.
Dad for living.
His dad didn't even know he was a cook. The minute he found out that his son wanted to be a cook, he immediately supported him. Remember?
Yeah, he did straight up help him at the end of the movie. Like, let's not forget
serious.
that.
Yeah.
So, like, while him and his son don't see the eye to eye, I gotta give him. I think I'll give him Rat Dad. I think he deserves
agree.
it.
Yeah.
He's either Rad Dad or he's definitely like high trying their best.
He was. I give Rad
You know what?
Dad.
He's better than Homer, so yeah, Rad Dad.
Yeah, he is.
Put him in Rad.
I mean, Remy
he never does anything malicious.
Remy wanted to be a chef is like your son looking you in the eye and going, "All right, Dad, I want to cook with those damn Titans." Of course, you
look at Chef Ramsay. I'm gonna outcook Chef Ramsay.
Right.
It's like,
I'm gonna cook with the.
It's like,
I'm gonna cook with the attack. I'm gonna cook with the attack Titan, Dad. You're like, the fuck? You're gonna slap shit on your son, like, son, they eat us.
And at the very least, when he was a little bit on the rough side, or when he was, I wouldn't say cruel.
I just think he was a realist.
Yeah, he was just basically going from his own experience. He literally took Remy to where like an exterminator was, showed this is what humans do to us. This is why I'm nervous.
Yeah, like I don't want you to end up like this. Like
and
don't do
it.
it.
Was just, and it was straight up just a wall of like hung rats, and I was like, oh my god, like holy shit.
And he even seemed like he didn't even want to do that to Remy either.
Did you guys hear what happened to Did you guys hear what happened to Gordon Ramsay actually?
No, what happened?
What?
He got in a really bad bike accident.
Oh shit!
Crap, is he okay?
And, like he did like a thing where it was like before like I think an episode of Hell's Kitchen started or whatever, and like he was like super nervous, his hand was shaking and jittery. He was, and it was like a Father's Day special, and it was like, hey, make sure to wear your helmets when you go on your bikes because this can happen to you. And then he lifted up his like shirt, and like almost all of his like his abdomen was like a serious skid mark burn. Like it was purple. That's how bad it was.
God.
And he was like, so yeah, make sure to wear your helmet because if I didn't wear my helmet, I might not be here. And I was like, damn, like man, that
could have been a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
No, be careful on your motorbike, man.
Like here's the thing, guys. Believe it or not, like I grew up watching Gordon Ramsay. He's one of the big reasons I'm a cook, like an amateur cook. You see all that? You guys see all that food I cook for myself?
Makes sense.
I do love me some Hell's Kitchen, man, and Kitchen Nightmares.
All the food I cook myself, like I was inspired by Gordon Ramsay. So I was like, I don't think I can handle Gordon Ramsay, Pat. Not Gordon. You can't lose Gordon Ramsay right now. No.
I hear that.
Yeah, but I hope he makes a full recovery. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, because that's scary, man.
Yeah.
You know, because I know it's a stupid, obvious thing, but on a bike you have no defense.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful on the bike.
At least a car, you got a door.
You got to bang your head a bit, but...
All right. On a more tame note, Bandit from Bluey.
I have
I've
not
never
seen
seen
the
Bluey,
movie.
so I have no idea.
I've never
Uh,
seen a full episode, but I've seen enough clips to go. Oh, damn, that's a good dad. He can be annoyed sometimes, but I mean, they're
no,
kids.
like
That's what it is.
Bandit is my spirit animal. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, just
Well, like, let me put it this way: like, the reason Bandit works so well is because Bandit is like, well, first of all, he's like the guy who created the show. He based it heavily off of himself,
mm.
and
So
then
he's a self-insert.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
But I mean,
this is like-
self-inserts aren't inherently bad. Like, let me just make that
I know
clear.
they're
Like,
not, but
They're not.
I just
That's
love the
just
way
funny.
you phrased it, though.
Yeah, yes, this is his
That,
persona. Yes.
it's his persona.
It's persona.
Ah, got it. Got it.
But yeah,
At the
like
same time,
I unironically watch Bluey because it's just a good slice of life show. It's a really laid back slice of life show, and it's again one of those shows where it's like more
It's
cleverly
a-
written than it has any right to be.
I know there
And-
was a.
because they,
I'm
they went
using
they,
air
went-
quotes
they went with the
controversy.
intent of writing it for both. That's why. What happened?
I know there was like a controversy because there was an episode where Bandit was like getting fat or something, and he was trying to lose weight.
Yeah,
Some
like one
people
of the
thought it was like
well-
fat shaming or some shit. It was dumb.
yeah, it was-
Yeah,
it was
I
dumb.
remember that for
But,
some odd reason. I don't know, like weirdos on the internet, man.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
likes to play with his kids no matter how much it puts him in pain. He loves and
There's a
cares about
theory.
it.
Apparently, Bluey niggas made up a theory that they lost their first child or something.
Oh
that's
no, it's
dark.
not. It's not. It's
It's
not.
not a
It's not a
mystery.
theory. Like the creator confirmed it.
Oh,
wow.
Did he? 'Cause I looked it
canon.
up, and the creator never really said anything. Like I looked it up because I was like, 'cause I saw like people sharing the specific
Basic-
clip on the internet where
Basically,
the kids were like
basically they were having
the kids were- Yeah.
having a party about like celebrating chili or whatever. It was basically like a party celebrating when going over like when Blue was born and all that shit, and then like the balloon popped, and it's like, oh yeah, they confirmed that yes.
it wasn't
did
a
have
party. It was
miscarriage.
it wasn't a party. It was like the kids just chose to like reenact their parents' like love life for the funds of it. And they're like, okay, I'll play dad, you do this, and then the parents are of course watching it, and they're like, I'm not like that, am I, honey? And it's like the kids is having a blast. The daughter put Bluey's sister puts in the balloon in the shirt, but then it pops, and after it pops, like you see them, I guess like they hold each other's hand, and I'm like, and that right there, like internet people were like, enhance,
Yeah, like-
analyze,
Yeah,
like-
that sounds like
pretty-
it was. That sounds like a clever way to
Yeah,
show that.
yeah. I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
The only
creator
reason I
said,
say,
yeah,
like-
it was supposed to be.
the only reason I say that I don't know because like again I looked it up and like even the most recent searches it was like the creator never really said anything because the thing is like the creator already did like an episode about like miscarriages with another character, so I'm like
It was
like-
Chili's sister. They heavily alluded to it.
her sister. Yeah, I mean no, they didn't even allude. They straight up said it because it was like, oh, why can't she have kids or why can't she have her kids, and the mom in the most
She
way
said,
was trying to explain
she said,
why her sister can't have
she
kids.
said she the reason that she and her aren't close is because Chili has something that she can't have, and it's like, oh, why can't you have it? Like that's just how the words work sometimes. I remember that episode, and you know what? He's Australian, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna fight somebody. So I'll put him in Pop Wolf. Fuck it.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Australian,
fight someone.
What? Oh yeah, Aussies.
Hey,
They're either gonna fight someone or they're gonna fight some other random animal that's dangerous.
Or punch a kangaroo in the face.
Something is getting punched.
Did you ever see
Okay.
the video where a guy is like a kangaroo is bullying his dog and like like is choking his dog, so
That's a
he
classic.
straight up punches the kangaroo in the face.
And the
To free
kangaroo
the
doesn't know what
dog.
to
That's a
do.
classic.
Yeah, like
the
you
kangaroo,
gotta
the kangaroo got
understand.
hit once and was like, damn. He not
Yeah,
pussy.
the kangaroo just kind of like froze, like, you just punched me. It's
Right.
like, did he really
like,
just
yeah.
rock my shit like that? What the fuck?
I mean, if I was a kangaroo, I'd probably be the same way. Like, damn, he was not fucking around. I shouldn't have touched his dog. I'm sorry, sir.
Kangaroo was like, huh? I guess he was
Huh.
him. God damn, he guess he
I
was.
fucked around and found out.
I misunderstood your gangster. I'm sorry. I didn't know
I
you were
was so
Okay,
familiar with your game like that.
yeah.
Clay Puddington.
This one is not so much a thing of if he's a terrible dad, because let's face it, he is. It's basically who's worse. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna let y'all
Peter
handle this.
Griffin
I'm
or
not
him.
familiar with Moral Laurel like that.
Well,
I'm about to say I
I'm
don't
gonna
know
let y'all
shit
handle
about this character.
Well,
I've never even seen
basically,
this
like
character.
Moral Oral, like fun fact, this guy who's like like he's literally a sadistic, sexual deviant and piece of shit who like actively holds contempt for his son.
Yep.
Wild.
Like one time, like let me put this in perspective. One time, his son Oral accidentally got rid of all of his booze on a camping trip, and his father, quote unquote, accidentally shot him in the leg.
Whoa!
And he let it,
Right.
and he basically let him sit there the entire night as he
Yeah.
basically mocked him for it.
That's some psycho
Oh.
shit right there.
Oh, that's not all.
Yeah, that's
He
psychotic.
actually did have a little bit of what do you call it? First aid kit. Well, not really a first aid kit, but he had some alcohol for wounds and stuff like that, and he drank it right in front of him while he was bleeding.
Bro, that's diabolical.
Oh yeah, no, bro.
That's
Terrible.
diabolical.
No, here's
Sorry.
the thing. Here's the thing, though. He actively held active contempt towards his son, towards his family. The guy is a depraved piece of shit, and there's really nothing redeemable about him at all.
I'm
And
sorry.
and it's crazy because like Moral Oral is how do I put this? I highly recommend Moral Oral because at the end of the day, it is like a show you think it's just a parody of like it's like Robot Chicken. It's a parody of like fucking Davy and Goliath.
As a kid, that's what I thought it was.
And it
Yeah.
is to a degree. Don't get me wrong. But,
Although
like,
ironically, the first episode when he has a dog, they end up actually killing it.
yeah, it's funny. It's kind of but like the crazy thing is, it's like a genuine breakdown. It's like a genuine psychological breakdown of terrible people. Like you like characters. Like how to put this? It's like characters you think were like jokes or whatever. You suddenly you like as the show goes on, you realize, oh yeah, these are actually broken people who are like were treated terribly. Because there's this one character, and it's one of the best moments in the show where basically at one point she was quote unquote assaulted, and it's played completely seriously. And there's this one point where I think it's like where they're like it's like a camp only for women or whatever. And she struggles just to keep the door locked, even though she knows she's safe or whatever. She struggles just to keep the door locked. Like I can leave the door unlocked, and she can't. It just keeps unlocking it and locking it back up. It's fucking terrible. And yeah, the show's a lot deeper and darker. Like not darker and like say Mr. Pickles, where it's like yeah, there's gross and gross out and gore.
Ew.
It's
I'm gonna be honest. I watched like a
it's
clip
like,
of Mr.
no.
Pickle, and I couldn't.
Yeah, same.
No.
But
It's like a show that psychologically breaks you down. And Clay Puddington, I think, to some degree, is worse than Peter simply because like he's more complex. Like he's not just doing it for LOLs and laughs. He's
Did
doing
Peter
it
ever
because he's a
shoot?
sadistic, twisted.
I think it also helps that like
Peter shot
with
Nate.
Peter.
That was meant as a
Yes,
joke.
he did.
Yeah, I think it also
Okay.
with Peter, it's like you also get like also with Peter's like, well, Family Guy, to be fair, is just like it's supposed to be a random zany shitty like a stupid cartoon where just stupid shit happens and stuff like that. So you will eventually run into like Peter's done dumb shit, but that Moral Laurel isn't like Family Guy, so he's just a psychopath throughout. And that's what that means to me because it's like
And he's
it's not
actually
like
treated like a psychopath too.
Yeah,
Like, it's not
like
played up
it's
for
not like
laughs.
Not even.
yeah, it's not like
again, like
Family Guy where every episode technically just kind of resets everyone, back to default. Everyone's always back to normal.
Gone.
Yeah, but Moral Laurel that's like a 4E. So yeah, that nigga crazy. He needs
consequences and stuff like that, and it's
exactly
it's
consequences.
definitely like I said, Moral Oral is beautifully fucked up. That's the best way I can put it. It's beautifully fucked up. It's really well thought out. And a pretty damn good show. That's smarter than you give it credit for. These are broken, fucked up people dealing with broken, fucked up problems.
Oh man.
Okay, Big Bob Pataki.
I have what is he from?
Hey
Hey
Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
He's Helga's
Helga's
dad.
dad from Hey Arnold.
That's a bad.
I don't remember him that much, so
That nigga ain't proper
He,
shit.
He was
Here's the thing.
shit.
I'm going to put him in Deadbeat. because like
Yeah.
Eddie
Yeah.
Put him in deadbeat.
he does care
Yeah, I
about
agree.
his kids, but like he neglects the
One
fuck
kid.
out of Helga. Jesus Christ. he
One
neglects
Is
kid.
that
the
Yeah,
why
like,
she
fuck
has
out.
that
he cares
weird
about-
obsession with Arnold?
He literally,
Remember
yes.
that clip remember that clip I sent you, Edgy?
Yeah. Do you want to play that on stream? Because I was pretty
Sure,
cursed.
why not? Fuck it. Hang on, let me
Yeah,
show you this
like-
clip, guys. It's great.
That nigga is the reason Helga got issues.
Yeah,
Like she had,
literally.
she had to like let me put this in perspective. She had to walk. It was essentially New York City by herself at like 4 years old to go to preschool, and they didn't even notice she
Insane.
was gone.
Yeah, that's
Insane.
terrible. That's some terrible parents right there.
Child
And
services.
and not only that, they treat Olga as the clear favorite, and then not only that,
Very clear favorite.
And not only that, they put a lot of pressure on Olga to be the best. They constantly mix up Olga and Helga's names. It's terrible. It's awful.
Damn.
It wasn't mixing them up though, was it? Isn't it just they called Helga Olga like all the time?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
clear favoritism? Yeah.
Yeah, and again, Helga is like, I'm not just saying that to be like a cartoon YouTuber. Oh, this character from this kid show is so complex, but like legitimately, Helga
Mhm.
is like a legitimately complex character.
She's really well written. I would agree with that.
I would have liked
And-
the Pataki shows then, you know.
And the first time Arnold was nice to her was, she never forgot that because that's like the first time anyone was nice to her.
First
And,
time a male person showed her any kind of kindness, I
she
guess.
got that,
No,
she got that anime girl backstories where it's like, he was the first to be nice to me. And I'll never forget that.
And then it's like they become obsessed. It's like, I'm gonna die for this person.
Yeah, Helga is like the first tsundere I think of when people talk about tsunderes in like Western animation. It's like it's either her or Cindy from Jimmy Neutron. I'm like, yeah.
Which is funny because Cindy was heavily based off Helga.
And they're both
Yeah,
blondes.
Cindy is just not, but Cindy's like, is more tame. Because I'll say this to Cindy. Jimmy throws that shit right back at her though.
Yeah.
Like, Jimmy never took that shit sitting down. Jimmy
I
was
mean,
like,
to be
word,
fair, Jimmy low-key was an asshole, to be fair.
Yeah, he was.
Jimmy was a big asshole. Like, sure, he was kind to his friends as best as he could be sometimes, but I mean, that's why when you're a boy fucking genius, you become a smart ass.
Okay, but
that boy was a smart ass.
guys, this was on Nickelodeon.
This shit
All right.
was wild.
My love, my sultry pretty, why must I hold you
Oh,
only
this
outside
scene.
my
Oh, boy.
forever enslaved by your spell? Why must I worship you and never ever tell? Oh, Arnold, you make my girlhood
Thirst master.
Whoa, hello.
The parents' reaction killed me.
Thirst master. Yeah.
You make my girlhood tremble. Girlhood tremble.
This is why you can't have. This is why you can't
No,
say
and
anything.
Remember this one artist?
And you know the worst part? You know the absolute worst part? This is an official Nicktoons channel.
Right?
Yeah.
Even Nickelodeon was
Oh,
like,
this is
hey,
on their official channel.
yes. So
Hey,
they
yo.
were like, hey, yo, wait a minute.
Now, wait a minute, Matt.
Wait a second.
Now,
Matt,
wait a minute.
no. Wait a minute.
And listen, cartoons are built different back then. They just a different breed.
Yeah, they were.
No,
They
heck
were
yeah.
holy
Like
shit.
this is one artist I like that draws like they draw like a lot of like adults Arnold and Helga together. It's mad cute. I
Oh, I think I know you're
wish I
talking
knew
about.
the name.
Did they
Yeah, I
do
know- I
that
found
one
from
where
Instagram.
it was like they were like Evangelion characters too?
I think so. He also I think it's the same artist that did the adult Simpsons designs.
Yeah,
and
I think
it was very
that's the
popular that
same
even the
person,
actual
yeah.
Simpsons did like house gag for it. Yeah, it was that guy because he
Yeah.
also drew like adult Arnold interacting with adult Lisa, and of course Helga was like, "Who was that? Who are you talking to?" And Arnold was like, Arnold being Arnold was like, "I was just helping
I
that
forgot.
girl,
I gotta
like, Lisa."
I gotta do that. I gotta do that recess thing. My adult recess thing. Gotta finish that
Oh, ugh.
because the actual like you guys saw the actual
Yeah.
Bible, right? Like oh
we
my
we
God.
don't
Yeah.
need to get into that.
Yeah.
we got too many characters to cover.
Ooh, it hurts.
Go
It
on
hurts.
that
But
route.
like Bags,
I actually forgot about it.
Spinelli
I actually forgot about it.
Spinelli and Vince though. Spinelli and
That
Vince.
that fucking doesn't. You know what? No, I'm not gonna get angry. I'm chilling.
No, like
I'm chilling.
no. When I saw when I said okay, Gus joins the army. Okay, that makes sense. Gus was a big army guy.
I mean,
But then Gus realized he wasn't living, and then Gus realized, he wasn't living the life he wanted. And I was like, and then I said, wait a minute, where are they going with it? Where are they going with this?
Right?
So he
the
decided
moment
to
he
come.
said he wasn't being his true self.
That was like, nah, Coral, no. No,
And then I saw a thing where it was like he decided to come out as someone else. What was his new name now?
I forget.
It was like
I drank.
I think it was like with an L or a T or some shit like that.
And I was like, my
I
God,
didn't like it.
this has to be a joke, right? This has to be a joke. Like this is a joke, right?
Sick joke.
This
that whole everything about it was painful, sickening. Every single character, I'm just like, why? I mean, of course, minus Vincent and Spinelli, who were written with the utmost like challenges in their life, non-existent.
Yeah, that was
everything was
ridiculous. It's like all these characters became these.
And again, they said like Vince became an all-star athlete. Then he decided to become a coach as a volunteer at school, and then he should run for mayor. Yeah. He has a loving family. And I'm like,
Vince couldn't become an all-star athlete where he was because of his height, but then he just moved to another country and became an all-star athlete. And it's like, wow, that just works out perfectly, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's weird how that worked out, didn't it?
Yeah, man, it's like so weird. And the minute they said the new, and then they described like their daughter like as the new main character. It's like, oh god, this. I'm
not even gonna lie. I feel like having Spinelli and Vincent life be so goddamn perfectly just padded out with almost no bumps in the road. I think that portrays the spirit of Recess. I think it portrays the spirit of Recess because like Recess to me has always been about like it's like you gotta navigate. It's always been just about learning how to navigate through certain things, but. What navigation? Everything for her and Vincent just said up, while everyone else kind of went either sideways and then up.
Here's the weird. Something that like convinces me like the creator, like somebody else wrote this, but like the creator signed off on it. They kept describing Gretchen as like, oh, she was the clumsy science girl. Like Gretchen wasn't clumsy.
I don't remember Gretchen being that clumsy.
There's one thing I learned. I learned I can't always cope and say. Like it was given to someone else because I always have to remember and learn that people really do change over the years. The way they think and ideologies change because
I say that because like they did that with like Clone High. They kept saying, Lord and Miller are gonna come back, but they're only doing the voices, and then there's actually new writers doing it now. I was like, okay, that's why this sucks. Okay, great. Anyway, fuck you, Stu Pickles. I think he deserves to be in Rad Dad.
Yeah, I can say that.
I used to love Rugrats a lot growing up, watching as a little toddler myself.
Here's the thing. The thing about
it's been so long.
As like it's one of those shows where like you watch it as a kid, you just like watch the like baby adventures and stuff. Like when you watch as an adult, you see the adult shit. You're like, wow, I feel this. I feel this.
Listen. Those parents were tired. Those parents were tired.
Why are you making good somehow in the morning?
Because I lost control of my life.
Somehow it felt like Chucky's dad had just more energy than the rest of the parents, despite like being the single parent in the group. You know, like.
I don't know. Bags, you want to know the answer to that?
What?
It's the cocaine.
Oh, you thought he just had asthma and allergies? No, it's the cocaine. It's all the cocaine he's storing.
Like you're doing it, Dad. You go back to your room.
Remember that scene in Family Guy where Brian's like, Peter, what are you doing? Crack? What the fuck?
Well, like here's the thing. Crack itself makes you like tired. Like cocaine is.
Yeah, it was just like, the way he said it that was funny.
But like the thing that makes Drew good is like, yeah, he's still like kind of the bumbling dad you see in a show, but like he's actually like kind of chill about it. He's actually kind of low key. He's really low key and chill. Like he just loses his kids sometimes. That's it.
Yeah.
He gets
He was an
distracted
inventor.
sometimes.
He was an inventor, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, he was a toy inventor. So he got
Yeah.
distracted sometimes. He tried his best, but he loved his kids. He was a good parent. He was a better parent to Angelica actually, because he actually disciplined her.
Right? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah,
actually called her out like, yeah,
I mean,
no, we're not doing this.
look
Nah,
at her mom.
get your
Look at-
ass up. You cleaning up. Nah, get your ass up. You ain't gonna
Mhm.
sit around you cooking. Get your little ass up.
Angelica
like,
was a piece of work. She was a piece of.
Nah, but like again, like I think like Drew's not only a good dad, he's also a good uncle too, because he like actually takes care of his niece and disciplines her when she needs it.
Yeah.
Dad of the year.
Not
Yeah, I
quite-
think he's
not
probably
quite,
my
'cause he
top
loses-
tier.
Because
I
he
mean,
loses his kids a
he
lot. He
loses his
loses his
kids
kids a
often.
lot.
True.
Often,
But he goes, he
like,
does everything he can to try and find them again, right?
I'll put
yeah,
him above
yeah,
Hank for right now. I'll put him above
yeah.
Hank.
But I mean, heck,
Yeah.
the movie was also just about them losing their damn kids, and they said we gotta go find our damn kids, like.
I mean, he could be worse. He could be Macaulay Culkin's parents in Home Alone.
That's true.
Like, because
True.
you can't
See, they
get much
forgot
worse
in the
than
worst
that.
way. Like the way he forgets is different from the way they forgot. They just straight up like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we're missing someone.
Oh yeah, we have a son. We left him at home.
Oh yeah. Whoopsies. Hope he's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
that sucks. Why didn't they
Mm.
just call him? Why didn't they just call him?
I don't know. They didn't
I
want
don't
to pay
know.
for international
Probably
phone
lost
calls.
him on
How much does that
accident.
cost?
No, like why didn't they just call the home phone? The more I think about it, they didn't even bother to do that.
I think they
No,
did actually
they
try and
said-
call him. They sent the cops there, but he didn't answer because he got freaked out that
You
one
don't need like not even
Oh,
send the
yeah.
cops. Call the home phone. Make sure he's okay.
Slim,
Mhm.
you gotta remember, it was an accident.
Yeah, they just accidentally
yeah,
left
an
him and didn't send.
accident.
Exactly.
It was an accident.
Oh no!
Wink,
How
wink.
can we enjoy our vacation now? They said.
All right,
It's
all
just
right.
like that one episode of South Park where Mr. Mackey was like, "It's a good thing your wife died on an accident while you were on a hike." Okay.
Why?
Okay. Next up we got Barney Bubble. Let's go see what Barney Bubble goes.
Barney's a good dad. Barney
He
is
tried his best.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
no,
say
you-
Barney's trying at
time. Let's
least.
say
dad.
maybe Rat.
good
No,
dad.
I would say
Good dad.
he's dad of the year because like
Hella good dad.
he adopted a kid who could take down a dinosaur and wasn't afraid of him.
Listen,
Like I'm sorry.
listen. I need people to like stop. I know people think of Barney too much as the bumbling fool because of him being friends with Fred. But like, look, when he's not around Fred, that man's a good dad. I get like the image could be sometimes going, ain't he the idiot? But it's like he's just goofy. Fred is just too serious. You need to chill out.
I mean, like he was kind of bumbling early on, but then as time went on, the roles kind of reversed. He became the competent one. Fred was kind of the idiot.
Yeah.
Kind of
Oh,
like how in regular show Rigby
You gotta chill out. Here, have a bowl of
became
fucking
the
Fruity
more
Pebbles, Fred.
reasonable one.
Oh,
No,
God.
Rigby was just kept unleashed by Eileen.
Not Rigby. I'm sorry. Wait.
No, you're
right. the
you're right.
girlfriend.
But I'm saying
Yeah, the
like
girlfriend.
because Eileen had some good ass pussy and like kept Rigby on a leash. She was like,
Reel that boy in. Reel that boy in.
Reel that boy in.
Him and Mordecai.
Oh, you think? Oh, you think lots of things are good streamed a bit ago. Isn't Randy
Oh, you're-
technically now a mom since he's with Super Karen? I don't know. Bless Salem.
I don't.
Cigarette commercial, Salem.
Both still endorse cigarettes. Yeah. But like back in the 50s, that was part of your balanced breakfast. So you could just say it's the same thing as selling Fruity Pebbles. It's fine. It's fine.
I don't consider that canon, but you know what? It's fun to think about anyway.
What were we talking
Fruity
about before
Pebbles.
this?
We were talking about Barney,
Dad of the year.
not the dinosaur
Oh
one.
yeah. Eileen. Yeah, you think I'm joking, but here's the thing. There's an episode where like Rigby has to pretend to be broken up with Eileen, and she kicks him out of her house or whatever. And like, there's a lot of stuff in there, including clothes. Now, why would Rigby need to take his clothes off in Eileen's house? I wonder.
Bro is comfy. He's comfy at her home. He's chilling. He is. Life is good. Life is good.
Like, You got it. Like, I'm sorry. That's gotta be some good ass pussy to make someone an asshole like Rigby a better person. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's some.
Yeah.
A good woman can fix a broken man, right? Like, and that's just
Sometimes.
existence. You don't even gotta do anything. She just gotta exist. And he's like, damn, I gotta be better for her.
Yeah.
Sometimes
because-
that works. Don't always try the I can fix them. It's probably not gonna work.
Oh
It only worked in that particular
don't
incident. It
always
only
try
worked that one time. That's it. That's
Yeah,
the
it's
only
like
time.
a 99% fail rate.
Okay, so now we got
You just gotta fix yourself
we got-
naturally. You gotta like
we got-
Eileen did not set to fix them. She just existed, and Rigby said, "I gotta be better."
I gotta be better. So we got the goat of animated dads here.
Mufasa,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, like.
Now here's the thing. I'm tempted to put him and try their best because how did you not know that nigga Scar was evil? Like, I'm sorry. Like, how did you not know that nigga Scar was evil?
He naively believed in his brother. Like he was like, I know my brother's a
Yeah, he
hater.
thought my
but
brother won't go that
but,
far,
like,
right? Like, we're still family. Like, yeah, he's kind of an
my
asshole.
brother
We're still
wouldn't
family,
kill
right?
me, right? Right? Like, yeah, my brother wouldn't kill me, right? That was the real
I'm
shot
not
in
gonna
the face.
lie,
Not
I
because
thought you
his
were
brother
gonna put
dropped
him in
him.
deadbeat just like a terrible joke.
I'm just thinking of that meme where like Padme is like talking to Anakin, and it actually gets concerned about pizza steak. He's like, "You wouldn't kill me, right? Right, Scar?"
Right?
Scar has a look like, "You wouldn't kill me, right, Scar?"
You know something? I mean, I'm
Scar
literally a
said you gotta
dope
go.
lion. I have a scar, and like I've threatened your actual advisor at one point. Like what? Like what else do I
I
have to
actually
do?
show you
dude?
Like, to be
I
fair,
don't
like
like
I've
you.
given you
Like,
plenty
like
of
you're-
telegraph. That's pretty hard.
Your death is your own fault at that point. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. Also, I find this funny. I find this funny in The Lion King, where they had like the whole like "Be Prepared" song, where it's like, "Oh yeah, I'm concocting this grand plan that's gonna be spoken throughout the ages. They're gonna talk about this for years as one of the greatest mastermind assassinations of all time." What are you gonna do? I'm gonna throw him off a cliff.
Just gonna throw him off a cliff.
Go him off a cliff, and then frame his son.
You know, I was
No.
convinced as a kid that
Give that
wasn't
man
actually
PTSD.
Scar's. I was convinced that wasn't initially Scar's plan at all. It just kind of like the
It's
stars just kind of
that
aligned.
way.
It's like,
I mean-
well, can't let a good
You know what?
opportunity go to waste.
Well, he needed
No.
he needed to let Simba. He needed to get rid of Simba because if Simba, just came back with Scar, he'll still be
Yeah.
the rightful ruler. So, it's
But
like,
like the thing that was funny was like he's like could you imagine how he's like, we did this whole ass musical number. He's just gonna throw him off a goddamn cliff, nigga. What
Like I
the-
said, my
it
head
worked,
canon
it
is
worked.
that Scar had a completely different plan, but then when
we
Mufasa
don't
was
we
in
don't need
danger right
to
there, he was
Scar-
just like,
listen. Scar
It's
Scar
always-
understood. Scar understood he did not need to fucking James Bond his brother. He didn't need to hit him with the
Nah.
"What will you do now, Mufasa? How will you escape the death laser?" And then
No,
walk
you're
away
just gonna
spoiler.
you're just gonna James Bond, the only person who could probably stop you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Although,
like,
now that you think about it, I mean, his biggest flaw is the fact that he trusted the hyenas. I mean, the hyenas basically,
That too.
did his plan to the letter.
yeah, he
And
should have killed
Mufasa still
Simba
didn't
himself,
die.
honestly.
If he basically
Yeah.
did this thing
What-
for Simba, still didn't die. And the one time they actually kill somebody, it's him.
Yeah,
Though he
like,
did emotionally scar the shit out of Simba, though. Like,
Yeah.
gaslight the kid into being like, "Oh yeah, your dad's death is your fault."
Let that boy
Yeah,
cook.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah, I still think like, man, we rehearsed this for like weeks. You know we had to plan out that like volcanic eruption of rocks. That wasn't something that was something we had to plan out.
Now that
That's
took
what
us
this is
weeks, dude.
Are you gonna throw him off a goddamn cliff? You fucking asshole. Anyway,
Mufasa's only sin was being too loving. The damn fool.
Yeah, his only sin was not seeing that his
He
brother
was
was a
too
monster.
good for the
all
sinful earth.
right. What about
Yep.
Simba himself?
Bad dad. Simba was
Bad?
actively. Simba was racist. Actively. Her daughter
No, but-
pulled up with a brown. Her daughter pulled up with a brown lion, and he said, "Oh hell nah, I'm
Hell
cutting this
no,
down
she ain't dating no
immediately."
brown lion.
Okay, that is a good point.
A brown
But, like,
lion. Simba
but
was
here's the
bugging.
thing,
Even
here's the
Nala was like, "Yo, Simba, chill."
You completely understand why Simba's like this.
Yeah, to be fair.
I understand. But does that mean he's not still racist? I could look at a racist and go, I
Like-
understand.
Like he let okay. To be
To
fair,
be fair, he actually tried to trust what's this, Kofu for a little bit. Kofu for a little
He
bit.
tried,
Yeah.
and then
He tried.
after his trust was broken, he was like, you know what they say,
Nah.
when around blacks, watch your back.
Mufasa didn't
Like
want to come
Simba
off
was
as a
hurt.
racist. Mufasa didn't come off as a racist and trusted the only red lion.
Simba,
Simba
jokes
is
aside,
out of the
Simba.
year. Wordplay.
Jokes
Scar
aside,
should have
Simba
double
was trying
checked
his
if Simba was
best.
dead. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about like the fucking logistics of a Disney movie. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
I
like
just think it's
yeah,
funny.
Jokes aside, Simba is not a bad dad. Jokes aside, like, yeah, I was.
I
I
would
think
like-
he's at least in. I think he's at
Tries
least
their
in,
best.
and
no,
tries
I'm
their
gonna
best at the worst.
I'm gonna put him in like that. Like here's the thing. He did care. He cared about Kira. He did trust Kovu at one point. He even remember
did.
like after he saved her life, he like let him come into the pride
Pride
and
land.
everything.
And you know, it wasn't
And,
even his.
like-
It wasn't even the Kofu's fault either.
Yeah,
'Cause
Simba
Kofu
was like, "You
also
want
being
probation?"
Kofu was also being, you know, tricked into doing this whole stuff by his mom. So
Well, it wasn't even
it was
me. It
all
wasn't
good.
even tricked. He literally went along with the plan and then actually ended up catching feelings for his daughter.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like,
Because originally
Yeah.
the plan was, I need you to riz the daughter, and then it's like, oh shit, I actually like this girl.
yeah, and then like
I
again,
feel-
like Simba told Kobe what actually happened with Scar, because Kobe didn't know the history, so he's like,
Of
this
course
is
he
what
did.
actually happened with Scar and everything. So I would like he was a little bit overprotective, but like outside of that, I think Simba was a pretty good dad. He was a
Yeah.
little
I think it was good dad.
overprotective.
I think it was
Other
good
than that,
dad. Like that whole entire moment that Simba was going through at the time, motherfuckers was trying to take over his damn kingdom. Like he was going
Yeah, he
through
was
a
dealing
whole
with the
like
insurrectionist movement. It's like, yeah, you're gonna be a little.
And even then, like he did, like again, he gave Kovu chances. He like to be
Yep.
fair, like from his perspective, he was rightfully afraid of what might happen. So like, I'm
and-
sorry,
and-
I'm gonna put
and
him in dad.
Kovu
I'm gonna
proved
put
him
him my
right.
dad of
And
the year.
Kovu proved him right.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
apologize for that. I mean, I could see that.
But he
Yeah.
also would like, but again, he'd also scrap. Yeah, screw it. He's Pop Wolf because he scrapped
He
for his
fights.
daughter.
He fights for his damn kids. He fights for his.
Yeah, he
damn
was
kids.
throwing down.
Yeah.
So yeah, Simba's a good dad. A little overprotective,
A
but
little-
like again.
A little
And to be fair,
overprotective.
and to be fair, Kira was just like being a bitchy teenager.
Yeah,
My
she was
dad
just being
won't-
a petulant
Teenager,
teenager.
yeah.
My,
Yeah.
my dad won't let me go hunting alone. My uncles have to, and it is kind of cute that Timon and Pumbaa are her uncles. But like, it's just
That is cute. That was very cute.
Simba was like, you do realize Kofu's part of the group that's trying to overthrow me, right? And then Kiara was like, but Dad, I love him.
like,
Simba's just like, God damn it.
God damn it, I don't want to. I don't gotta
I don't
deal
want
with
to
this.
deal with this shit.
Shit.
He's
I
looking
got-
at Nala like, Nala, can you deal with this shit?
Like,
And she was
like,
like- and she was
I
like,
still gotta
nah.
deal. I still gotta deal with Scar's bullshit years later.
Nah, she's like, nah, I gotta deal with the son we never talk about, the
Yes,
guardian of the
our-
Pride Lands.
Oh yeah, the Lion Guard. What was his name? Like Cayenne or something?
Cayenne, I think.
Like
Yeah.
Lion with a K instead of an L.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
bruh.
like,
With a damn
and,
mohawk.
and where is he? Doesn't he have like fucking superpowers? How come he can help us fight these motherfuckers?
Wait,
That-
he
that-
actually has superpowers? I didn't even know that.
He
Yeah.
has the roar, and from what I'm aware of, that boy was like off. He wasn't in the Pride Lands when that all that happened. I guess I don't know.
He was
He
like
was out fighting Heartless with Sora. That's the canon.
Unironically,
That's the canon.
unironically, they might as well put that boy in the next Kingdom Hearts game. They were out here fighting Scar's ghost, like unironically, like
Again. Again.
like Sora, and Nana and Goofy pop up like again.
Again.
How many times are we gonna teach you this lesson, old man?
I mean,
Scar's
to
like,
be,
how many
literally-
times is Disney gonna run back to the Lion King? Well,
to be fair though, Scar does not strike me as a spirit who rests easily. He
No.
probably would
Scar- I mean,
physically.
I'll be right
I
back.
mean, bro was a hater. Bro was
yeah,
like
he was a
top
professional hater.
Honestly, if I gotta put top 10 Disney haters, it's Scar. Bro, was really hating so bad
Scar's a
his brother.
generational hater. He didn't just
Yeah,
hate
like-
Mufasa. He hated Simba too. Simba
Dio ass,
ain't even do nothing.
he's a fucking Dio ass motherfucker. Always hating.
Yeah, he is.
It don't
he is
matter
the
what. It don't matter which
closest you'll
Joe
get to
Star it
Dio.
is. It don't matter which Joe Star it is. He'll hate. I'll be back. Keon,
Somehow,
whatever his name is,
somehow,
gonna have his
Alpha
own
Scar
kid.
returned.
Yep,
I read that too.
it's gonna be Simba's great grandkid and Scar's ghost is gonna be whispering in his ear in his sleep, like, "Come to the Darkling."
What if
Come to the dark
Kiara and Kobu just play with the Ouija board and they just summon Scar again?
So somebody's gonna be like, "God damn it!"
I think like Kion like lives on the other side of the Pride Lands now, and like
Yeah.
Kobu's sister became the new Lion Guardian, the new Lion Jedi of the Pride Lands. I don't fucking know.
and I think there was also like a hyena girl involved, and again Simba's gonna have to pull out the skepticism, like
Yeah,
No,
he's
like,
all gonna
they-
be like,
no,
"Nah, we
like,
have bad blood."
I saw that episode, and I swear to God, I thought they were like shipping like Kion with the fucking hyena girl. I was like, no, please God.
Oh no.
okay, they didn't. Because if they did, Simba, I think that might give Simba a heart attack.
Simba would have been
First
like,
Nala
hold his
brings-
son aside, be like, "Son, no."
First, now
The
brings in that
transfer
black
is
boy,
still with the
and now my son. What's with my children? and they're and just giving me a heart attack.
For the next
Right.
movie, just have Whoopi Goldberg be the villain along with the cast of The View.
You know
That
what?
would be hilarious.
I would actually like to see that.
That actually would.
That'd
I might actually
be
watch
funny.
that if that actually happened.
Fun fact too. The reason that no hyenas are in the sequel is because Zero chased them all out of the Forbidden Lands. She was that scary.
Makes sense. I mean, they
Yeah.
really had nowhere to go, to be honest, after Scar died. So like,
Yeah, because Scar was the only one
I
really
guess they had to leave. Yeah.
I don't even want to say looking out for him because he really was just doing it for his own benefit. But yeah.
Okay,
He gave them something to do. Let's just say that.
Okay,
him a
Fazu for
job.
Mulan.
Listen, at the time,
I mean, he was willing.
He was willing to fight and die.
I will.
That's
I will.
his kid, like, I
Here's
give
what
him-
I do. I'll put him in like Rad Dad because like he did love
Same.
and support Mulan.
Oh yeah.
Like the
He did.
only time he pretty much told her to like stay in her place was because like, hey, he doesn't want her. He's trying to fight to save his family.
Mhm.
So
he
he's
doesn't
like-
Yeah.
want her getting hurt.
and
trying
you
to
know,
fight
and
in his
Oh, yeah.
place.
and with the writing of the movie being of like the writing, they kept the writing kind of like in tune to the time period and whatnot. He was relatively still a good dad. Like,
Oh yeah.
with all, I know some people were like, oh, he tried to force her into like all this stuff. He was simply looking out for her future because like
If
I
you're,
mean,
if you
he
can't-
doesn't
if
want
you
his daughter
can't-
to
if
not
back
have a
then-
good future.
Back then,
Yeah.
if you were a woman, you didn't get married, you just weren't gonna have a good life later on, and that's
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
exactly. It was just like,
Yeah.
that's-
And he
that's
wasn't
what
trying
they
to-
Like,
don't
he was
into
looking
account
out.
for this kind of stuff.
he was
But
genuinely
also-
like,
Yeah.
dude, like this is not. No. This is
Yeah,
not gonna
like
end
because you
well.
compare that to like the live action version, it's so forced and unbelievably stupid how he puts it. 'cause, like,
I didn't
and
even
that
see
one-
the live action version.
Live
because,
action
the
one is so
whole-
In the live
fucking
action-
stupid.
but like
action
that,
version,
and that
they
one, and
removed-
that one,
They removed a lot of like
in the live action version,
ahead.
he was like,
You go.
"Oh yeah, you gotta hone your chi and become this martial arts master." And then out of nowhere, he's like, "You're the daughter. You have no rights. Learn your place." I'm like, well, "This came out of fucking."
Well, to be
nowhere.
fair, right? He only did that when she was a young child, and the moment he saw that people like didn't like that, he switched his tune. So when she ended up growing up,
Well,
now
no,
he's
it was
as
like,
an
it
adult,
wasn't
he's like,
even that because he said keep it a secret. He didn't say to stop doing. He said keep it a secret.
he didn't say stop doing it, but like he didn't encourage it anymore because like he still was like, all right, so you got to do the whole wedding thing and whatnot
But
because
even,
your ass got to
but
find a
even
husband.
then, like in this version, it's very clear he's only saying this out of necessity. He's not.
Oh, no,
trying
I know,
to say
I
it to
know.
be
I'm not
harsh, he's
defending
trying
it,
to be
I'm
an
just-
asshole.
Hey, I'm not defending. I'm just like
And that one-
like
But
just
that
giving
one,
the
he just goes
details
from
of
zero
the film.
to. He goes from zero to asshole for no reason out of nowhere. That's what happens. That's what
Yeah,
happens.
like the know your place line was way more like strict in the live action version than it was in the
Mhm.
Disney version. Like,
It wasn't even like
What do you
it was less strict. It was like just asshole. He banged the table, told her to learn her place, and like he's like, okay, "It is my place to
Silence.
fight for my country, and it's good. And it's about time you learned yours." That's where, like, again, it's not saying
Yeah,
it because
yeah.
he's an asshole. He's saying it because he cares.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, again,
but the
again, like-
movie, the live action movie was also, it was definitely going for like yeah.
Really fucking terrible.
Look at that! Look
Like,
at that!
Ren-
I mean,
like
let's not
Ren-
forget this is the movie they decided to film next to next to a
Concentration camp.
and then thanked the
was like-
Chinese government for letting him do it.
Yeah, like he's a lot like I noticed these dads are a lot like they're like realists. They're like trying to get ahead. Like, yeah, life sucks, but we care about you. We're gonna help you
I mean,
raise you.
that's-
Like life sucks.
That's just what it is being a dad. You kind of don't want to like prepare your kids for La La Land. You know, it's like dads want their kids to generally go. All right, you got to understand what's La La Land and what's not. All right,
All right,
it's gonna be crazy out there once
let's not
graduate high
waste
school.
our time here. Let's just
just put that boy over there. Then
Wait,
again,
what,
Zuko.
are we putting in what tier? I can't. the stream's lagging out.
Ozai.
Ozai, yeah, he's in terrible.
You know what? I would say he's at least better than Peter because at least he was a good dad to one of his kids.
No, he wasn't even a good dad. He wasn't even a good dad to Azula. He kind of spoiled her rotten, and only did that because again he was a psychotic blood.
She was as psychotic as he was, and that
If
made
she
him
was
proud.
as ruthless as he was, and he was just like, okay, I'm gonna spoil you.
That's why I hated.
You-
That's why I hated the scene in live action where it's like, oh yeah, Zuko actually fought back, and like that completely defeats the point of him.
I mean, but it's worse than that because they even ruined Azula's thing because like
yeah, like because they tried to make her.
He praises like he starts praising Zuko to the point where it makes Azula jealous, and I was like, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that.
No.
He hated Zuko.
Like
No,
Azula,
'cause he kind of
started getting
Zuko,
jealous.
right?
She was like, oh my god, like my dad's gassing him up and shit like that. Like, okay, so who cares? Like, wow. And I was like, what? What is this?
Ozai
you would've been
goes to Azula, tells her to hide her chi.
It's dumb. I'm not even gonna get into that. Ozai is a terrible father. Moving on.
Yeah, Ozai is that's an easy, terrible dad.
Yeah.
Fire Lord.
I can't believe guys, I can't believe my dad's Fire Hitler.
Fire Hitler.
That would be like the modern writers' take on Zuko if they wrote it now.
Gosh, guys, I just can't believe it. Ah, damn. I'm sorry. Y'all want reparations?
Also, he's not an ally. I mean, genocide is one thing, but he's not an ally. Oh my god, I remember they pushed so hard and let the Korra comics to write that in, like, he was against same-sex marriage. And I was like,
did you also know he?
No, the genocidal guy is not a fan of the gays.
yeah, they're
Color me shocked.
Like there was a whole thing. There was a whole thing where they were saying like, oh yeah, let's talk about LGBT history in Avatar and the Avatar world. It's like, yeah, apparently Kyoshi was also gay, even though she had a daughter.
Oh, well, that retcon.
Warriors. That's a giant retcon. Mm-hmm. And then like she was like and then they were like, oh yeah, Ozai also banned same-sex marriage or whatever. Like the Korra was like, man, that guy was the worst. Yeah, forget about the genocide.
Yeah, forget about how he genocided the entire air tribe because he was.
Forget about how he almost
He
bodied
didn't
his
want the Avatar
son.
getting in his way.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Forget how
that's
he
the
almost
worst
bodied
part.
his son.
That's the worst part.
Yeah,
Anyway,
they literally almost
technically,
annihilated an entire
all the other
culture of
avatars.
people.
I can understand her.
Well, technically, Ozai didn't genocide the airbenders. That was his dad.
that was so.
Oh no, I'm talking about Korra genocided everybody. All the other avatars.
Yeah,
with their
Oh
incompetence.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This
Every
ain't, all right, let's get
avatar
back on track. This ain't a
sucks.
Korra. This ain't a why Korra.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
We don't need.
We don't
that
need
right
you
now.
guys.
Let's
for that one.
Let's go to the Sultan, who doesn't have an actual name. His name is just the Sultan.
I'm gonna say try
I
his
was about to say, does he have a name?
Doesn't
I
that
don't
alone
remember
make him
it.
terrible? He doesn't even have a real name.
I'll put him
Bro
in
doesn't have a
Rad
name.
Dad in the same area here because like
Put him in
he
Rad
does-
Dad. Bro don't even got a name. Get over
You
there.
think the
chump.
Sultan is his legal name? Like he legally changed his name to Sultan just so he could have the
That would be
title?
funny. Like
That would be hilarious.
Aladdin's like,
Like,
oh,
I can see
Like Aladdin
this
act-
character doing that honestly.
like Aladdin
Right.
asks like,
So
so
you're
like, yeah, she's
Sultan
like, yo, Jasmine,
Sultan?
what's your dad's real name? She's like, it's just Sultan. And Aladdin's just like,
Huh?
no, I know,
Sultan is
I know he's the
dead,
Sultan. What's his real name?
Who
She's
knew
like,
the-
it's
Can't see the
Sultan.
fucking Justice States government for country.
but you're so
It's
She's
funny.
like, my last
It's
name.
funny.
She's like, my last name is
If
literally
anything-
Sultan Aladdin.
If anything, this proves he's a good dad because the one thing that broke him out of his hypnosis with Jafar is like, oh yeah, dude, you are way too old. My daughter's like
Jasmine.
16. My daughter's like 16. You creepy fuck.
That was funny.
You're
He was like, Aren't we too old?
He literally grabs the staff, pushes it aside, and goes, "But you're so old."
You know what? I'll put him in Dad of the Year. Cause fuck it, why
Like
not?
that shit cracked me up. Like, it was
He's
just like,
like,
like, I'm being
He-
hypnotized, but he said something so out of
He
pocket, I
literally-
had to snap out of it.
He literally changed the sacred law for his daughter. It took him a
Yeah.
little while to do it, but it's fine. It's
Which
fine.
is
He
why
was
he
just a
doesn't get
goofy.
Papa Wolf. So yeah,
yeah, he was just a goofy
He's
guy.
he's not quite popular because I don't think if he would have squared up against Jafar, then sure. But like,
He
nah.
He
would've
probably
lost.
would have. Though. That's the funny thing.
Wait,
I
Slim,
think
go,
he
wait,
would
Slim, go
have.
back down to the list. Go back down to the list. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if there's certain cats are here that I guess technically counts. He's not there. Okay, dang it.
Okay, who
You know,
is it? I could add characters to this. I could add characters.
I don't know. I don't know if it counts, but like, listen, bro adopted that damn role. What's his name from Treasure Planet?
John Silver.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. That was a thought in my head. I was like, bro turned it. He gave everything up to be a dad. he turned to a stepdad in like 2 minutes.
Like, if we have enough time after we're done with this, we'll like do extra ones, I guess.
Sure.
it's already
Okay,
10 minutes
Who's
long,
that?
so,
Yeah,
Is it
usually
Pocahontas?
usually at this point we'd be like 3 hours in because we get getting off track.
We're doing pretty good.
for us, we're doing good.
So
Yeah.
anyway, Pocahontas' dad.
Um,
I'm gonna be honest. This is the only one of the only original Disney movies I've never seen.
I mean, you're not missing much.
mean-
I'll say
Really
I'll
not.
say like the guy's kind of racist. So
Kinda.
But like, I don't know. If a bunch of new people came to my land and started
Both sides.
colonizing it, I don't
he
know if
also
I'd
praised
feel
Allah.
like
Yes,
later.
I'm pretty sure
Both-
real Muslims don't care. Yeah. Oh,
both sides.
okay,
both sides in that
okay.
movie. Both sides in that movie was racist.
Yeah.
I don't
I
blame
mean, I
them.
feel like
Well,
that
like-
was kind of
but
like
only-
it
but
made
only-
sense,
but only-
you know?
Considering the
but only-
time period.
But only the white leader was seen as irredeemably racist. So you
Yeah.
know,
Daniel Radcliffe. Yeah.
What about
Wait,
Daniel
Daniel
Radcliffe?
What was his name? It was Radcliffe was his last name. That's why I kept
I don't-
confusing them. But
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but
I just
you
remember.
said Daniel Radcliffe. I was like Harry Potter.
I
What
say,
did he do?
Harry, no.
Harry, no.
Harry, no.
You should know not to be racist.
Harry's like-
You're a,
You know, Ron.
we need
Despite
that
being-
crossover.
maybe
Come on, guys,
Voldemort
make
was
it
right.
happen.
You know, like what if he said like he's like you know what? Maybe Voldemort has a point. Maybe you know maybe Muggles ain't
No,
all.
John
like,
Radcliffe. Oh my god.
John
He's
Radcliffe.
He's like, you know what? I've lived with some nasty ass Muggles, and let me tell you, you know, maybe
You know-
maybe Tom Riddle had a point. I'm just saying.
Then Ron looks at Harry. He's like, "Bruh, what about Hermione though?"
It's like that. It's like that one
Yeah,
video.
I
It's like that one
mean-
video of the guy.
No,
It's that
no,
you
like
know.
you could just
It's like that you know. The video is like Muggles. Like Harry, no.
no.
Harry, no.
Like you could, but like you could just pull an Omni Man. Well, you see, Ron, you can keep her, but she'll be more like, well, a pet.
I feel like Ron would just pull out his wand and just be like, "All right, Harry, we got to square up."
You gotta go.
Just after
You
that.
gotta
Actually,
go.
no, I don't think it would become the wand. I think Ron would just punch him at that point.
Yeah, that's something Ron would do, honestly.
Like Ron would just sucker punch him, and it wouldn't go to wands. Like it would just be, "No, we squaring up like men right now."
I'll put him and tries his best because like he does learn a lesson, but he's still like neglectful of his daughter's needs, and he's a bit racist. But he does try. He does try.
He does try as a chief.
He tries to
As
be
a chief.
racist.
Everyone's a
he-
little bit racist, Slim. Just joking.
I think
As a chief,
I'm
think
from Avenue 2. so thanks for that.
I think racism is a turn on. A woman who's a little bit racist is a turn on for me. I don't know why.
Oh
Listen.
god. You know that video from Tomorrow's Teen Kings? Now I just keep thinking about that.
No.
Oh,
God,
no.
it's racist.
Harry, let me tell you about the final cadaver.
Like, bruh. That's just
I remember
hilarious.
like, okay, this is a complete tangent. I remember like when I saw Deathly Hallows Part 2 in theaters, the part where Voldemort does the Avada Kedavra to kill Harry. Someone busted out laughing like when Voldemort said it because it sounded like he sneezed the line out. I can't unhear it because he sneezed
That's
and
funny.
said the line.
Now get
That's cool.
Allergies.
I'm
Like,
putting
bro.
Maurice. I'm putting this Maurice in the same part as the Sultan because they're the same fucking character.
I don't know. I would say that maybe-
Maurice is a
Wait,
bit
who-
more
wait,
of a
wait,
bumbling
wait,
idiot, though.
they're
You
both
putting who where?
they're both bumbling idiot. I'm sorry, they're literally the same character. I don't care what they're the same character.
They're pretty
True,
much the
but
same
at least
character.
he doesn't
True.
try to make her Belle marry what's his name Gaston, where the Sultan tries
Gaston.
to marry her off to someone else. But,
Well,
I think
again,
that's
like
Maurice is
he doesn't like force her to marry someone else. He's like, say, hey, you gotta pick somebody soon, or the law says something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You gotta follow- you know, we gotta follow the
You're a
laws
woman.
here.
You're a woman in the olden times. You must marry, or you're a witch. Make your decision.
Yeah.
It's like, I need an heir. He's like, I need an heir, Jasmine.
Jasmine, you have 10 cats. You gotta do something.
You got 10 cats. One of them's a tiger. Like it's getting
Yeah,
ridiculous.
come on.
Is
Come
it
on,
safe
like,
to
don't-
fly on this magic carpet, Aladdin? I'm like, bitch, you own a tiger. What do you care about safety?
Yeah, it's like you really can't be talking about safety when you own a freaking.
Have you heard of Siegfried and Roy? No, it's 17 BC. Oh, right. Well, not good.
Like, bruh.
Manny's dad from El Tigre.
That man does nothing but try to be a good dad. It's all the damn influence outside of his life that makes Manny the way he is. His damn granddad.
I was like, his
undermining his
granddad's the one that's the
teaching.
villain, right?
Yeah, his granddad's
Yeah,
evil.
his granddad's a villain. Manny's
his
dad's
mom-
a good guy.
His mom, to be
Like-
fair, Manny's mom's a baddie, but she doesn't want to get back with him, and he's like a giant centaur. Like, yeah, he's kind of a mess, but he's a good mess. He's a good dad.
Yeah, he's a good dad.
we
It's
put
just
him
like
in
they're only
good.
like you wouldn't think that looking at Manny, but that's only because Manny's granddad is in his life, and that man is a mess. Like, bruh. I put him.
So
I
should we
definitely
put
put a
him?
good
So
dad.
should he
Like,
be
bro,
in
fight for
red?
his
Should he
son.
be in there trying their best?
He's in Papa Wolf.
Above trying the best, above Brad too. Like he fights for Manny. He's a literally superhero. Like,
Like he's literally like
no,
the
Yeah,
reason
that's
he had a baddie wife, but the reason she divorced him was literally because I can't keep seeing you put yourself in danger. And he's
Yep.
like, damn. He's like, damn. Like, she's like, shit.
because they still respect each other.
But she bad though. Like
I heard. I think Gutierrez said. I think Gutierrez says like after the show, like they were gonna get back together once he retired.
Oh, that's at least
I can see that
something.
because like
Yeah.
because the thing is she really doesn't. She still loves him. It's just she doesn't like the idea. Like listen, when it comes to how it is a superhero and non-superhero relationships, like they just gotta wait at home until your ass either comes up in a casket or alive.
Yeah.
Basically, it's Mary Jane. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's like for any party, to be honest. It's like, damn. I wonder.
Yeah, it's
I
really
wonder what
like,
my
being
girlfriend's
in a
up
relationship
to.
with a superhero would suck.
Yeah, you gotta have the heart for it. You gotta have the heart for
Like
it.
think about it. Like you get either you become a superhero, or you get to keep this. Like those are your only two
Like
options.
it took MJ a while to get used to that shit. Back in the day.
Would you
Which,
would you give up being a superhero for this, guys? Would you give up?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I would.
I'd give up being a superhero if I
Maurice,
could
I
look
think,
like
is one of
that.
the best things he was.
It's like woman who genuinely loves you, or be a
so.
superhero and have people try to kill you. It's like, yeah, I'd pick the woman.
I'd fold. Yeah.
Like if I found a good successor, I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, I could maybe just like mentor like some other person that has powers or something.
yeah,
If
my
they
son's
do that-
get involved.
my son is he's kind of gangster. He got this. Like El Tigre got.
Plus, if you have a
Yeah,
kid,
I
you
guar-
just train the kid.
I guarantee you, like if they did that with like fucking with like Peter, like Miles, I think we'd be better off. Than just having two Spider-Man at the same time.
I'd rather just Peter train his own kid to be Spider-Man.
I mean, we
Yeah.
have Mayday, but she doesn't exist anymore because
I mean,
fuck
that's
Joe
why-
Quesada.
that's why I'm
Yeah,
hoping-
because
one more day,
because
whatever the fuck it
because
was.
because fuck Joe Quesada. But
That's why I'm hoping. That's why I'm hoping. I'm hoping the Ultimate line, which so far is pretty damn good, just keeps it Peter. I just hope he just keeps it Peter. Then again,
Yeah, 'cause I'm-
the maker left Miles his card since the maker was like, yeah, I'm rebuilding the Ultimate Universe, bro. And since you originate from there, I just want to let you know that's all. Peace. And I was
Okay,
like,
here's actually a complex character.
King Harold.
from
Ooh,
Shrek
yeah.
2.
King Harold from Shrek, racist.
yeah.
Yeah.
He do be a little racist.
I'm sorry,
though.
I got to throw around the racist accusation once again, but he saw that
He
green
ain't beating
skin
the
and he said,
allegations. Let's just say that.
I mean, he definitely did not approve of Fiona marrying an ogre, so
He
that
did
accusation.
But here's the thing. It was less so much like, oh, we can't like accept an ogre as his son. It was more like he genuinely wanted a better life for Fiona, and he didn't think Shrek could provide that for her.
Don't blame him.
Don't
blame him. She was in a fucking swamp.
In fact, they actually mentioned that. It's like, oh, we live in a swamp. A swamp. How original.
I loved his banter between him and Shrek. That was funny. It was deep.
Remember the Disney was guy made a Spider Girl. Ogres eat their ogres apparently eat their own children. That's not uncommon.
Yeah,
In the Shrek universe.
you mentioned that a few times.
Well,
But,
good thing Shrek did not do that.
Yep.
Like, here's the thing, though. Harold does love Fiona. He loves her.
Yeah, he does.
He
He
does
loves her, and he
genuinely
wants
want the best
for
for his
her.
daughter. Or
He
what he
just
thinks
went-
is the best for his daughter, at least.
He just went about it in the worst way possible. You know?
So
Mhm.
definitely not deadbeat though.
Yeah, he's definitely I would say, because here's the thing, after Shrek 2, like, he starts calling Shrek son. He genuinely cares. He trusts the kingdom to him and everything.
Don't forget how he ended up as a frog. He did it to protect Shrek.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That is right. He did take that magic hit for him.
Yeah.
Like he just needs to learn to get rid of his bias, his little bias.
Yeah.
And again, like, this is like maybe like a self-hatred reflection, like because again, he probably sees himself as like nothing more than a frog. But then he says, because he thinks like, oh, he needed to be human to get like with the queen. But then like he sees, maybe he sees a bit of a self-hatred. He's genuinely a complicated character. No,
Yeah, he is.
And the thing is, like, Shrek went through that whole thing in part 2 where he was like, maybe they're right. I got to be human too, just to be with Fiona and stuff like that.
Yeah, he literally was like, at the end of the movie, he was like, oh, if you want, we could just stay human forever.
Bro became handsome as shit.
Right.
That
and Fiona was like, nah.
That was a really risky move, having Shrek be human for like half the movie. That was a really risky move, but it worked.
It was
great.
But it worked. It worked. Because it was funny because you see when you want to make it work, because it wasn't just Shrek, it was Donkey too, and that was just hilarious.
Donkey became this
like it was a major plot point. Like, it was a major centerfold of like Shrek's character.
I know, but think about it. Like, Shrek is the one who like that his character sells all the toys and all that stuff. So to have the character,
and it's your
like,
second movie you're doing this too. Very risky.
Not to mention, like, this is a very popular franchise at this point too. So it's like, okay, yeah, let's make him human for like half the goddamn movie. Let's get rid of that iconic look for half the movie. That's risky, but it worked. I like Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is a really good movie.
It gave us one of the best characters, Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots was great.
Shrek 2 is my favorite Shrek movie by far. Don't ask.
Well, I would say Shrek 2 is my second favorite if you count Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Because
Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Puss in Boots as his own thing now.
I understand that, but
I definitely see that as his own thing. But no, Puss in Boots: Last Wish is high up there. Puss in Boots: Last Wish is up there, but I can't put it above Shrek 2. I kind of just have a soft spot for it. I love Shrek's story and him going through the whole thing with Fiona.
Guy, when I was a kid, every time I came over to my grandmother's house, I would get a big old bowl of noodles, drown it in hot sauce, get some orange drink, and watch Shrek 2 on the TV. Every time I went over there.
Orange that's how I know the story is accurate. Orange drink. That's how I know the story is accurate.
That's the authentic.
Orange drink.
It's not orange juice. It's not orange. It's orange drink. It comes in the big old jug. It comes in the milk jug. He knows what I'm talking about.
I know
like,
exactly what you're talking about. It's orange drink.
but like, why does it taste like cardboard? Because it's fucking delicious. That's why. Shut up.
I mean, wait a minute.
Um,
Did you wait? I mean, hold on. Nah, I was gonna say since King Harold's here, I was like, I guess Shrek would be here too, right?
who's
Like,
on here?
Actually,
then
yeah,
again,
Shrek should.
Wait,
they
I,
still
mean,
babies,
I
so
put
The
him-
dad wasn't really
I put
a
him-
thing until halfway through the franchise.
I'm
Yeah.
still gonna put him. I'm still gonna put him on here. I swear he should be on here, but I'm still gonna put him
well,
on here.
well, then again, he's still very like new as a parent. Didn't really parent much just yet. You know, they still babies.
I mean, like, how do I put this?
Uh,
Like, he was a parent. He's just not a parent that long on screen. A lot of his parenting
Yeah,
off
yeah.
screen.
not a lot of parenting for me to judge yet. I guess I'll say.
I mean, it's not like kids come with an instruction manual.
I mean, from what I saw in Shrek Forever After, he was tired, but he was still a good dad.
Yeah.
Bro was he was just tired. He like because Robert Silicon was just like, I could give you a day off, and bro's like, a day off sounds nice, and then he was like, psych, stupid.
Stupid.
No,
And
like,
he-
no, like people forget how
finessed him.
strong. People forget how strong and a menace that like people forget how badass Shrek is. The dude literally took out an army of knights by himself. So he's like, yeah. He said like, yeah, I pretty much took away your children, and then like Shrek shot him that death glare. He's like, oh nah.
I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You're next.
I will
You're
put King Harold at very high. Tried their best because he's
Yeah.
a good parent to Fiona. He just made a lot of mistakes. Also, like a cool
Yeah.
detail in Shrek 3. I know it's not the best one, and I know I'm being autistic right now or whatever, but like when he died, the entire kingdom mourned him.
Oh yeah.
So like, say what you will about Harold, he was a good king, and a lot of people loved him.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
His death was hilarious though. Like not in that way, but like it was just like he's like, oh my god, someone better be dying, and it just goes to King Harold. I'm dying.
He's like, god damn.
That's
I've,
Okay,
I've only
uh,
seen the first two Shrek movies. I didn't see the third one. The other
You're
one.
not
the
missing
third
out.
one is the third one is
The third one,
the fourth one though.
the fourth one was Puss in Boots: The Last Witch before Puss in Boots: The Last Witch. That's what it is.
Yeah. Part 3.
The reason part
movie.
I have analyzed this. The reason Shrek 3 isn't as good as the other two, the other three, is because at the end of the day, Shrek 3 was trying too hard. That's the reason. It was
Yeah.
trying-
That is
She was trying to hard. It was
Third
just I
felt
don't know
more
what
like
they
a
were doing,
side
man.
story than it felt like an actual like story surrounding Shrek, because most of it was about Justin Timberlake's character.
Yeah, like
Justin
again,
Timberlake was in that
Yeah,
one.
Yeah,
that's why I like
basically,
it.
he was Justin Timberlake was King Arthur in the movie, and it's like, oh, Shrek's and get it, and like again, like the move, like say what you will about the other two movies, it's like, oh, kind of like dipping on like certain themes and stuff. This is like, oh yeah, get it? Shrek's afraid of being a dad, and he can't relate to Arthur. Guys, do you get it? He can't relate to Arthur. He's afraid of being a dad.
It was so on the nose. Like it was obnoxious. Shrek the Third was
best-
obnoxious.
You really
The
do
best-
have a
The
way
best
with
part of
children,
the best
Shrek.
part of the movie. The best part of the movie was Merlin. The best part of the movie.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
Poor Eric Idle, though. He was trying so hard to make that
I'm not
movie
gonna lie to
work.
you.
He was the best
I
part
enjoyed.
of it. I'm not
I
going to deny
enjoyed.
that.
I enjoyed like I enjoyed the B plot of the film. You know, with the princesses and
Okay, that was pretty
Pinocchio and
good
the rest of the
too.
gang. I generally enjoyed that way more than watching Shrek and Donkey go on an adventure, which that's not a good
It
thing.
wasn't
if
even.
I'm-
It wasn't even really an adventure. That's the worst part. They really didn't do a whole lot.
That's what
They just went to
that's
the-
what I'm saying.
They went.
It's
They
like
went to the school, grabbed Arthur. They tried to go back, and by the time they got halfway back, like they got attacked, I guess, and that's it. Like they really didn't do a
That's
whole
it.
lot.
that's
Going
it. Yeah,
places, the movie.
meanwhile, all the humor really came from like the girl's side of the story and Pinocchio
I do-
and what's it called?
I
And
do like-
Gingy.
I do
Fucking
like
Doris.
that. I do like that the evil stepsister like became friends with Fiona and the princess.
Oh,
Yes.
And they just it's kind of sweet too. It's like, yeah, we just kind of accepted her. She's fine.
Love
when the
Doris.
girls when the girls united to fight together, take no Disney. That's how you do it. When the princesses got together.
Okay,
they're
we
out
got it. We
together.
got to get through this. Okay, Dale Gribble.
I would say that maybe
Pocket sand.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, okay. Here's the thing. It's probably going to be controversial or whatever. but I think Dale Gribble is Dad of the Year.
Okay, explain.
Okay. At the very
Honestly,
sorry.
I can see that.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Unlike Hank, he actually understands Joseph, and unlike Hank, he does support him unconditionally, whatever he tries to do. And even then, like Dale has done this numerous times. That even though he's a conspiracy nut job, crazy person, he genuinely loves Joseph and has made numerous sacrifices to prove that he does. And again, unlike Hank, he doesn't like cut him off emotionally or anything like that. He's always there for Joseph no matter what.
It reminds me of this one scene where he was thinking about how like all these conspiracies that he was doing or he was in the middle of, and then you'd see like the scene of Joseph walk up to him and he immediately dropped everything to be with Joseph, and that actually hit me.
Mhm.
It feels pretty hard.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
It's like, this conspiracy, this could top of the. Oh, here's Joseph. Oh, of course I'll hang out with you, son.
Yeah,
I got time.
like even like in his even when he has to like punish or scold Joseph, he still is very reasonable about it. And even then, and it reminds you that Joseph isn't his actual biological son.
Yeah,
Both
he
points
doesn't
there.
know.
Yeah, he's like like John Redcorn may be your father, but he ain't your daddy.
I love how
Yeah,
that
but
one
like,
line is still just. I love how that one line is still iconic.
Yep.
yeah, like so. Yeah, I just feel like Dale deserves to be dead. I think he's higher than Hank at least
Definitely.
to
I
that
agree.
degree.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Mhm.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, father from let's just
Yeah. Let's just.
Yeah, he's
Let's not waste time.
he's
Father
pretty
Peter
awful.
Griffin, just move along.
Also, a
Let's
reminder that not only does he actively despise the delightful children from down the lane, but also you got to point out that these are kids that he like kidnapped and forcibly transformed, and he still doesn't like them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
Jesus
Fucked up.
Christ, fucked up, man.
Next.
Okay, now we actually let me just. Yeah. Shifu.
Yeah.
Shifu's again complicated.
Complicated.
He's definitely
Shifu, I mean-
definitely try their best. Definitely try their
Shifu
best.
Yeah, I
said-
think
Chifu-
he's tried best.
Chifu said
tried his
himself.
best.
Wait, do we,
Chifu said himself. His biggest mistake was that he loved his son too much. That he really believed like he was going to be the Dragon Warrior and everything, and that did not
He
do
didn't see
good for.
the signs that Tai Lung was actually going to be a menace.
Well,
Yep.
he didn't see it because again it was his son. He was like, oh,
Yeah.
basically when Oogway told him that, it broke Shifu because he genuinely believed that Tai Lung was the Dragon Warrior, but he couldn't go against his master either. So he was like,
And Tai Lung was like, you chose your master over me. That's why that's why I'm wilding out. Like when it came to push and shove, where were you? Like,
not to mention, while he was very loving he was again like a father towards Tigress. He was also kind of like emotionally neglectful towards her too, not on purpose, but like he.
But that's because he didn't want a repeat of what happened with Tai Lung.
Yeah, I think he was doing it
right.
somewhat purposefully because of that. Like, as a, he's like, oh, I
He-
don't want her
like,
to turn
he-
into
like,
another
he-
Tai Lung.
He saw what happened when he filled Tai Lung's head with dreams and the ideas of it. I mean, Tai Lung said himself, he's like, you filled my head with all that shit. And then all of a sudden,
Wait a minute.
10 plus years down the drain.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Hang on. Let me look at something real quick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
on, open
I mean,
up.
that's why I love that.
Wait, did we forget?
It's like out of nowhere, someone just like,
Yeah, hang on.
What?
Yeah, I now that I'm looking at it, hang on 1 second.
Are you putting down?
Also, when he gave that
that-
whole speech, the Tai Lung after that fight, and Tai Lung was just like, I don't care, bro. I was like, he still cares about Tai Lung even after all this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like it because I
great.
rewatched it recently, and I love that scene a lot because he apologized and he told the truth and stuff. I told the truth, but he apologized and admitted his faults.
And then
Tai Lung
Tai
for a
Lung,
quick second, like for a second, you see like Tai Lung just like looked at his father like, damn. But then he was like, "Nah, I came too far. I ain't turning back. Fuck you. Where's the damn scroll?" And then like a fat panda, had it, and you know.
And then he died.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Spoiler.
guys.
Spoiler. 15 years later.
Well, he
15
didn't
years later.
technically die. He was in the spirit world, but
I mean, I kind of consider that like,
you're dead. You died.
you're like comatose.
Yeah,
You're
you're
like
cooked.
comatose at that point.
You're just cooked. Like that brother gone. He not with us no more.
where is it? Hang on, let me see here.
Well, now that kind of makes me well, yeah, I mean, pretty much that whole thing with the fourth movie. Basically, would those be considered ghosts or kung fu zombies?
Kung Fu. Well,
Oh, no,
just
I didn't
ghosts
see
because
Kung Fu.
you
I
only
had no
brought the
idea what happened in the
spirit
movie.
out, even though they were physical. So
They probably be more kung fu ghosts.
yeah,
Let
Kung
me
Fu Panda
see.
4 is Bobby. I didn't watch Kung Fu Panda 4, but I just kind of just saw like what it was about, and I was like, okay.
I mean, I didn't
yeah.
like Kung Fu Panda 3, so I was like, yeah, I'm good. No, thank you.
Kung Fu Panda 3, I don't hate it. Definitely the weakest of the three. But
I guess
four,
DreamWorks
four
makes really
was,
bad number 3s.
yeah, four was definitely. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong because I don't even like How to Train Dragons 3. I know a lot of people like it,
I stand
the
by
only
this. I don't like How to Train Your Dragon. I don't like How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yeah, I
think
know.
I think
I
it's
know.
a bad movie overall.
I've only seen
Okay.
the first one.
I like 2 and 1. 3 didn't really know what to do, and the only like good parts are just him saying goodbye, and that's it. That's literally it. The goodbye scene is the only good thing. I also saw Ruby Gilman. That was ass too. That was terrible.
Wait,
Actually, that
what
was
movie?
supposed Ruby Gilman. Ninth Grade Kraken. I think it's the full title.
Oh,
Teenage
that.
Kraken?
Teenage Kraken. Yeah. I said Ninth Grade Kraken.
Yeah.
Well, I think this guy deserves to be next. So fuck it.
Who is that? Hey, Dad of the
Who's that?
goddamn. Put his ass.
Yeah,
up there.
Dad of the Year.
Best goose.
No, like say what you will, but he did fight in Kung Fu Panda 3 for his son, so he's going to
He
Pop
did?
Wolf territory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Pop
okay
Wolf,
with
yeah.
that.
He loved it. I loved his scene with him.
Once
in both parts, so that was
you
beautiful.
think about it, again, this is why I love Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2. If you think about it, Poe's dad, the person he was with at the beginning of both, he was technically at the beginning of his journey, was the one who had the
Mhm.
answers for him in
Yeah.
both movies. Think about it. And
He
again,
was
in
like,
Kung Fu Panda 1, he was like, yeah, you don't need a secret ingredient. What makes you special is yourself. And then
Oh,
in
that
Kung Fu
was
Panda,
cool.
and then in Kung Fu Panda 2, like Poe had an identity crisis. He didn't know who he was. He didn't know if he was like a kung. He didn't know, even though he became a kung fu master, everything he wanted. He still didn't know where he was or where he came from. And then he realized, I know who I am, where I came from. I'm your son. That's who I am.
That was the best. I like that part because I like how slow the conversation was too. He's like, "Well, did you learn? Did you find out what you needed to learn?" He's like, "Yeah." And what did you learn? He was just like that you're my dad. And I was like, "Ugh, the tears. My heart. I feel it."
I'm not crying. You're crying. Oh, fucking, I'm crying.
Also, James Hong is like 98 years old, and he's still doing movies.
Bro.
Damn.
Dang, keeping it pushing.
He was in the
Keep
fourth
it.
movie, and he was probably one of the best parts.
Yeah.
Bruh.
All right. I'm sorry I had to get the Savino design for Dexter's dad. Like I know he's got no sauce, but
It's your list. Do what you
True,
want,
man.
man.
No worries, man.
Very sauceless. RP.
also, also, like I know we're ranking dads a husband, but the guy was a menace to his wife.
Yeah.
Listen,
But, yeah,
he just like me. He just like me. That's my spirit animal. Yes, sir. Fiendish, evil.
This nigga had no chill.
Bag. Where would you rank yourself on this list, theoretically?
Who?
Yeah. At the very
Well, you
least,
said it was your spirit animal, didn't you? So I'm like, just ask where we rank you on the list, and then that's where we can put Dexter's dad.
Like Dexter's
Oh,
dad is possible.
me? I'm totally gonna be a rad dad. I'm totally a rad dad. I'm gonna purposely not be the best dad. I gotta get that kid some conflict. I gotta give him a backstory or something. Like
you're like, I'm gonna purposely give my kids some trauma.
You gotta die and let them become a Disney hero.
That little
You know what? We don't have-
that little monkey got to get something when he grows up. You know, I ain't raising no weak boy.
Well, you know,
No,
we don't
I-
have the trauma back from the 70s and 80s cartoons, so now we have to
Mhm.
kill ourselves.
I'm gonna pretend I
again,
lost my son. Like, oh no, my son. Oh no, he's gone. That boy gonna learn the Bob.
What he got molested? Oh no, that's terrible. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I'm
That's
off.
called
I'm an
growth, my
awful
boy.
person.
Let's call character
Okay.
development. No, I'm kidding. I ain't gonna fucking say
Okay, Professor Utonium.
Papa Wolf.
Papa
Yeah,
Wolf.
I
Papa
think
Wolf.
he's in Papa tier.
We're talking about the
Like-
90s version, right?
Of
I
course,
do.
like
Of course.
Hey, Papa Wolf.
You don't see
Like,
no
here's the
round.
thing.
You don't see
Boots and
round
Pop
corners of that
Girls,
boy.
Whatever people tell you about that, fake news. Only the '90s version.
Fair. And yes.
also like you got a reminder, he basically made 3 Supermen, right? And even then, he was so protective, he made a super suit just to help him out more.
He kisses them
Even though
good
they
night.
didn't need it.
Good dad.
Like, nah, the only thing this guy is missing is some poon. The man needs some poon.
Well, they
He
do
goes-
hint that him and what's her face potentially could get together.
Are you talking about Miss Keene?
Oh no, not her. Oh man, I can't remember her name.
Miss Bellum?
Miss Bellum, thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there was
The
never.
Bears assistant?
Here's the thing that always felt like a crack ship thing. Like they don't really interact enough, in my opinion. They really don't.
Mhm.
Like, I've watched the show, they don't really interact that much. They just like say, "Oh yeah, they have a thing." Like, really? Like, they don't really. Okay.
Well, they're
I
probably
mean, I
the
guess
two
it's what
smartest
happens
people
when
in
you ship a
Television.
professor
They
with a character
they
who's
interact on the
literally
off hours of the show,
Bellum.
Slim. The
Now, here's-
parent-teacher conferences.
No, here's the thing, and I stand by this. I'm really like annoyed that they like didn't make him and Miss Keene a thing, because they were genuinely cute together.
They
They
were.
said no, and now we're gonna break you up over a cat. I'm like, bitch.
A cat?
That was
Yeah.
that was in a nuke show.
No, that was in the old show.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
episode.
Yeah, and
Oh.
like the worst
Oh, yeah,
part
I
is
was
like Lauren Foss and Craig McCracken wrote it, and like again, these two were genuinely cute together, and it would have been great because like Miss Keene was basically their mom anyway. So like, yeah,
Mhm.
why not just have them be together? It's like, no.
That would
Yeah,
be
that
a
was
nice
goofy.
thing. We can't have nice things.
Nope.
But yeah,
You can't have
Pop.
characters be happy. That's boring.
That's
Again,
lame.
this man literally
What are you
went
gonna write
to
his
bed
staff at
lonely,
DC?
he's like, damn, I'm going to bed, I'm going to get alone again, and then like you just give him some of that, like give my man some poon, man. He deserves it. He deserves it.
Throw that man
You
up.
make-
Throw that man a bone. All right.
All right.
Gary Smith.
He's got to be like in Deadbeat, right?
No, here's the thing.
I wouldn't
Here's the
say
thing.
Fuck Jared.
deadbeat.
Here's the thing. I want to say try that because, like, here's the thing. Jerry just has to deal with a lot of bullshit. Don't get me wrong. Jerry's
To be
pathetic.
fair, yeah.
Jerry
He's
is pathetic.
pathetic,
Don't
very
get me
pathetic.
wrong.
Absolutely.
But like he has
pathetic.
to deal with a lot of bullshit, including Rick's bullshit.
He
And
has
like
to
here's
deal
the
with
thing,
Rick.
people forget about
He has
this.
to deal with
And House
goddamn
hates
Rick.
that.
And now here's the thing you gotta remember. He's kind of right a good chunk of the time. He's real like, yeah, Rick makes their lives horrible, and they just deal with it for no real unexplainable reason. And then like he's like, yeah. And again, like I don't want Rick and Morty got really bad in season 3, but like, yeah, like they seem
It
to
did.
forget that yeah, Jerry does try with his fucking kids. He does at least try.
Yeah,
He wants
they
to
literally only put up with Rick because Beth puts up with him. So yeah,
Yep.
I guess that would make him a bit better in that regard. Like, I don't know.
I would say, and like even when he has his problems with Beth, he tries not to like drag his kids into the situation.
Yeah,
Like, for the most part, he doesn't try to drag his kids into
Yeah,
it.
so
I
yeah,
would say
just
tries
leave-
his best.
He's still pathetic. Don't get me wrong, but like he
Oh,
does,
he is.
Very pathetic.
I'm not gonna deny
I
that,
would
but I
put him in-
mean in terms of being a parent, I'm like, yeah, tries his
I'd
best.
put him in like low trying their best.
I-
Like
I
lower.
think
Low
it's
try.
at least, yeah.
Yeah, he's lower than. We're not doing like the official like thing yet. This is just like general.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
But like I'm just doing this to be an asshole. But like
Terrible.
here's Finn's dad, Marty Merton.
Oh, good
Terrible.
lord.
Terrible. Terrible.
I would
Um,
say that he's worse than Cotton.
Terrible.
I would say here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Finn
They
lost his
do
arm
give
because of him.
No, here's the thing. They do give a flashback that shows that he was a genuinely decent dad at one point. He did care about Finn, and the reason that Finn's even alive is because basically, like when he was fighting that giant colossus
True.
thing, he basically
True.
threw him to ooze so he wouldn't die. And even then, it's heavily implied that the reason he's like this is because he got
Brain
a
damage.
brain injury. So
I mean, he literally punched a Colossus robot thing in the head, which then blew up at point blank range. So yeah, he definitely had brain damage.
Okay. All right,
Yeah,
that
and
beat
then-
is that beat it is.
yeah, he's not a great dad, but like, but at the end of it is implied that he does care about Finn.
It's just a shame that he's it's just a shame he's psychotic due to the very obvious brain injury.
He's a sociopath. That's his problem.
Sociopath, yeah. So not his fault.
Okay,
R.I.P. Finn.
Goofy, specifically
Aw.
Goofy.
Papa Wolf.
top of the
Top of
the
Wolf,
line,
yeah.
boy.
Like,
Top
I'm
of the
not gonna
line.
lie, I saw this tier list. The minute I saw Goofy, I just went, "Aw, yeah, he definitely deserves at least Dad of the Year, if
But
not."
here's the question: do you think Goofy would throw hands for Max?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I mean, Kingdom
Go-
Hearts. I mean, I know Max
Bro.
doesn't exist there, but I have no problem believing that if Max was there and was getting attacked by Heartless or whatever, Goofy would throw hands.
Goofy
Goofy
listen,
wouldn't
I'll say
even
this
need
about-
a shield. He'd just
Goofy-
be like, he'd make square
Goofy
up.
is a part of the damn trio. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy has all tossed hands. They can't be a
Yeah.
part of the trio if they have never tossed hands.
Man,
Yeah.
he's part of that big three. He's part of the big three.
Is that they toss hands? Like I mean, out of the three, yeah, Goofy's not going everywhere tossing hands like Donald and Mickey are doing these days. But like,
Donald throwing hands.
Donald's throwing hands.
Donald got
Donald-
Black Air Force energy.
Donald-
I ain't playing.
Donald
I
throws
remember
hands.
seeing-
Donald throws hands against his own will. Mickey throws hands for the sake of it.
Missed opportunity to have Tai Lung have one last moment with Shifu in the fourth movie. Yeah, the fourth movie didn't sound great from what I heard.
Yeah.
Dad of the Year. Hello, hey Sauron, how you doing? I forgot some of these characters existed. That's fine. Goofy is rad. Goofy is extremely rad and extremely goofy.
Goofy's rad.
Tails are real when he's
I know the
definitely
second
trained.
movie is like not as good as the first one, but bro joined extreme sports just for his son.
Oh,
like
yeah. Well, here's might be a hot take. I think Goofy may be tougher than Donald because Donald always feels the need to throw down. Goofy, he just chills. He's just kind of just chills.
Nah. Here's the
Well,
thing.
remember-
Donald was in the Navy though.
I was gonna say, remember in the second game though, like when I think Sora was about to get attacked by the Heartless and Goofy took the hit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Donald again. Donald. A lot of things with Donald is against his wishes. Because if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure Donald got discharged because like well, he's
Donald has PTSD.
Yeah,
So,
and then you gotta look at you just gotta look at his family and almost all that shit he's dragged into it. Like I one thing I think a lot of people did like about the reboot DuckTales is that it involved Donald more than it did in the original, since the original Donald's just like
because it was
later.
Yeah, it was following
And-
the comics, but
Yeah, and reboot wise, it's just like, yo, Donald was just dragged around, and it's like, yep, that's Donald Duck, all right. Bro can't catch a break. Like, yo,
I mean, the moon
Donald
was
got to
basically
fight
shot
for the
out
sake of his
cannon
life.
from the moon.
Mickey out here picking his own fights. Mickey just goes, "Oh, what's up, Pete?" And just toss hands. He gets stepped on, but like, you know what? Mickey tries his damn best.
I just feel like if Goofy saw somebody hurt this kid, he'd just be like, it would just be like 2 seconds, it'd be like a split second. He would just be like, all right, just immediately starts decking people. And Max
Goofy
was
would
looking at
start
him
swinging.
like, I didn't know he was like that.
Goofy the type of guy to fight one person 1v1 and then end up fighting 10 people by accident. Like he'll
I'm
swing,
just saying,
accidentally
you
hit
know
somebody else. And it's like, why I oughta, and then now everyone's fighting.
Gonna shut you up.
your dad doesn't have sex, Maxie. Your dad fucks.
I'll never forget that comic.
That was the
Oh, that
funniest
comic.
shit.
was hilarious. That was hilarious. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. Let me find this stupid thing.
You're adding another dad?
Yeah, I forgot to put Donald on here.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have us guess it again.
Yeah, well, I'll figure that out later. It's fine. Okay, Triton.
At the very least, try their best.
Can we go with another Disney? Can we go with another Disney? Can we go with another Disney racist once again? Where we had to look at this man. Damn, Disney dads really got whole racial issues, don't they? Disney dads always looking at anyone of a different racial species with a side eye, like, I don't know, daughter. I don't know.
Okay, though, so.
I mean, yeah, he gave him his blessing. That was nice. He's a good dad.
He gave him his blessing, but again, he was a fish racist, which is the worst kind of racist. But
yeah, he's generally a good dad. He just didn't want Ariel to like have anything to do with the surface, like at all. Like I know that's so it was. I know it's so touching, and what he did to her was messed up. But he felt bad for what he did to Ariel. So it's not like he took glee in it. He didn't go in his room and go, "I'm such a good parent." That discipline was top 10. But he generally felt bad about destroying her stuff. But to him, it was like that's the only way to keep her safe.
Also, something to remember: she's 16, so yeah, so she's still kind of really young.
I mean, just look at her early in the movie. She was chased by a freaking shark. I don't blame Triton for being overbearing and protective.
Okay,
American. Almost got flounder killed, Ariel.
Fuck. Okay.
All right, we got here.
American Dad, American Dragon Dad.
I don't remember.
I
don't
remember him.
I only remember him, honestly.
Okay. I'm gonna put him in like Papa Wolf for one reason. The dude literally fought a Yeti to protect his son and won.
Fair point.
I do remember him fighting, and I remember him being a good dad. So that's all I really know. Like I don't remember ever being like.
Here?
Okay, I can see to your
which
wisdom.
one?
Wait, what? Hang on.
Sauron's here?
Oh yeah, he's
in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the chat. Hang on. I gave him like a thing. You're not showing up on the thing here.
He's not.
Yeah, he's not showing up on the thing. Are you like connected, dude? You can join in. I don't care.
It could be StreamYard. Could just be StreamYard.
No, I'm not seeing him in the waiting room in StreamYard.
Yeah, because this should hold 6. You should be able to join.
Well, he says hey. So
I gave him a link, so he should be able to.
And maybe just tell him to like redo the link, I guess.
Yeah, try doing the link. There he is. There he is. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hi,
Sailor, this is an asshole. Asshole, this is Sailor.
My asshole.
That is Lord Asshole to you. I don't know where you're getting this behavior of not including the title.
Yeah, title.
Oh, hey, congratulations on your deal with Lego. I saw they got your tower thing for like $300 or some shit.
They stole my rights. They stole it. I didn't tell them to charge no $300. The deal was make it affordable.
Oh,
I mean, it's a Lego set based on an IP. It's going to be $300.
No, see,
no cheaper.
The real scam was gonna be the ring. The ring made out of Legos was gonna be the $300 item.
I mean, like
I saw that damn.
It was like 80 something, but then they had to like mark it up for inflation. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
I saw that damn. I saw that Zelda set, and I was like, "Yay!" And then I saw the 300 price tag, and I closed my eyes and said, "Ah."
Yeah, that was me with the tower. I was like, "Oh man, I gotta get this." And I saw the price, like
$300.
I'm so glad I haven't had that draw it back into Lego. I'm so glad I've never once been like, oh, I kind of want to buy some Legos.
Loves Legos.
I ended
See
up
Lego
buying
prices.
the Ornithopter from Dune, and I still haven't finished it yet. I got like half of it built.
Okay, let me
What?
see here.
When I'm rich, that's gonna be my hobby. Lego.
Phineas and Ferb's dad. I forgot it. I'm a bit tired. I forgot his name.
I mean, he's pretty good, Dad.
I was gonna say I barely remember him, so honestly, I don't blame you there.
Lawrence Flynn. That's
all
his
he
name,
ever
I
did.
remember now.
All he ever did was pull up, be supportive, and leave.
Yeah, basically.
So, at the very least,
Maybe-
Dad.
Would I consider him deadbeat? Maybe.
His
I mean,
his
it's
daughter
not that
runs
hard
in
to just go
saying,
in and be like, "Hey, kids, do the thing," and then run off.
He's like, hey kids, what are you doing? Oh, we're building a nuclear warhead. Oh well, then have fun.
yeah,
Listen,
his
exactly.
daughter
bro,
runs in
bro,
saying, Dad, they're making-
bro married a woman who already had a kid. That ain't no deadbeat to me.
That is
Yeah.
true.
he's the dad.
I mean,
who
to be
steps
fair,
up.
he already had a kid too, so
Yep, and he didn't abandon none of them. That's a good dad.
That is
Yeah.
What are you
true.
boys up to? Hello, boys. Always so
Hello,
jolly and
boys.
shit. Hello, boys.
let's not waste time here.
Mr. Incredible.
Put his ass up top.
To the top.
Yeah.
He needs to be in
Put him
top
up.
tier.
He's scrolling.
Yeah.
He's scrolling.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
really
he's scrolling.
He got Papa Wolf in the second movie for
That
sure.
speech of "I'm not strong enough" is already more evidence than we need.
Yeah, that's top tier.
Mm-hmm.
He loves the damn kids. He loves his boys. He loves his daughter. He loves Spam.
He loves his kids. He loves his wife.
I mean,
Bro was just- he was just going through a midlife crisis, that's all.
When your wife is Elastigirl, like
I mean,
I mean,
Also, can I just say something? Just like a quick side tangent.
sure.
The irony is not falling off of me that we have me, Edgy, Bags, and Slim. We all know what we all share, and yet here we are discussing fathers.
bruh.
yeah, that's pretty ironic. Yeah.
I kind of feel like Nathan Explosion at this point, and I would be saying, "My dad's great. I love my dad."
No, because earlier someone
Wait,
was like,
I'm pretty sure Edgy's dad is still around.
Yeah, mine is alright.
"Oh
He's
damn,
cool.
damn."
Mine's is around, but like that's it. He's just around.
Oh.
He's somewhere. I don't know where he is. I
last
called him
time
earlier.
The last time I talked to my father was at my grandfather's funeral 3 years ago, and
Yeah.
even then it was a brief conversation.
Sorry, man.
No,
Everyone
it's
else-
fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that-
Like I said before, that side of my family's full of drug addicts and alcoholics, and even they don't like them. So,
That's saying something.
Right?
and not
Don't
even because
blame-
he's a drug addict or an alcoholic. It's because, well, he's an alcoholic, but that's irrelevant. It's just because he's a lying douchebag. That's all it is.
Ugh,
I don't blame you.
Oh man.
Fisher is dad of the year. Let's see here.
Who?
Who?
There's a lot of these characters I do not remember. Like you pulling up, it's like,
Then
huh?
why the fuck did you join the stream, you asshole?
Well, it's simple.
I want to feel important.
Well, I was gonna say I had nothing better to do, but
Oh.
All right.
Who's
This
that
is the
next? Who is that?
that's the
Who is
dad
that?
from Luca, and he's actually a really, really good dad.
Oh yeah.
I have to take your word for it. Like I did not. I did
I'll
not
take
see
your word
Luca.
for
The
it.
picture
Yeah.
was kind.
Well,
the picture
okay,
was
like
the picture was
like,
tiny,
here's
so I didn't recognize him.
here's
He's a
here's
good
the thing,
dad.
like
Man,
he's a really
Oh,
good
very
dad.
good dad.
Like he literally like raises his daughter by himself. He's genuinely really nice, kind, and like when his daughter and like the other guy's like twink boyfriend go off to like go off to college, go to school together or whatever. He adopts like the other kid for himself, and like he's genuinely very patient and
Alberto.
responsible with him.
Okay.
Alberto, yeah.
yeah, he adopted.
And look,
He takes in our Bocho.
no, and like
Alberto.
and like here's the thing. When I first heard about Luca, people say, "Oh, but these two are so gay for each other." I'm like, okay, it's just Twitter being Twitter or whatever. And then I watched the movie, like, yeah, they might be gay. they might be gay. They might be gay. I'm sorry.
I love.
Like, I'm not even trying to be like that guy.
Slim said-
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, didn't
anyway.
like the lead, like the actual writer, kind of say no, they're not. Like that's not
Yeah,
what
I
that
know.
is.
I know they're not like officially, but like if you see how they're written together, especially with Alberto, like
I didn't think that, but I understand it. That's what I will say. I didn't think they're getting
I
a
don't
movie,
condone this
but I
behavior,
understand it.
but I understand.
Once-
Exactly,
oh, sorry.
I understand. I understand why people. I understand. But it was one
Okay.
of Pixar's like most wholesome movies in a while, so it was pretty wholesome. And yeah,
yeah,
he,
it was
he
the
was
best
generally a
Pixar movie I saw
a
in a
good
while.
dad. He was one of the people that wasn't even shocked when he found out like they were like actual
Fish people.
sea creatures. Yeah, like
Kind of go with that too. I mean, some context with the guy. I mean, he had a massive. I'm not sure hate boner would be appropriate to say about this for many reasons, but he definitely was not a big fan of the whole idea of mer people. And then when he found out that the two
Yeah.
boys were mer people, he was like, "Okay, bigotry out the window. I'm going to protect these kids like they're my own
out the
puppy."
window.
Although
Because
I
it
will
was
say,
it was more so
just
like
to-
it was more so just learned bigotry from just being in the town, because the town just has the whole idea of like, yo, the mer
And to
people,
be
they're
fair,
dangerous. They will get
it
you. So,
wasn't even necessarily mer people. They thought it was sea monsters.
well,
Oh,
also
yeah.
I will say this just to play a little devil's advocate: humanity first.
Yep.
So I understand his feelings of like, yo, man, these sea creatures, they don't belong on the land.
Also, by the way, you think he like lost his arm to a sea monster or whatever? Oh no, he was just born with it. Like he was just born with
yeah,
it.
he was born. Yeah.
Maybe he was born with it. Maybe it's a sea monster.
Okay, it's a somewhat complicated one. Jack Fenton.
I would put
I
him
think
with
he's a good
try-
dad.
I think Rad Dad. I was gonna say try your best, but I think that's selling what he does short.
I mean, like he
I
protects
think
his
he's a
family
good
or
dad
whatever, but
because
when it
like
comes to like
He's a goofy dad. That's essentially what it is. He's the goofy dad.
well, okay, I'm trying to think because like on one hand, yeah, he's kind of goofy, embarrassing, and clumsy, and kind of an idiot, but like at the same time, he does like discipline Danny properly when he does things wrong, and like yeah. Again, I think it's like cartoon dad writing. They just made him more stupid as time
It's
went on. But they
cartoon dad
did.
writing. Because at the time he was Goofy Dad, and the Goofy Dad is literally what Nickelodeon was just kind of doing at the time. But for
I
Goofy
mean,
Dad, he
everyone
was a
does
good
the
dad.
goofy dad.
Yeah, but as Goofy
But,
Dad's
like-
come, he was pretty deep. He loves his wife. He loves his kids. He didn't. He
Again,
wasn't
that's
aware
not.
of his
That's not.
social
I mean,
That's not
to be
hard.
fair-
That's not hard when when you have a baddie for a wife. I'm sorry.
I'm about to
like,
say,
he
to be
brings-
fair, if I had that
Hey,
wife, I love
hey.
her too.
Hey, some people got baddies for wives and they mistreat them.
That is true.
Tragic.
I'll put him in
Tragic.
low rad dad for now. I still think he should be high. Try their best. but,
He's
like, I'll put
definitely
him
in
low.
that bar between Rad Dad and Tried Their Best. I think he is the line.
I put him in Rad Dad because without him, Danny would have never gotten those rad powers. Ew.
Ayo.
Yeah, because he was too
That is
stupid
a
to turn the switch on. That's it.
Hey, Danny shouldn't be touching shit that don't belong to him.
Right?
True.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
Danny
kid.
did just like.
What are you
What
talking
is
about?
dumbass
That-
doing down there?
Actually, no. It ain't even Danny's fault. It was Sam's. It was
In
Sam's
Danny's-
fault.
In Danny's defense, he literally saw the potential for a comic book superhero origin, and he took it. We
No,
all
not,
should
it, no,
like
it's
that.
not
Bro
even
said-
that. He didn't want. He didn't want to
Bro,
look
I'm gonna be
into it.
Spider-Man.
It was Sam. It was confirmed in like the flashback. Like, yeah, Sam pressured him into doing it. So yeah, Sam's also responsible for that because Sam's a fucking cunt.
I mean, nah. Hold on. Danny's a grown ass man. Danny's a grown ass man. Danny's a grown ass
Well,
man.
teenager.
Sam pressured
Grown
me.
ass man, 15 years old, grown ass man.
What you gonna do? You're gonna give your son leeway because Dad, you don't understand. My friend pressed me to do cocaine. Nah, you're full stupid.
Nah.
Hey, Danny, I dare you to go into the ghost machine, bro. Danny's dumbass. Okay,
Dad, all my
Sam.
friends were doing it. I just wanted to be popular.
Wait, what's going on
He's
in the
lucky.
chat? Hang
He's
on.
lucky he turned to a ghost boy. That nigga could have just died.
Yeah.
Mine's gone. Yeah, sorry to hear that. Park the John. My
Imagine,
dad
he,
isn't alone.
imagine he came out as like a Lich King.
Well, if
Just
the
pure-
machine went
I mean-
wrong and
I
Danny
mean,
just
like,
didn't
that's-
get
I mean,
those powers,
That's basically like a fucking Dark Danny. What you think about it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if it like some evil ghost just possessed his body? Like fucking, what's the dude from Ghostbusters 2?
Or
Oh, yeah, that would've been
or
funny.
straight up Danny just straight up just died. Just straight up ash, nothing left.
Well, that's
Just-
like a
got
fan
cold.
theory that the reason he's half ghost is because he technically died and like the ecto particles or whatever brought him back to life.
And it is
Um,
canon that the ghosts
yeah.
are dead people.
Well,
I
kind
mean, listen,
of. It's
I
like
mean,
there's
there's
well, like
DNA.
I think Maddie said that there are two variations of ghosts: ghosts that are like apparitions of dead people, and ghosts that like embody certain aspects of nature. There's two types of ghosts like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on to Phil from Hey Arnold.
Peak.
Granddad.
Nah,
I
Like,
like
he-
him. I love him.
He
Got a
is
good
like
gut.
the textbook example of like a grandparent who raises their son's kid.
I mean, like, yeah, Arnold isn't his grandson. That's his son. Like, I'm sorry, it's his son.
Right?
That's my boy.
I put him in
And-
Dad of the Year.
No, I'm putting him in Papa Wolf because
Okay, I agree.
definitely throw hands. Phil definitely
I
throw
agree.
Him and his wife. Him and his
Uh-huh.
wife do hands for Arnold.
Like I
The
remember.
government. Oh yeah,
I
that was
love.
definitely.
Speaking of which, I love how this man absolutely hated Kakashka. He fucking hated Oscar with a passion.
I mean, to be fair, it is Oscar Kokoschka.
He literally thought he died and said, "Oh, I must be in heaven. Oh no, Oscar's here. I'm in the other place."
That is cold.
I mean, like, damn, I'll be like, damn, nigga, am I that bad?
That's called on site.
That's professional hating. That's the kind of hating I'm trying to be.
Right? That's the kind of
That's some next
grandparent.
level hating
Especially
right
at that
there.
age.
I had to be this kind of hater. Puts on suit.
Okay, Kim
I'm not-
Possible's dad.
If I'm not hating on that level, I'm doing something wrong.
I don't remember
Kim
her
Possible's dad?
parents being important in that show.
I'm
I'm
about
about to say, was he that important?
I
Yeah,
know
he
he
They,
had beef.
they were there often.
I know he had beef with Draken, and that's all. I
Well,
really
no, it
remember.
wasn't really beef. Like him and Draken went to college together.
But that's what I mean by beef.
Yeah. He was a good dad. He was a
I
good
love
dad.
how
That
Draken. No, go ahead.
I was
I'm about
gonna
to say, like,
say
I
he's
love
a
how
good dad that
Draken-
understood. Oh shit! Sorry.
No, I'm about to say, it's funny how Draken never put two and two together. She's like, you really didn't guess that my dad was possible. Like, it's a very common last name. It is not a common last name. How do you not know?
Also, in this day, okay, I don't know if this is a positive or a negative, but both him and his wife allowed their daughter to just, I don't know what she was. I don't know if she was a secret agent or
No,
mercenary.
She was basically a mercenary who didn't get.
But
paid
it's
for
like,
it.
why are you letting your 16-year-old daughter do this? She didn't even have a
Because
driver's
she's
license at
a-
the start of the show.
She's a possible.
Also,
That's the
here's,
answer.
also, here's the thing. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Like him and his wife thought like Kim and Ron were fucking. Like, I'm sorry. Like, there's no, like, no, they were too casual with the
The whole
adult.
school thought it.
No. Like, there's
Well-
no way this man was just that casual with this 16-year-old hormone crazed boy just being up and like sleeping over in their house. Like, there's no.
Well, you gotta remember. You gotta remember. And this is what I was gonna bring up. You gotta understand his strong points as a character. His dad, her dad was good at just always understanding like people. He always knew whenever his sons were up to antics somehow. Like, he just knew when his boys were about to do something stupid. Even before they did it, he's like, "Boy," he's still like, "Hey, dad always ahead." He
No,
always
there
knew.
was-
He knew like these kids. Like he knows Ron. He's like, Ron wouldn't try it. Ron wouldn't try
No,
it.
like,
Because like, even when Ron, even when they went to the dance and Ron, you gotta remember when he had the dress and
yeah,
like
like
when Ron
it,
went downstairs and he was like he was side eyeing Ron. Do you remember he was side eyeing Ron?
no.
He wasn't too chill about it. He gave him the side eye like.
He saw Ron's jaw drop and then he picked it back up. Ain't no dad in the world that casual about that unless
He told
I'm telling you, what
that boy to
happened
come back
was-
by 8.
is one of the two things happened. Either A, he thought Ron was gay, or B, he was just like, you know what, I'm fine with this kid being my son-in-law. One of the two.
Nah, he He knew because at the end of the day,
He-
as a dad, you just gotta sit there and accept that one day you
I'm
gotta
talking
make sure your daughter just
I'm
finds the
talking
right boy.
initially.
You gotta make sure
Initially,
you gotta
might
make sure
have
he's
thought
got.
that, but as time went on,
He-
he was just like, "Oh, he's a good kid."
He understood that he was like, yeah, she ain't doing better than Ron. Thank God, holy shit. As a dad, that's
I
the
think
best
the
feeling in
dad
the
was
world. Where he's
doing
like,
the
oh,
he seems nice
he found someone
thing.
good. Thank heaven. The best feeling in the world is knowing your daughter found the right guy. Like that's right there, reassuring. Boom, done. Like a guy like Ron, you can rest easy. It's like, oh,
But
he's gonna treat my daughter like a princess. Oh, thank God. Thank
Ron
goodness.
is, no offense to Ron, he's kind of a loser though.
Hey,
Listen,
we don't
listen,
tolerate
listen.
Ron.
He's still
All
at the end of the day,
slander in
he's a
this
good
house.
goddamn. He is a good goddamn man. That shit is more important than like most of
At the end of
most
the
other
day, he
things.
won. At the end of the day, he won.
Also, he's like he knows monkey magic martial arts, so that's a plus.
Not
Yeah.
on purpose. That's just like Super Saiyan shit. It came by accident.
It's still more power
Doesn't
than
matter.
the average
It
man.
doesn't matter. He knows it. That's all that matters.
He's one step closer.
Name
He's
name
one step
name 10
closer
people
to
in your
becoming
life
Goku
that
than the
knows
rest
monkey
of us.
magic kung fu.
He's one step closer to becoming Goku than the rest of us.
Oh no.
Okay, let's see here. Marlon.
Mm,
Bro
I
didn't even
know.
get the chance.
Oh,
His kid died.
Kind of fish.
Okay. So whatever's
Okay.
the second highest one, because like, yeah, he wasn't like true. He was too protective of his son, but he still crossed the entire freaking ocean to
Nah,
find him.
you know what? I'm putting him in Papa Wolf simply because he went up against a fucking shark to find his son, dude.
Three
I'm
sharks.
sorry.
I would say that combined with the distance he traveled just to find him. Yeah, no, Marlon is
Wait,
probably
wait.
Papa Wolf of all Papa Wolves.
Even
missing the most important
even
fact.
in the
We're missing the most important fact that he put up with Dory the entire trip.
he did.
Yep. even
Like,
even
a
in
lot
the
of people
even
have
in
been
the
like,
beginning
no,
of the
no,
movie.
No. Let's put it real. He dealt with Ellen DeGeneres for an entire journey. A lot of people would have been like, you know what, fuck my son. Fuck him.
Yeah, yeah, he's not worth it.
He should
He
have
ain't
got
wrong.
caught.
He ain't wrong.
Even in the beginning, he technically fought that damn fish that killed all his kids and wife. He tried at least.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to give that
Right.
to him.
Yeah, he
Okay.
tried.
Professor Membrane from Invader Zim.
Hmm.
Ever since the movie, I would definitely put him in like Dad of the Year.
I don't know. I want to put him in Deadbeat because like I know the context of the movie or whatever, but at the same time,
Well, yeah, the rest of the show, yeah.
yeah, but like he's just so neglectful. Like he really forgets he has kids half the time. I'm sorry. Like even when the movie
True.
tried to like kind of retcon it, no, I'm sorry. He like forgot he had kids half the time. He's not and the worst part is like this is weird because it's not like out of like malice or anything. It's out of apathy. The dude just kind of forgot he had kids.
He was busy with scientific research. There was an alien amongst them. He had business.
Yeah, business.
I'm also gonna put him here. He was just so neglectful. He put his work first. I'm sorry. And to be
He saw the
fair, like
robot hand.
Zim and Gast kind of took care of themselves, but still.
Yeah,
I just really like him as a character. I just really like him.
not
He's
scientifically possible.
still funny.
Not scientifically possible.
What about Chaz?
I think Dad of the Year.
He was a good dad. He was a good
I'd
dad.
say Rad Dad or Dad of the Year.
I'd say Dad of the Year because he's a more consistently good parent than the other like parents in the show. Like he
Mhm.
really
He was
is.
literally a single father for a 2-year-old baby. Like that is a commitment right there.
And
he
he became a stepdad later on.
And he got a Japanese baddie for a wife.
That's true.
Hell
Went
yeah.
all the way to Japan for it. He did
Who was
the average
also
sailor
a mother.
journey.
He was also a mother.
Had
Like,
a
literally
Godzilla and everything.
Just this Asian baddie I picked up by being my goofy ass self. Like just
Yep.
let me see here. Monty Uno.
Man, if we're talking about the movies giving the, well,
I said
even
the
before
movie
the movie,
puts him in like higher.
well, because even before the movie, he was just like silly dad, not a bad dad, but just a silly dad.
All he
And then
ever
even
wanted
the
to
movie with
do
more
most of the time was spend time with number one. That's literally all he wanted to do most of the time.
yeah, I just wanted to spend time with this. Like that automatically puts him in like Dad of the Year territory. But
Like it was
the
number
fact
one
that-
who was always too busy to hang out with him. Like
Yeah.
But here's the thing: when it's revealed that he not only was he number 0, but like number 0 deliberately wiped his memory so he could stay a good dad. Yeah, that's Papa Wolf all the way. I'm sorry, that's just going right there.
Yep.
He's like, I literally sacrificed the best years of my life to be a father.
Yeah. And it's implied that the reason he does that is because like his dad was so terrible. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna be the best dad I can be.
Well, wasn't his dad grandfather?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his dad was
Yeah, okay.
grandfather. Yeah, number 1 is a shonen
Which is-
protagonist. He's
His
related to all the most
grandfather is
important
so
characters.
bad that even
Yeah.
father hates him. Even his own
The-
son hates him.
the damn
Who's also
reveals
an
was
evil
like
dude.
bro was- number one was unlocking all his lineage within the span of like days, and he was like, "My God."
I'm just surprised
Got
that the
sauce like
dad has
that?
more hair than the son does.
Oh, the guy in chat pointed out like Max Tennyson isn't on the Grandpa Max from Ben 10 isn't on this list. I feel like he should be.
Do we have Timmy's dad on
Tom.
here from Fairly Odd Parents?
Grandpa
I-
Max, Grandpa Max
I
put
guess-
children in
I guess
danger.
when I
not
when I
in
did
danger.
this, like all the image didn't download properly. I swore I put him in here. It just didn't.
Oh,
download
makes
properly.
sense, yeah. Because
How
I was
this
also
list is
like, where's
Grandpa-
Stu Neutron?
Grandpa Max was a freak though. Dude was clapping up alien.
Dude was
He was a
clapping
freak.
alien cheeks left and right. He was Captain
He was
Kirk
a
of his
freak.
time.
Yeah.
He was a freak. He put 10-year-olds in danger. Child endangerment laws would have this man arrested.
Yeah. Child Protective Services of a field day with Grandpa Max.
Wait. Isn't it that his children knew about his time as the plumber? Like the
They didn't know till like Alien Force, and then
okay,
they
never
found
mind,
out.
never mind.
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
Well, no,
Yeah.
because I know Gwen's
in the
dad
parents'
knew
life,
that
then-
that his mom was an alien.
Yeah, that was. I think that was like a retcon. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Alien Force did have some retcon moments, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of those.
some
It
retcon moments.
I just remember that scene being unintentionally funny when
Listen, I'm being generous.
Each-
here, and I just-
each series went into
to
like
be
their
fair,
own stuff
to
that
be
didn't
fair,
work.
to be fair, I still would with that same alien chick.
which one are we talking about?
Right.
The one from the original show?
The one that Max.
The,
Yeah.
the one that was like all energy and purple and stuff with like looking like Starfire.
Oh, the grandma.
the grandma. Yeah, she can still get it.
Damn.
I just love the part
Ben walked
where
out.
Gwen's dad is just
It's the
like, your
famous.
grandma's an alien, and he just says it so casually. Like, yeah, your
Mhm.
grandma, you're like a quarter alien, Gwen. don't
Quarter.
ask.
Yeah.
Like a
Quarter
quarter.
and a half.
Ben,
I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's how that
Now-
works. If one of your, well, no, actually, no, wait a minute, because if you're the direct descendant of like a human and an alien, you're half alien, and then you have a kid with a human. Yeah, she's like a quarter alien, like a quarter or something.
Like that.
Game of Power. I actually agree with you. Alien Force. I stopped. I got like most of the way through. I think the first season of Alien Force, and I was like, okay, I can't.
I
anymore.
stopped
This
watching
is
Alien
bad.
Force the minute they retconned the whatever those knights were. Like, because I know because they were like the season finale, series finale villains for the original series, and then when they show up in like Alien Force and they're just like a watered down version of what they were, I immediately was like, no, come on, they were the coolest thing in that original series.
I remember
to be
getting
fair,
annoyed when they
to
brought
be fair-
Vilgax back, and it's like, what the fuck did they do to his design?
Aside from Vilgax was
Yeah,
the coolest
to be fair, like you could argue like Ben completely obliterated the organization. They kind of had to start over.
Well, the king escaped, so like I just figured he would come back as something. But then when they showed him again, and it was like this is like a new organization, no reference to what came before. I was like, okay, this is a retcon.
Yeah, like Alien. I still like Alien Force and Ultimately. I know it has its flaws, but
Yeah, the Forever Knights. Thank you, the Forever
I mean, I
Knights.
don't think it's a retcon if it's it's kind of like what some said, like they have to just rebuild, like rebrand completely, like Ben to watch
Well,
this
I
shit.
I mean, it's a retcon because it just ignores what came before it. Like, could you explain it? Yes, but do they explain it? No. That's what annoys me.
Okay,
I
we
could-
got
like I said,
I was just-
we got Chad from Clarence.
I've never seen this once.
Yes,
I have
I've
no
never
idea.
I mean,
Yeah, neither have I.
I mean, he's pretty decent.
He was okay.
He's dumb, but he likes Clarence. He cares for him. He don't got him. He ain't his fucking kid.
He's a good stepdad. He's a good stepdad. I'll give him that. He's a good stepdad.
Yep. He could go. He could be the stepdad that eats Clarence gummy bears, but he doesn't.
Controversial opinion.
Speaking of men clapping alien cheeks, I see who we have next.
Yeah.
Greg Universe.
Okay, here's the thing.
The man himself.
I think he should be dad of the year. I know a lot of people
if you ignore Future, sure.
I
think everyone chooses to ignore Future.
Yeah.
I just pretend like the show doesn't the entire series doesn't exist. Period. Because I just find it annoying. But that's just
you find the fans annoying. That's probably
no. The show itself is just I just find it annoying. Like everything about it.
It's what it is.
I genuinely it's one of the few shows that's I genuinely dislike everything about it.
Real.
Okay.
Down to the art style.
Right, damn.
Down to the art style. I hate the whole.
All right, we get it.
Dumb. Just
you see, fuck my style.
Right.
No. What you don't understand is
story, fuck your characters, fuck your animation.
Yeah, I'm what Bex is saying unironically.
Here's what happened.
He pulled O'Reilly.
I
think they might hate him.
Reading a book. Then suddenly, Rebecca Sugar came into his house, broke through the window, came into his house, and shat on his floor. And he was like, ever since then, it was like, it's over. I would never like anything.
It's on site.
It's like a weird villain origin story.
Exactly.
It's definitely a origin story. I'll say that much.
I think he deserves
Greg
to be
is
dad of the year.
I wouldn't put him in dad of the year completely. I'll put him as rad dad because even ignoring Future, this nigga did do a lot of shit that respectfully is you kind of pawned it even off for a bit. To be honest,
here's the thing. People always say that, but that's not what happened. The Jim's like, hey, your son is literally half alien. We don't know what's gonna happen.
I get that part. I get that part, but he could still be more. I get the excuse, but at the same time, that's cool excuse.
And even then, remember the reason he is there. Steven goes to him to advice just as much as the Jims for advice. And even
he does,
then,
but he's a lot of times he really anytime some Jim shit happen, he pulls back hella easily.
Because they're fucking aliens, dude. What the fuck is he gonna do?
I don't care. I don't care. If you got the cojones to fuck one, come on now.
And even
you probably should have the balls to stand up to one.
Even then, here's the thing. Even when there is a serious threat, he still steps up. Remember when fucking Lapis happened, he ran his truck into her.
He should have been more willing to flex that I fucked your queen thing.
Well, actually, he did try that one time where one of the queens landed. I think
he saw Blue Diamond and he said, "I got this."
And everyone was like, "No."
He took some hair gel. He slicked back his hair. He opened up his shirt a bit and he said, "Hey, baby."
I heard you don't understand Earth. Let me give you a little lesson on how Earth works.
I heard you got a human zoo. Let me show you a real animal.
But no, for real.
The zoo.
He steps up. He helps Steven. Again, you can't really blame him because again, a lot of it's alien shit, dude. What the fuck is he gonna do? It's not a whole lot.
Slap a nigga. The fuck? Slap a nigga.
Did they get vaporized? Great idea.
If I'm clapping alien cheeks, I have no fear of them. That's the ultimate form of dominance to another species.
Vaporize and leave your son without a dad.
And even then, you gotta understand.
At least your son will know you went out like a G.
Steven can bring back to life. He'll be alright.
Aliens aren't as scary when you see them on all fours.
Amen.
No, I'm putting him in dad of the year. I
can agree with that.
He did the
you
best.
can leave his ass
there.
I know what you are, Greg. Oh, you're lucky we're ignoring Future, nigga. You're lucky we're ignoring Future, you bum.
And even if
you're
you
lucky, I ain't just decided on this list.
And even then, you gotta understand, Steven was just an asshole in Future. I'm sorry. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, yeah, Greg saying, "Oh yeah, you had a better childhood than I did," was a bit harsh, but like that's just bad writing. That's something Greg wouldn't say. And even then, like
everyone was character assassinated. That's the whole point of Future. No one was written like their character.
And even then,
Garnet, nope.
even then,
Pearl,
Steven,
nope. Amethyst, nope.
Steven was kind of cutting because he was like, "But you never took me to the doctor, nigga. You are half alien. Like, what?
He
Don't you
literally
understand?"
feels faster than Wolverine.
A bunch of men in black suits would have been like, "Hey, we need to take your son for a minute."
Here's what that caused an issue for me. The Steven universe does not give a fuck about aliens, so that kind of fucks up the whole like logistics of, oh my god, Steve, I couldn't take you to the hospital because you're a fucking alien. Meanwhile, the actual show, the U.S. government nowhere in sight. They don't give a damn, not a single shit.
Here's the thing. It's not even like like I can't let the government find out. It's literally like, oh yeah, you were literally never sick. You literally had no injuries because you kept healing so quickly. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do, my guy?
Nah, I get that, but school. It's still school. I don't like that he didn't put Steven in school because that one I do still go. Yeah, Steven not going to school is actually stupid. That makes no sense.
The gym said, yeah, we have to raise him at that point, so he can't even go to school.
That nigga is a dad. Slap the shit out of Pearl. The fuck? Are you the dad? Oh, the fuck? I'm great fucking universe. I say what goes to my son.
The system does suck.
Yeah, if Steven went to public school, he'd end up a lot worse than he already was. Anyway.
I don't care if he was at school. Character if you went to public school.
Oscar Proud.
Exactly. Send Steven's ass to school. The fuck? The little idiot.
I think Oscar Proud is in Rad Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
he's a better dad than the show portrays him to be sometimes, I think.
Especially because here's the thing. Proud Family has this problem where they have like this rule where Oscar can never be right even when he is right. He's always wrong even when he's right.
It got worse recently.
Yeah, and it got worse over the course of the show. So it's like, oh yeah, when he says like, hey, maybe we shouldn't let her go to a completely different random family's house unsupervised because we don't know who these people are. Oscar, you're just being ignorant. Like, no, that's a very reasonable fucking argument to make.
Or how about the thing where they locked their daughter out of the house and he didn't seem to be on board with it?
Yeah, and he just told her to go to Sugar Mama's house, like, and here's some money. I'm putting him in Rad Dad. He's a little lower. He's like next to Jack Fenton.
I think we can all agree that he's only lower because of poor writing rather than his characterization.
Oh
yeah, because like if you actually look at what he says, a good chunk of the time, he's actually if anything, him being a parent is the one thing he's kind of good at. Let's
top.
Yeah, that's not even.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hans Doofenshmirtz.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's top.
Top of Wolf.
Top tier.
He's the definition of just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
Just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're too evil to take care of your child.
Him and Bowser, I would say, are like the top examples of that.
Bowser?
Yeah, Bowser's a good dad, canonically.
Wait, no, you mean like Mario Bowser?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Mario Bowser.
I just wanted to make sure because I was like, Bowser.
Also, there's always a side tangent. It's always weirded me out. I noticed how Goof Troop has a slightly different design, and it's more like the classic Goofy from the original shorts, like a long time ago. And Goofy movie, which is stated to be like the same continuity as Goof Troop, he looks like more classic modern Goofy. It's weird. You notice that?
I mean, Goofy's design and Mickey Mouse designs, they shift a lot. So
yeah, but like it's just like this one. Like,
all right, guys, we need to speed along, man. It's almost
we're almost at 3 hours, and how many do we have left?
A lot.
Okay. Wait, hang on. Okay, let's go.
No offense to you guys. I know it's later for you guys than it is for me. Like, I'm gonna be up for a while, but I'm not sure about the rest of you.
I know I said this before on other streams, but it's like when you come to one of these streams, you know what you're in for, or at least you should know what you're in for.
Inside Out, Dad.
Also,
He's the dad, I guess. I don't know.
He's
Never
That's
seen
not
this one
true,
either.
Brad.
So
Wait. That's not
Normal.
Inside Out Dad. That's Lyle from
yeah, that's
Only
that
Place.
is Inside Out Dad.
That's
Yeah.
Riley's dad, yeah, isn't it?
That's Lyle from Only Place. You can't fool me.
Bro.
Oh god damn it! You got me there.
I mean, he's pretty cool. He's got his flaws, but he's pretty cool. I'll put him here.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Good dad.
Yeah.
I don't recognize this man.
Yeah, he's from Big
That's
City
Bill,
Dreams.
dad of the year.
He's
I haven't
dad
seen
of the
that.
year.
Actually higher because he fought for his damn kids.
Yeah,
That is
And
true.
and his wife's kind of a deadbeat, so like he's like, yeah,
His wife's the deadbeat. Bill's the parent that stepped up. Bitch got herself arrested for cows.
Does
What
anyone
an
remember
idiot.
the show? Anyone who knows the show, I'll give you
Replacements.
$5.
Wait,
Yes.
Replacement.
Isn't
Damn
that
Damn it.
Dick
That's
from
a
the Replacements?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a
Can't remember the lyrics, but the theme song is still stuck in my head.
You know why I remember this show? You know why I remember this show?
Todd
Why?
and
Because the
the
mom
Super
was a-
Spy mom.
The Super Spy Mom was a
The mom.
baddie. That's all I remember.
Figured.
Yeah, and then one of their
Figured.
friends was like a Tokyo like Japanese character, but it turned out to be fake and stuff like that.
I
That
don't
was
remember
weird.
that.
I remember that vividly, and I remember the ending being so weird. It was like, oh yeah, it was like, oh yeah, like turns out the guy who ran the replacement thing is like our long lost uncle.
Yeah, I'd say try his best to a rad
I'm
dad.
about to say Rad
It's a
Dad
good
because
place
he is
for him.
technically a
I
stepfather.
mean,
Keep that in
he was
mind.
literally a phone call dad.
but like
They
He-
literally called this man up and said, "Hey, we need you to become a father. No questions asked. You will remain the rest of your life with these children." And he said, "Say no more, fam."
Rad dad.
you get,
Rad dad.
Yeah, that's a pretty
You're
Chad
right. You're
move.
right. He's like, do I wait? I get a wife. What does she look like? And it shows her the back. Okay. Okay.
He was probably on the fence at first until they showed him the picture of who would be his wife, and he's like, "You know what? I've done
Yep.
worse
Sign me up. Where's the papers?
for the good of the country."
Rick Sanchez.
I was gonna say, I
Here
was
we
gonna
go.
say deadbeat, but then I realized, oh yeah, he like emotionally abused Beth
He's
horribly.
he's
in Beth.
terrible.
I-
He's not a
probably
terrible
one of the worst people
character,
on this list.
but
I have
as a
not
terrible
seen Rick and
father.
Morty past season 3, but of those 3 seasons, yeah, no, terrible is.
Okay.
He's
Yeah,
definitely
because, like,
terrible.
Because he used to be like deadbeat. He liked to used to care about Beth, but he like put her to the side. But like after season 2, he just kind of sees her as a means to an end. Like he's very open about like not caring about her.
Okay. 2 words. Space Beth. He's responsible for that. So yeah, terrible.
All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'm gonna be back in like 5
Alrighty.
Hudson Abmadir, Marceline's dad.
Deadbeat.
Yeah, he kind of just yeah.
He's a
Yeah, he's
deadbeat.
just kind of
Then again,
he's just kind of a
Then again, he's a
deadbeat.
demon. Am I surprised? He's a demon. He plays true to his
I mean,
nature.
like if anything, like that's probably best for Marceline.
Yeah.
Although he actually he might be in trying the best because he does care about her and does want what's best for her. He puts effort into it. I guess I'll put him here for right now.
Okay. A demon is a better dad than Jerry. That's just funny.
Right?
Listen,
Okay.
listen. You're right.
Okay, Mr. Krabs.
Eugene Krabs.
I would say Rad Dad. I remember him.
No,
I mean, like-
you also got to remember he's a major cheapskate.
Yeah,
Oh
he's a
yeah,
cheapskate,
but
right?
I'm just
But
looking
he
at it
was-
in terms of
but
being a
he-
dad to Pearl, though. I'm like, I remember him being at least there for some of the time.
No, he's
He-
there
he's
for
a
her and cares
cheapskate.
about her.
He's a cheapskate, and he gave SpongeBob like barely any money to Joel's Pearl party. But at the same time, he told SpongeBob, "If you mess this up, I'll kill you." Like, he definitely loves Pearl. He does everything for
put her-
Pearl except
I'll-
money stuff. But
I think
he does a
Try Your
lot for
Best
Pearl.
is a good. I think a high Try Your Best is a good.
Yeah,
ballot.
because he
Yeah.
does care
Kashi's-
about her and puts in the effort, but like it's just if he wasn't just a cheapskate, I guarantee you, like Pearl would be
Yeah.
a lot happier.
He literally does everything for Pearl. It's just that every time it involves the money, that's when he just can't let loose. Pearl will
hold up,
cry
wait a
a mile
minute.
away, and Mr. Krabs comes running a mile away to go. What's wrong, baby?
Put this into perspective. He didn't. He like puts in perspective. He stopped caring about money when he started dating Mrs. Puff, but not his fucking daughter.
That's true.
Yeah, but she's got all that going on. Remember?
Yeah.
Miss Puff does
We're not
got all
talking
that
about
going.
this or this. We're talking
We're
about
talking about
this.
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we all know where this man's going. We
Butt
all know.
pluck. Yeah. More like butt pluck, am I right?
More like
Put
bitch
this
ass
lame
nigga.
nigga.
Okay.
Put this
Here's
lame
the
nigga
thing.
where he belongs.
Should he be in terrible or deadbeat?
Terrible.
Terrible.
Just deadbeat.
He's terrible.
Terrible.
Like he actively
That's
shunned
deadbeat.
his son when he wasn't the image that you wanted him to
Ooh,
be.
you're right.
Literally-
You're right.
Listen. If
Okay.
my
You're
son
right.
came to me and said the sky was falling, I may think he's gone crazy. But guess what? The rest of the neighborhood ain't gonna know that. I'm gonna be sticking with my son. He says the sky is falling. The sky must be falling.
The problem with it is like the entire town was bullying him and he did nothing.
That was my issue too. Yeah.
That's terrible then. But hi, terrible.
Yeah, the whole town bullied his son.
Like
and he
probably
did
not as
nothing.
bad as
He told-
Clay.
He
but,
told
like-
he told his son straight up, pretend you don't exist. Pretend you don't. Imagine telling your child when the entire town is bullying him, pretend you don't exist.
Son, I need you. You see that nothing over there? I need you to be like that.
Pongo from 101 Dalmatians, like he's a literal Papa Wolf. I don't know what to say.
I mean, like he's literally a dog. So yeah, I can agree with that.
I can agree with that as well.
There's a lot of good fathers on this list. More
He's
than I
got that
expected.
dog in him.
The dog. Literally.
That was stupid.
Okay, Stoic the Vast.
Tried
Tries
his best. Tried his
Tried their
best.
best. He's
Tried
above
their best.
Triton in that regard. He tried, man.
Yeah, he definitely tried.
I
Like
put
you know,
him
it's just
above Triton at least.
Well, at least
Hiccup
he's
was a
better
tiny
character
little.
than Hiccup's
Yeah,
mother.
well, yeah, I guess like I could put Triton above. 'Cause,
Also,
like, the
he's
thing-
voiced by Gerard Butler, so that's feel like that's some perks.
But here's the thing. Like, you also got to remember, he also had to like take care of the entire clan too. It wasn't just his son.
Yeah, which is being
So-
attacked by dragons. So yeah,
Yeah,
and he's
he's
preparing
under-
his son, who's like a
He's got a lot going on. He's got a lot going on.
yeah.
Drew Pickles.
Um,
Lame nigga.
Yeah, I'm like he's not as good as Stu. Like I don't know if I should say
He's-
try his best or deadbeat.
I
but
mean,
he's,
if you look at his daughter and how much of a fucking brat she is,
I
mean-
cannot
mean,
call him a
like,
deadbeat.
yeah.
I cannot call him a
here's
deadbeat.
the thing,
So
because
try
like,
their
he
best.
does, he does care about his daughter. He does care about
Yeah,
her.
and if I'm being honest, if it was up to him, I don't think Angelica would be as spoiled as she is. It's definitely her mother. Where
yeah,
she gets
Yeah,
that
I think
from.
I could agree with that too.
Yeah, and he does
But he
occasionally
knows
punish her.
Angelica's annoying as fuck.
Like that one time, remember that one time she stole from Chaz? And
Mhm.
and he like said, "Oh, we're going back. We're going to apologize, and you're also getting no dessert for a week." So he can't put his foot
Oof.
down.
Yeah.
yeah. I would say he's more absent-minded than deadbeat.
No, I would say he's just kind of
Yeah.
like he doesn't have a spine. He's pushover.
Yeah,
It's spineless.
Okay, I'm
His
laughing.
wife.
Now,
I'm glad we put Chicken Little's dad in terrible. That's
oh yeah, that
Yeah,
was
Buck
like the
Pluck is-
unanimous.
Buck Pluck is fucking awful.
yeah, Buck was terrible.
Also, Billy's dad. The only memory I have of this guy being a father is him kidnapping his own son. Just to-
Right?
I think he's in. Is he in? I think he's in. Is he in terrible or is he in deadbeat?
I
Wait.
think deadbeat.
Wait, what?
he-
Wait, who are we talking about?
Billy's dad.
Billy's
Billy's dad.
Mandy.
Okay, this is gonna be a controversial opinion. I think he deserves to be in Rad Dad.
No.
He kidnapped his own son.
No.
Here's the thing. Hear me out. If you actually watch Billy and Mandy, he not only understands Billy, he tries to give him advice. He's genuinely nice to him. He doesn't really abuse. He actually does seem to care about Billy.
He
and
doesn't really abuse him. He only kind of abuses
He only
him.
kind of abuses
Well, it's
him.
not even. Well, like,
No, no,
again, it's not even.
I get where he's coming from though.
It's not like again, like it's not even like if he quote unquote abuses him, it's like his wife is more abusive to his son than he is. Like genuinely, like think if you think about it and watch Billy and Mandy all over again, I guarantee you won't find a lot of times where Harold's like a bad father. He's just an idiot too. He's just as stupid as Billy too. That's the only problem.
To be fair, I
still say he's not in good dad tier though.
Well, again, like I think about it. If he doesn't like abuse his son, he does give him advice. Although again, idiot advice, and he doesn't abuse him and genuinely loves him. I don't really think he deserves to be and try their best.
To be fair, I can totally see like
Billy. Billy is the
I can
clone
totally
of his dad.
see like
they're the same people.
I can totally see like some officers getting called to a park. I can see some officers being called to a park because some passerby saw a guy dressed as Bigfoot kidnap a child. They find the guy, and the guy has to explain, "I was just trying to pull a prank on my son, officer." And the officer being like, "Listen,
like
I get what you're going for, but don't do it again."
I'm putting him in low rat dad. Fuck it. I don't think he's that bad. I don't think he's terrible.
I put him in at the highest. I put him in trying best.
That's what I'm saying.
I would say try their best. Yeah.
At best, it's just a bad prank.
I'd put him in trying their best.
I think his only problem is he has the same amount of brain cells as Billy. That's his only problem.
And he kidnapped his son.
And again,
is it kidnapping if it's his son?
Yes.
Yes. Kids get kidnapped all the time from parental custody battles.
Again, it's not a parental custody battle. He was just chilling out and he just decided to grab him.
No, but Sailor's right though. Like parents can kidnap their own kids.
To be fair, if I could dress up like the Mothman and just terrorize my kid at night, I would do it at least once.
I would definitely do that. I would definitely do that once. You gotta
do it. Okay, I would do it on Halloween and then
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Well, I guess I put him at low.
Daddy, is Mothman real? No, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mothman is real, and he's a passionate lover.
What?
Mothman is the friends we made along the way, son.
Sailor, you got something you want to tell us?
Ridiculous, Watterson.
She saw that statue of Mothman with the fat ass, and she was just like perfect.
She is a white woman. So there's that.
Yeah.
No, that would be if it was Wolfman. Come on.
Richard Watterson.
I think he would be Rad Dad.
No, he's tried their best. He's tried their best. Because here's the thing, like I said, say what you will about Billy's dad. He's dumb, but he's not malicious. He genuinely cares about his son or whatever. That's fine, whatever. Richard can be outright malicious half the time and like gets mad. It gets mad when people call him incompetent when he's clearly incompetent.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but has he done anything malicious to his kids? I don't remember him doing anything malicious to his kids.
Do you remember the laziness episode?
Nah, fresh my memory.
Where he basically made his children do all of his chores for him by pretending that he was working all day, and Nicole came back and said, "Oh yeah, I can't believe he did this." You know, numerous times where Nicole's afraid of Richard like doing anything because he's so unbelievably incompetent. Remember that episode where? No, I'm sorry, Richard's not a great parent. He should be allowed to raise
Richard's a great parent, and then Slim's over here pulling out his cartoon Bible.
Hold on, wait a minute. I got the receipts.
No, he's not. Like again,
would you even want to move him to deadbeat?
Well, no, because he is there and does care about his kids and does try.
His dad's a fucking deadbeat.
He just doesn't try hard. That's his problem. He doesn't try hard.
Or sometimes he tries too hard. Remember that one where
he's incompetent and lazy. What the? Oh, I'll tell you. Okay.
Jake is interesting because he's a deadbeat, but not by choice.
I mean, those kids literally grew up fast as fuck. Like brother did not even like. I mean, you blinked and they were teenagers. Like literally.
Tried his best.
I guess I put try his best because like
would say
They
high
just-
deadbeat because even after they became adults, I tried to talk to him and like get advice from him, and he still kind of acted.
It was
kind of-
awkward. He
Yeah.
had trouble
Yeah.
connecting with them.
Yeah,
Like,
I
his
remember when
sons
they
grew up
hinted
and
like,
had
oh
jobs.
yeah, Jake's gonna get some character development. Nope, psych. No, psych. Yeah, he's not. No,
Yeah,
it's not
him
happening.
getting like they're like
Yeah,
they set up he's gonna be a dad. Everyone's like, oh wow, we're gonna see a whole new side of Jake. They grow up fast, so Jake is still just be with Finn. You're like, oh, okay then.
To be fair,
Like-
would you want Bender as a father?
Well, that's not Bender. Jake is he's close to Bender, but not quite Bender. He's close. I'll give you that, but he's not
Let's
quite
strap
Bender.
Edgy into a
Yeah.
chair and force him to watch Steven Universe.
Hilarious.
It'll be like the
Hilarious.
scene
I
from
would-
Clockwork Orange. Stop it, please! I'm begging you.
Slim, he's not a good father. I have the receipts. Have you guys ever
Yeah.
seen a Clockwork Orange?
Yeah,
Please.
I mean, I've just
No.
referenced
No,
it.
I'm begging you, please. I understand.
Let's put it
All
this
right.
way. Y'all, if y'all were able to restrain me, it's like y'all are probably gonna have some black eyes before that.
Why would
Nah,
I
you
restrain
just
you?
got-
I'd be helping you escape. Why would I watch? Why would you make
No.
anyone watch that?
Man,
Yeah.
fuck restraining. I have tranquilizers.
Yeah,
Nah,
like,
nah,
who
that ain't
said,
gonna be
like,
I'd
who
be
said anything about
careful with the
restraint?
use of restraining. Some people
Is
are
that-
into that.
Is that
2000,
Splinter?
yeah, 2012 Splinter.
Oh, wait, are we talking
We should have
Splinter
got
as
the
a whole, or
2002
that's-
one.
Wait, are we talking Splinter as a whole, or Splinter as in that version?
They're specifically
2012
2012
Splinter
Splinter.
specifically.
Oh, I'm about to say because if it's Splinter as a whole, he goes at the very top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, it's still
Very
2012, so it's definitely Papa Wolf.
You should put him as
Yeah.
Rad Dad
Big-
simply
big
because,
fool.
well,
If
he's
it
a
was the
rat dad.
2002 one, he would definitely be the top tier.
2012 one deserves to be here too.
I mean, in a way, they all kind of do because it's literally.
There is one that's not going to be there, and I put him on here.
Well, no, I was
Yeah.
gonna say he's literally a
I'm not a
rat.
big
He
fan
knows
of Danny
damn well.
DeVito Splinter.
He knows damn well those turtles aren't his, and yet he still taught them martial arts and everything.
I guess.
Yeah, he really had no reason to like raise
He had
them at
no-
all.
He had no reason other than the fact they all got touched by the
Well,
ooze.
in the original comic, he had a reason, but they don't
Yeah,
bring it
doesn't
up that
matter.
often.
He makes
Fred
skins, so it
Flintstone.
Yeah, because
I mean, Fred is
the
the-
original TMNT comic was a revenge story. He raised him so he could like take revenge on Shredder. But whatever.
Fred, he's
To
you
be
know,
fair, have you seen
That's
Shredder?
bad.
That man needs to be stopped.
That is-
Yeah,
I
Shredder
think-
is kind of a menace.
I think
I think Fred is
Rad Dad.
Deadbeat?
I think he's Rad Dad.
oh for a second I was about to say deadbeat. Oh, whoa. I was about to say whoa. Fred Flintstone
Yeah.
ain't no deadbeat.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen Flintstones in so long. Anything Flintstones related in so long, I can't really.
Yeah, say what
I
you
don't
will
remember.
about him, but he does spoil Pebbles. He spoils
Oh,
the
yeah.
crap.
Yeah,
out
he
of Pebbles.
does. I mean, he's a girl dad. That's what happens.
Yeah, he's not quite as good as Barney, but he does his best and usually succeeds. So, Rad Dad.
Yeah.
What about Caillou's dad?
Oh,
Anything that gave birth to anything that helped in the
Yeah,
creation of
literally.
Caillou, anyone who helped in the creation of Caillou needs to be condemned. I'm just saying.
literally.
Yeah, I'm with
Terrible.
Sarah on that.
If I
Terrible
still had,
man.
if I still had my orcs, they would find him and they would lynch him.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I mean, like he's pretty bad because he's an enabler.
What did I do to deserve this? Shows a picture of his son. You made this.
Look at what you created.
Look at what you've done.
Yeah, I guess
It's-
he's I guess. I don't know.
I mean, he does try, so I'll put him in low try. I'm sorry, I can't put him in terrible, but he's.
That's
a low
I mean,
try.
we are being overly harsh to a cartoon that probably had no intention of trying to be nuanced with writing.
Exactly.
I mean,
like
you can-
it's
you
all
can-
about Caillou too. Like it's literally all about Caillou. Like it's not about anyone else but Caillou.
I mean, you can be nuanced. You have like sorry. You have like Arthur that was nuanced.
I just remember that one meme from Arthur where Arthur tells his dad no bad jokes, and then the dad says, "With you in that suit, I don't need any jokes."
I don't think he
turns it around his kid.
I don't think he actually says that. I think it's just a meme.
I know it's a meme, but it's like I wish that was canon because it's hilarious.
I think there was a good ass meme. There was a joke in Arthur where he's like talking to Buffy's dad, and he said, "Hey, look at that S-car go," and he's like, "Hey, you get it? Hey, you get it, right?" He's like, "Oh, I get it. It's just not funny."
There's something that has that where I can't think of where it's from. It's like, oh, I get it. Oh, it's from the Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Oh, like, you get it? No, I get it. It's just deadpan. No, I get it.
It's just not funny.
Honestly, that's the ultimate roast to any joke is when someone says, "Do you get it?" It's like, "Oh no, I get it," and just say it deadpan and leave it at that. Nothing more.
Man, you put Flint's dad here. Flint's dad. Listen, Flint. You gotta think of Flint as your child and how this nigga like permanently locked his feet away for the rest of his life. And as a dad, you gotta deal with that shit.
I mean, he pretty much gave him free reign until he was like in mid-20s. I think he deserves to be like in Rat's dad territory for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he does. Because you know what? It's crazy. He could have easily did what Chicken Little Dad did. He could have just done that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and be like, my son is a loser.
He's disappointed in him, but he doesn't like disown him.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And even when he tells him like, "Hey, the food thing's getting out of control," he's not doing it because of malice or anything. He's genuinely concerned.
I don't know why, but now that you're putting him on the list got me thinking of the officer because I can't hear Flint Lockwood's name without saying it like the way the officer says it.
Flint Lockwood.
That's a good dad. Look at my son.
It's a shame. It's a shame they didn't get Mr. T back for the sequel, but Terry Crews is pretty good too. Terry Crews is a good replacement.
I can be like my son.
Well, I was gonna put him in trying their best, but like again, he's genuinely he's in Rad Dad. Fuck it, he's in Rad Dad. He's like up there.
He's in Rad Dad.
He loves his son and he tries and all that good stuff. All that gay shit.
All that.
Here's the other Splinter I was talking about.
What the hell is that?
What is that? That doesn't even.
That's
look
Danny
like
DeVito as a rat.
Don't you put that evil on Danny
DeVito. Danny DeVito.
Don't you dare put that evil on Danny DeVito.
So that's an insult. Apologize to Danny DeVito right now.
Yeah, this is Rise of TMNT Splinter, and you know how like the entire cartoon community says, "Oh, we're tired of the dumbass dad cliche." Well, they apparently like forgot that to suck Rise of TMNT's dick. So yeah, this version of Splinter doesn't even know their goddamn names half the time. He abuses them constantly.
Wait, Slim, you say animation Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, you gotta understand something about Twitter. I doubt the average Twitter user understands.
Oh, I'm sorry, animation community. Sorry.
I'm about to say, because if it's Twitter, father's behavior and Twitter go hand in hand.
And it's like the guy manipulates his children all the time to get what he wants. He abuses them constantly, forgets the names half the time. But then weirdly, like halfway through the show, they try to pretend like, oh, he always loved them and cared about them. No, don't try to pull that. You just threw that out of nowhere.
Terrible.
Well, I'll be fair here, right? I'll be fair here. I won't say they drew out of nowhere because at the end of the day, he still did adopt and raise them. Yes, he did it like a sloppy, terrible, dumbass job. And as time went on, you literally see it like, yeah, he just something happened where he just stopped caring completely.
To be fair, though,
he's definitely the laziest.
How many people have adopted kids just to get that? How many people have adopted kids just to get that government money?
Yeah, abuse with foster kids is really common for that reason.
Here's Here's the thing, though.
It is.
You know
but
how every,
he's
you know how
not getting
every
money.
other,
Yeah, but say he's not getting the
Yeah.
government money.
you know how
That's a good
every
point.
other, you know how every other continuity of the Turtles is always the same. I want to make sure that my my children are safe, so I'm teaching them martial arts or whatever. This version doesn't do that. This version didn't bother teaching them martial arts.
I would say terrible. Rank him as terrible.
They just watch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him as terrible. I listen. I got
I'll
bias
put
against
it-
Rise, but
I'm putting him in deadbeat. I don't care what you say. I'm putting him in deadbeat.
I don't mind putting him in deadbeat, but I can't put him in terrible because terrible. I can't put him in terrible because he's simply terrible would be
When
if they made it even worse. Like if he didn't even fight for his kids, he didn't do anything.
When you see who's in terrible, it's like that doesn't seem to gel.
Yeah,
Right.
he's not terrible. He's just a lazy deadbeat.
He's PG Peter Griffin. He's PG.
Yeah,
Peter Griffin.
he's a deadbeat because he has his own. He's a deadbeat because he has his own daddy issues, and by daddy issues I mean Shredder. So,
It's really stupid, guys. It's stupid.
Yeah, this is the only version where Shredder is his dad. So,
well, to be
I
fair,
don't
if
want
Shredder
to be
was
fair
my
because
father-
that's really stupid.
To be fair, if Shredder was my father, who am I kidding? If Shredder was my father,
Well-
I love it. I'd be evil.
Well, here's the thing. It's not even like Shredder became evil. It's like an evil suit of armor that corrupted him years ago. So it's not even like it's not even like the classic. Oh, I'm a petty motherfucker who wants to take out the Yamato clan. It's like-
Whoa! You're telling me Shredder in Rise of Team T isn't actually evil?
No, it's a suit of armor.
no, not really. He was
lame as
possessed
fuck,
by
I'm
like
sorry.
Whoa!
he was
Are you
possessed by
kidding?
dark
No,
dark magic.
I'm dead. I'm
you
dead
fucking
fucking
kidding me?
serious.
This is my
I'm dead
first time
fucking
hearing
serious.
In the finale, they fight Shredder together. They destroy Shredder, freeing his soul from the armor bindings and the dark magic, and him and Karai. Because no, wait, actually, he's Splinter's grandfather actually. Because Karai is Splinter's.
He's Splinter's ancestor. That's what it is.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
real
the
with you. I
bloodline
never
is
knew
the bloodline is Shredder, and then Shredder is the father of Karai. Karai is the mother of Splinter, and Splinter is the father of the Turtles.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I knew nothing about Rise until you've told me this, and I hate it. I hate
Yeah,
it.
Oh,
like-
wait till
like that makes me hate it
Yeah,
even more.
wait till you find out about Casey. It's great. It's
Oh,
great.
is that the one where Casey's a
Yeah.
chick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
Well,
it's
he
dead to me.
Well,
let's
technically,
be real.
technically-
He was
there's-
supposed to be a chick, and then Nickelodeon last minute said, we changed our minds. Instead, Casey's a boy from the future.
No,
So-
no. Here's the thing. I
Yeah.
really do that. I really do cash shade on that whole the studio asked for these changes. I call it bullshit. I think they had complete
Yeah.
creative control. I'm
I-
sorry.
This might be a hot take, but I do think there are.
No, I'm
some
not saying the
creative-
studio changed their mind. I'm saying the creators just went back on that because like
No,
they
that's what I'm
literally
trying to say is
kept her
that,
name a secret. They kept her name a secret for the whole show, and then in the last second is like I'm Cassandra Jones, and then when the movie comes out, it's like oh hey look this is Casey Jones. I'm like
No,
okay.
see, because that was
And
what I was
the
gonna say is I do
movie
think,
being in
like,
development for
bullshit.
and the movie and the movie
No. Let me just make this one.
the
point.
movie
I
was
just
being
wanna-
developed alongside. Yeah, the movie was being developed alongside Rise too, so it's like it's not like there was like a development black hole period between them. So it's like it
They knew-
was just wasn't necessary to do the whole Cassandra Jones reveal.
I just want to make this quick point. I do think, like, make no mistake, studio interference is a thing. It is something that's fucked over a lot of creators.
Mhm.
However, I also think it has become this, like, what do you call it? This easy crutch.
An excuse?
Some creators to just, it becomes this excuse for anything to go wrong. They can just say, "Oh, the studio."
Oh no! I
made us
agree.
do it. Where it's
Because
like, no,
anytime
you had a
anytime
bad idea, and you are afraid to just own up to it.
I agree because every time something bad happens in an animated show, people always clamor to, "Oh man, if only the studios."
Always the
Let's be real.
No.
Let's be real. Sometimes studios can indeed, in fact, get involved and fuck things up. But a lot of these are obviously just the fucking writers being ass. And not everything is the studio fucked it up. Not your favorite
Because
creators aren't all 100% perfect geniuses that craft a story you like. Stop
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that
I could say that
another writer
I was
from
looking at
Marvel
I was looking at like I think the latest thing I could think of that is absolute studio interference. I was in his Wish the other day, and I was looking at like the storyboard stuff and the original concepts and the animatics that they did have before the final product. And I don't know, Disney cooked that fuck out that movie.
Yeah,
the original was gonna be so much more fun.
The original premise was literally like, oh yeah, let's shove as many Disney characters as we can in one movie. That was the original premise.
Well, not really.
Sounds like a shit show.
That was the movie. The original premise was straight up just going to be an actual story about, Asha trying to defeat the evil king and queen. We almost had a fucking duo, Disney. You asshole.
No, I mean the original premise for the movie before like even the whole Asha thing. It was gonna say, hey, let's try to.
Oh, you mean before even concept stuff?
Yeah.
Like before. Okay, yeah. Of course. Yeah, but like. But yeah, like I was looking at guys. I was watching the animatic where it shows like the king and queen trying to, cook up a scheme against like the townspeople and try to steal the magic from like the wishing star, which was going to be a boy. And I was like, damn, this shit was funnier than the entire movie. What the fuck? Why did you cut this? I feel bad for the guy who had to animate that.
I really hate how like they try to make this like an origin for Snow White. It's really,
it's an origin for it's trying to be an origin for multiple things. And
well, here's the thing. The other ones were like kind of references or whatever. Here, like it was explicitly stated, explicitly shown. Yes, that is the evil magic mirror. Even though the guy looks nothing like the magic mirror, it's weird. Yeah. Anyway,
it's so weird because
Gru.
Gru.
It's midnight now.
Put Gru to the motherfucking sky. Top tier dad. Dad of the century.
This
Dad of the millennium.
This nigga went ultra instinct for his daughters, dude.
Bro dodged missiles and punched a shark. He punched a shark. But I still love the first movie. Like Gru's at first he did it for malicious intent, of course, but he was like, nope, those are my daughters. Square up.
Also Gru canonically fucks now.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. He has a baby. Good for him. An actual baby. This, good. Yeah, good. Good job, Gru. You're a dad. Hey, Illumination, age up the kids. I know you don't want to make new models, but Jesus Christ. They do not want to. They do not want to make new models for them.
I don't know why I put this on here.
I mean, he's a dad of 10 kids. He's like the daddest of all the dads here. Bro got like 11 fucking kids. I would put him in dad of the year. Bro tries his. For a dad, he unrealistically has enough stamina to handle all 11 kids who all have 11 different hobbies and 11 different lifestyles.
And 11 different issues.
Yeah.
And a reminder that they're all daughters.
Yep.
Except
and one of them is still a baby. And babies keep you up. So
not to mention half of them have gone through started. So that's gonna be fun. For about like a whole week, it's gonna be really fun in that house.
Really fun for Lincoln and the dad. Just like he's a good dad for what he has to put up to. Most men can't do that. I'll say that much.
Like they just walk to the bathroom. There's like blood everywhere. Like, God damn it! God fucking damn it!
The money they spent on the money you have to spend on menstrual products alone. That's your pockets are done. Your pockets are cooked. Yeah. They're fried. That's a whole budget in and of itself. 10 fucking daughters. Jesus Christ! I cry. I fall to my knees.
I come back to blood everywhere. What I miss.
Like we're talking about how like the Loud House dad has like at least 10 daughters, at least half of them have gone through.
Why did Sauron make me think of that one scene in The Shining where the blood just flows down the hallway?
I mean that's probably what fucking happens. Like at least like for the like 2 weeks of the Loud House house.
I'm just gonna say it here. If I ever had 10 daughters, I would kill myself.
Bro.
Yeah. I think that scene in The Dark Knight where. You know, in The Dark Knight where he tells the gangsters like, "Oh, we only have one slot open for our team, so we gotta try out." He breaks the pool stick and tosses. They're gonna make it fast.
Exactly.
Yep.
Only three of you are walking out of here. Make your decision fast.
Yeah, like 10 daughters are crazy. Luann is He's a better man than anyone I know because 10 daughters, man. Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't think I can even
And
deal with
those
10
mood
sons,
swings.
let alone 10
Yeah, I was
daughters.
gonna say, like, even if it was 10 sons, like, oh my
here's
god.
the thing.
That doesn't work,
with
son.
10
If it's 10
again, like I
sons, I'm
said-
physically getting beat up. I'm gonna get beat up
Yeah, they're just
somehow.
gonna
Like
gang up
physically,
on
I'm
you.
gonna get beat up.
No,
They're
here's
gonna
the thing.
gang up on me.
With 10 sons, again, you don't have to go through that you don't have to go through like a week and a half of that bullshit. I'm sorry. I'll take the 10 sons.
You don't, but you
can
also
deal-
got to go do hyperactive. You have to go do hyperactive boys, and when you have brothers, the hype is real. Y'all are jumping on each other, kicking each other,
Yeah,
punching each other.
I know.
and
I
that's
I
times
know.
10.
I have a brother.
To be
I
fair,
didn't have
Yeah.
siblings, but
Now
I had
imagine-
friends
now
who were-
imagine-
I had friends.
Now
and
imagine
we were
9 more
around.
brothers.
now to be fair, if I had a multitude of sons, there would be some Lord of the Flies going on there.
No, let's be
Oh, there
real. If
definitely
you
will.
had a,
There
if you had a
definitely
bunch,
will.
if you had a bunch of sons, you'd raise a fucking militia, you weirdo.
It
I
wouldn't
mean,
be a
yeah.
militia. It would be an organized army with official ranks and everything. It would not be a militia. Don't
Yeah,
The
undersell-
the oldest
It's
is
like, it's
Master
not a
Sergeant.
family at that point. You were just kidnapping child soldiers.
Okay,
Jesus, my army.
Give
Okay,
them all
Original.
Mandalore armor. Screw
Hugh,
it.
Hugh Test.
I don't
Uh,
remember Johnny
I mean,
enough to
I don't
answer.
remember him doing
I-
that much.
Here's the
I don't
thing.
remember him really
I-
being there.
Here's the
He was just
thing.
kind
No,
of
Yeah.
no, here's the thing. This guy more or less hates his son. I think
Yeah.
people forgot that. This guy kind of hates his son.
To be
guy
fair,
hates-
his son is Johnny. To be fair, one minute you wake up in the
leave
morning,
James
you
Arnold
see your
Taylor
son.
alone, all right?
This man has to risk the risk waking up, seeing his son 1 second, turning around, blink, turn back around, and all of a sudden his son's a woman. And you just have to sit there and go, "Why, Johnny? Tell me why."
Why'd you do it,
And
Johnny?
then,
The next
then
you
he's-
turn
and then-
around, Johnny's from a
Johnny.
fucking doppelganger. Like,
and then like you have like his fucking daughters who like destroy space and time every other Tuesday, and they just treat
Yeah.
it so casually. Like, yeah,
Yep.
I don't know, man. I think them like making the dog talk was like, I don't know why you have to keep that a secret. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, the
like
daughters
the-
be making WMDs in the basement. It's fine.
literally.
It's
Oh,
like
that did literally
at
happen.
some point, you in the Johnny Test universe, the events of the movie The Fly with Jeff Goldblum will happen.
I think it did happen
The,
at one
the
point.
exact scenario.
I think it
I
literally
think-
did happen. Like, I think
Yeah, I
that
think like he
happened in
became
the
a
show.
spider or something. I remember that. So anyway, Mr. Gar from OKKO. He's a
Rat
good-
I have not seen this one.
He looks like a fucking beast, though.
But like, here's the thing: he's basically KO's stepdad by the end of the show.
I'd say Rad Dad or Dad of the Year.
Wait,
I
how
mean,
does he become the stepdad?
Marries the
He
mom.
He dates his mom and like and to be
Oh.
fair, like basically he starts off as his boss, right? But he has a history with his mom.
Oh, I thought he
And-
was like the dad at first, and then he became the stepdad. I was like, huh?
And then like and then after that, basically he like rekindles something with his mom, and they end up getting married by the end of the series. And to be fair, his mom's a MILF, so it works out. Also the guy like throws down for KO, so I guess I'll put him here. It's fine.
I guess I've convinced myself.
Put in Mr. Stepdad over there, all the way up high. I see you.
Apparently just died. In a video game.
Frank,
Complicated.
I'll put him
Frank-
in
Right, low try.
I'll put him in high try actually.
He
Where's this
he
from?
has
Who is
admitted.
this guy?
Oh, is this
His name is
from,
Frank from
what's
F
this-
for Family, and it's a
I would
show
put him in-
about just. Go ahead.
I'm above Homer at least.
Yeah, he is like the thing is like the dude tries his best. It's like the world is genuinely feels like it's against him, and it's not even
It
like
also
he's an
takes place
idiot,
during
he's just
like
the
it also
70s.
takes place in like after the war. So he was a participant in the war. He also has like a shitty
Bad
dad.
choice.
having kids was an accident. All this stuff, like everything, almost in his life, just never went his way. So
And he
it's more
literally
like just a lot of
tells
frustration around the world.
But
He
like
literally
he
Right.
tells his oldest son that like he wanted to be a pilot, but he's like I couldn't because I got your mom pregnant.
You was born. Yeah.
and then like and then
Like he doesn't
like,
say it like in maliciously anyway.
but
By
like
the way, he's just like casually brings it up.
he's being honest, and I think
Yeah.
like the thing about Frank is like he's honest, but he's never really malicious or takes it out on his kids.
Yeah.
He is trying to be a good parent. He's just very
His
bitter about the
catchphrase
world. and
is-
it makes him difficult.
His catchphrase to his kids is "I'll put you through a fucking wall." Though I will admit,
Yeah,
that's
he
funny.
does say that to his kid.
To be
I will
fair,
put you
to
He
be
never does it,
fair,
though.
to be fair, some kids need to be put through a wall.
Yeah.
Some kids do need to put through a fucking wall.
We've all one kid who was like,
but yeah,
man, you going through that wall.
Stan Smith.
Now, okay, Stan is a weird one because it's like he has his moments, but he's also like got his kids involved in terrorism by accident. He's also saved them from
True.
Here's
He's
the thing. Here's the thing that I gotta understand. Like people say, like which one's worse, Stan or Peter? But the thing about Stan is,
Peter.
They would be
Peter's
little-
far worse.
like
Peter's
here's the
way
thing.
worse.
Here's the thing about Stan that you gotta understand. No matter what he's doing, no matter how bad intention, no matter how badly things go, at the end of the day, he's always doing what's best for his kids. He
You know,
thinks he's doing
I'll say this. I don't know if you guys talked about this with Peter. Early Family Guy Peter would be above Stan. End of like later on, Peter would definitely be below Stan.
But like Family Guy's been bad longer than it's been good.
When-
sadly.
when Peter-
I will say
When
that.
when
I agree with that.
when Peter's dad was still a character in the show, he was a better dad. Like when Peter's
Yeah.
dad existed in the show, he was a better dad. Before,
no,
like after
I
that,
was-
he just
But like, here's the thing. The thing with Stan is, no matter how, like he does take things too far and do things that are crazy and stuff like that.
he
But
does.
like at the end
But
of the
he's
day,
never actually harmed his kid.
Well, he does, but like the thing with it is, like at the end of the day, no matter what he's doing, it's always like, oh yeah, I'm trying to do what I think is best for
There's
my
a,
kid.
there's
no
a
matter how it's
reasoning
doing.
and a logic to it.
Yeah, like when and
Mhm.
to be fair, like sometimes he's kind of right. Like Haley is out of control a lot of the time. Steve is kind of a wuss.
Yes.
He
I
does-
was just about to
He
say,
is.
to be fair, Steve is a fucking bitch and Haley is a
Steve,
fucking
Steve is worse than a wuss. He is a fucking mama's boy to the T.
No. You know what
That's
Steve
worse
is? You
than
know
a
what
wuss.
Steve is? I'm
He-
gonna say it.
he
I'm
is
gonna say it.
beyond
I don't
a mama's
care what anyone
boy.
says. Steve is a. No, I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, okay then.
He's a puss. He's a pussy.
held her.
Okay.
He's
He
a
held the
bitch
flirt
ass.
back.
He's a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's a bitch ass nigga.
Can we
Uh,
agree that Timmy's dad
He
is
held that
terrible?
shit back.
Timmy's dad. Okay, listen. Timmy's dad. I feel like he's like terrible, but at the same time, is like he tries a bit.
No.
No.
No,
no,
not really.
flat out
Not
no.
even.
Like early on,
He's
very, very early on, Fairly Odd Parents. It's
Can-
just they're a bit neglectful. But like a few episodes in, yeah, they just don't.
Can
care
I
about
just
it.
say that was the realest no ever heard from Slim? 'Cause I think he tried. No,
Like
No.
this
Sorry,
dude did
but
not
when I
try
think
at all.
Timmy's dad-
He's destroyed Timmy's property. He's broken into his room multiple times. The guy like
He sold
fucked up
his
his
stuff.
shit. Like
He's
To be-
told-
he's openly
Right.
admitted that he wished he wasn't born.
to be
Yeah,
fair,
That's
Yep.
what I was gonna
I do-
say.
I do always like that one interaction where he's like, "I'm knocking on your door to respect your privacy, but I'm asserting my authority as your father by coming in anyways."
Yeah, it's a funny.
that
joke.
was a
Still
funny.
shit
That
there.
still is a hilarious
Um,
line.
Yeah.
That still is hilarious. I ain't gonna lie.
Had that been his character throughout, that yeah, I could see it. But since it's not, I agree with you.
Damn.
Okay.
Um,
So
Yeah,
Neutron.
Hugh
the
Neutron.
goat,
Sorry,
yeah.
the
Jim.
fucking goat.
It looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm.
No, it's like this. Hang on, no, that's not his voice. Hang on, let me try. I can do it. You're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
The guy who's voiced him has done that line. I know he has.
Yeah,
I love
YouTube of him doing
love that
it.
one
Would he be
meme where
I thought he was just being Dad of the Year.
Oh no, this guy has gone up against threats to save Jimmy.
Oh
That is
yeah,
true.
that is true.
He's- He's fought for his collection. He's fought for Jimmy, and he's fought for his wife.
Wait, Bags.
You
I gotta
Neutron
say
is
one thing.
Is he willing to fight the biggest threat of them all, Carl Weezer?
Bags.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you change that profile pic one more time, I'm gonna lose it.
What did he change it to? I didn't even see it.
Well, because last time he had the fucking hat on, you know, the Black Council hat, and I saw it later, so I couldn't say anything about it. Now I see it's disappeared again, so it's like, oh, he's gonna put something else.
Hey guys, I got
wait! It disappeared. It disappeared.
Thank you very much.
Later, Jay.
Oh, I didn't touch my. Oh, later, Jay. I didn't touch my profile pic. You said it's changed. It's gone.
Now it's just the default profile.
Oh, I didn't touch anything. I didn't even touch my phone this whole time. Like, I don't know why I did that. Because I'm still seeing my profile picture there. So, is that it for everyone, or is that just?
Yeah, I can't see your profile picture either, man. But
that's weird.
I don't know what's
going
on.
Probably good. Yeah, it's just StreamYard being StreamYard. I guess I'm invisible. Yeah. But Hugh Neutron put that motherfucker up top. I like that one meme of Hugh Neutron where it's just like he's like you gotta turn that mindset into a grind set, Jimbo. Like you gotta
turn the mindset to a grind set, Jimbo.
You gotta get that bag, Jimbo. Get that bag at all costs, Jimbo.
Like Hugh Neutron was just such a fucking good dad. He loved his son, cared for him. Bro, even when Jimmy was walking out, bro was like, "Oh my god, my boy look muscular. I see him in the gym, Jimbo."
No, like the best thing about Hugh Neutron is he's one of those characters you can take out of context for a meme, but like even with the context, it's still hilarious.
That is true.
Right?
Because
I have no reason to live.
The Shadow Realm Jimbo thing, as goofy as it is technically something his dad would say, unironically, not understanding the context of the Shadow Realm.
No, the funniest thing is they got the voice actor to say it, then he added a part. It's like, oh, it's just down the street at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that.
So what do you guys think of this list, huh?
I think it's pretty solid.
Can you zoom out a bit so we can get like a full picture of the list?
Yeah, because I can't see all of it.
Okay, let me see here.
Or just do a slow scroll up and down.
Hang on, it's...
Now, real question. If you guys had to fight an army of the Papa Wolves, would you be able to take them on?
Let's see. Scroll
down. Hang on, I'm gonna...
not.
No.
There is a man who could toss a truck. I'm good.
No. Scroll up. I can... No, wait.
Also, Mr. Incredible, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, hang on 1 second. I'm scrolling up.
I want to see.
All right, now I'll tell you who. Okay, I'll tell you how far I can get though.
Okay, so Mufasa's getting shot. He's a lion, but he's still not. Mr. Incredible, he got his ass kicked by a giant robot, so that means metal can hurt him. Professor Utonium, listen,
buddy, I'm not sure.
You got?
I'm not sure. Wait, hang on.
What metal you got?
I'm not sure that's how that works, good sir. Hang on a minute.
Listen, a robot kicked his ass. It means there's a way.
Wait,
there's a way.
Do you have a robot?
No. Here's the thing. The robot.
Do you have a robot?
The robot didn't kick his ass. The robot.
It didn't really win the fight.
Listen, Mordor's gone through a lot of changes since I've been away. All right,
man, that sounds like Cat, man. I'm sorry.
That sounds like
Cat.
That's Cat.
Okay.
You don't have a robot.
Maybe Mr. Incredible might be an issue. Maybe.
Okay. Let's say this.
Maybe.
You know that train scene where Spider-Man uses his full strength to stop him. You know how strong Spider-Man is, right?
Yes.
Mr. Incredible did that casually.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's that strong though. Superman can bench press a planet.
Vision, anybody?
Question.
Okay.
Am I allowed
Does he not have heat ray vision? That would fuck you up pretty quickly. I would say.
Incredible doesn't. He's just super strong and
He's
super
just
durable.
stupid strong.
So I'm wondering if
all
like a
he
rocket launcher could kill him.
Probably not. He'll catch
He
it.
could
He'll
withstand
catch
a direct
it.
hit from a rocket launcher.
I wonder what would happen if I spiked his coke. Him like a line of Coke full of something bad.
No, but he's like doing diet and shit now. He's only drinking water, boy. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that's right, man. He's in peak now. Damn it.
Yeah, bro, hit that diet. He needed to fit back in that suit. You getting slapped? He's slapping the shit out of you.
If Utonian gets that power suit on, man, it's done. Like he's on
Yeah,
par.
but without the power suit, he's just
on par. He's on par with the Powerpuff Girls in that suit, and the Powerpuff Girls are broken. I don't know what to tell you, nigga.
You have to like take him out from afar.
You gotta deal with
you gotta deal with Doofenshmirtz and Gru too. Nah,
you know how I'll deal with.
Okay, with
Doofenshmirtz,
there's always a button. So for Doofenshmirtz, there's always a button.
Like, he always makes a fail save. But
all you gotta do is find it, you win.
You know how I'll deal with him? I'll drop in Doomsday.
Where did you get a Doomsday?
Doomsday on
okay, no. You know why I say that? Because ever since I was a kid, I always had this idea of the Powerpuff Girls fighting Doomsday. I don't know why. That's always been the
they would win. They would win though.
Don't you dare undersell Doomsday like that.
My brother in Christ. Like have you forgotten how busted the Powerpuff Girls
are? Listen. I'm not saying they wouldn't win. I just think
I gotta get ready for work tomorrow.
That's cool.
Good night.
We're just messing around at this point.
Listen, I'm not saying they wouldn't win. I'm just saying I think it'd be a really fun crossover fight.
Yeah, like you forget, like people need to understand, like the Powerpuff Girls are strong enough to lift like entire mountains at their base.
Like imagine it, Doomsday's just running around the city, murdering people, and then they have to show up and fight him.
Yeah, and they win.
That's
like,
cool.
Here's the thing, though. Like Powerpuff Girls, people, you know how fast the Powerpuff Girls are. You know how fast the Powerpuff Girls are.
Listen, I can't explain. Listen, I can't.
They are so fast. They cause temporal distortion.
Listen,
that means they're on par. That means they're on par. They're on par with a Speed Force user. That's something Superman can't do on a normal day.
Listen, if you held a gun to my head and asked me, why do I want to see this happen? I couldn't tell you. I just want to see it happen. I just think it'd be fun.
It'd be fun, but they're getting cooked. I mean, they're winning. Like Doomsday is losing before you even blink.
My boy.
They just gotta throw him into the sun, honestly, and it's good. It's good. It's
all they gotta do. Wouldn't even take a lot.
Survived.
He can survive it, but like he's on the sun now. So
now here's the real question. Here's the real question. Can they beat Goku?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. You better be careful with that, Slim.
They're basically Goku times 3.
No. Wait. You gotta be careful with this. You're gonna anger every Hispanic in the entire audience with this one.
Hispanics like Powerpuff Girls too, right?
Lachanka, the cartel's gonna find you.
The cartel. I got the Powerpuff Girls to protect me. The cartel ain't doing shit.
Right?
Remember, if the cartels ever kidnap you, all you have to do is just mutter under your breath, Goku would hate you, and they'll change their tune real quick.
And then they would turn around and put their head down in shame.
I'm just gonna give them the original Goku speech from the original, like from the first dub, when he fought when he fought Frieza about being the guardian of the Earth and shit.
I'm the hope of the universe.
They're like, oh my god, he knows the OG dub. That's bound to save my life.
Oh no, he's spitting that ocean dub. He's got Ralph's voice actor and everything.
He knows the ocean dub. My God.
Friggin' the dawn of the cartel's gonna come out of nowhere and say, "Hold up, let him cook."
that one little ocean dubs always kills me. It's like when after he was ordering the Namekians, he's like, "Yes, I can win. I can fight."
I probably missed like a bunch of other dads. I'm sorry, guys, but like that's gonna get.
That's fine. We've been on this for hours. I got.
Yeah, it's almost 4 hours.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining the stream, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah, see you guys later.
Bye. See ya later.
You guys have a good night. See you next time.
You too.
Goodbye, y'all. Nice talking to you.